Welcome to the stream.
I mean, now it's gonna kick into the advertising.
Oh yeah, you're right. God damn it, we gotta wait for the fucking ads.
Yeah. Yup. I mean, as of right now, we're still hosting Papa Bear. So
this coffee's. I kind of feel like the coffee's been out for a bit too much. Long Albert, like the bag's been open.
Maybe.
I can feel the beans are stale. They're old beans.
Hey, there we are.
Looks like Unhealthy Kill is in chat. Thank you.
Hi, Unhealthy Kill. How are you doing today?
2 minutes late. Yeah, we are right. Here we're all set up well beforehand too.
The reason that we were late is because I couldn't decide on a name for the stream.
What did you settle on, by the way?
Just early play of. It says Fate of Venterra.
Oh no.
Fate of Venterra.
I fixed it.
The new DLC coming soon.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's a totally different game.
I couldn't see it. See, the thing is it's so small across the way.
Yeah.
And I've changed it so many times that I'm looking at it like, is it okay? I need glasses, man.
How you doing, Unhealthy Kill?
I'm an old woman now. Yeah.
You know
No, it's just I just did FOV and then early play.
I got my phone, so I
Venterra.
can
That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just something nice and simple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dancing. We got some dancing going on.
Alright.
How are you doing, man? I
And
hope
the
you're doing
announcements
well.
are away.
My phone just vibrated.
That's probably the
because
announcement.
it's Brandon announcing that we're doing a thing.
We are doing a thing.
Yeah, I changed our going live notification to say blanket term is invading a mystical island near you.
Mystical Islands?
Whichever mystical island seems to be closest to you.
Yes.
If you're landlocked.
I'm kind of fucked.
Yeah, you're kind of screwed.
You know, now I think I never really put this together. You guys are local to Arizona. How did you guys come up with the whole the land island dealio? Is it just wishful thinking?
Yeah, it's probably wishful thinking.
Probably. It's a fantasy world. We wish we had oceanfront property, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if California falls into the ocean.
We are very close to that.
Then Yuma property values will go through
Oh,
the
hell
roof.
yeah.
That and Lake Havasu.
Yeah. Actually, I recently saw a picture of the map that the Empire of Prim or something like that. The one from Hunger Games.
Hunger Games?
Yeah, the Hunger Games world. In that world, they have a whole map of of the United States that has where the water is, because it's a dystopian world, right?
Yeah.
And they have the water levels, and the water level goes all the way up to Flagstaff, and Flagstaff is an island, and I'm like, what?
Do we have that much water on Earth?
Yeah.
To get all the way up to Flagstaff?
Really?
Yeah.
If the polar ice caps melted completely, certain areas like Florida would be underwater.
Yeah.
But it only raises the sea level by 20 feet or something. We're 1,000 feet above sea level here.
Yeah.
So the ocean wouldn't even come. The Gulf of California would come way up, way further up.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's not
maybe to almost like Havasu or
Yeah.
something.
And hello, Quantum Jack.
Hey,
yes,
Quantum Jack.
Fate of Venterra sounds positively exotic.
It is. Yeah, it's the definition of exotic. Now that I think about it.
untouched land.
Dude.
Yeah, it is brand new. We're very excited to share with you guys. This game isn't even out yet. It'll be out on Kickstarter soon. If you want some information, the !FOV will give you a brief blurb.
Yeah. But even in world, Venterra is exotic though.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It's the land of the gods. There's stories about it, but nobody's ever been there before now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes. So we are effectively
Grinds.
the Christopher Columbus, but it's actually new, and we're not stealing land from people, or are we stealing land from people?
No, now, as far as they know, we're not stealing land from anybody. They're trying to discover the.
So it's not like we're getting in and going, look at these savages, and then just Sparta kicking them off a cliff.
And we're not starting musicals that feature the word savages.
Yeah, it's going through.
Yeah, it's going through.
They can hear.
Sorry.
No, you're
Yeah.
fine.
It says stream will be started, so I was.
Yes. No, this is just so that's what people are seeing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
We're just kind of having this conversation. This is what we do. We kind of riff off each other.
No, that's fine.
Ordinarily, one of us is getting a snack and getting a drink, and we do our coffee making during this time. So
Right.
so.
See, Quantum Jack says no. I can't hear you. So I guess.
Damn it! Fucking
Can you hear me now? Good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Throwback to the old Verizon ads.
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna switch on over.
Not quite yet. In a moment, I'm just getting it
Alright.
queued up so we can make sure that we're framed properly so people can see us.
Oh, I just want to warn everyone. I got a haircut.
Oh, he did.
Everyone,
You got one haircut.
I am so sorry for all of you who have this definition of what my hair looks like.
Because it looks absolutely the same.
It looks the same, but it feels like I'm a troll head more than anything
Like
else
a troll
now.
doll?
Like a troll doll, yeah. Because now we have like I don't know. I'm just warning everyone beforehand so that I don't get any DMs about like, Alan, how could you?
Alan, where'd your glorious mane go? I mean,
Where'd
that's
my
what a lot of people said
No.
after you cut it the first
I
time.
know, right? I mean, actually, there's an anime where that's an entire arc that's coming out this season. It's
What?
like, yeah, it's this anime about like an animal kingdom, and like there are certain characters that are like are a lion and stuff like that. And there's this male lion who has a pride, and canonically the only reason why the girls still follow him is because his hair. And like that's a whole like plot moment where he cuts his hair in this act of like, and this like huge like gesture to the girl he likes. And his whole harem leaves him, and they're like, his mane's gone. All right, see you later.
Man.
That's
Yeah, I
funny.
love this. Quantum Jack is like, I can't wait to be surprised about the haircut I didn't hear about. Oh yeah, yes, it is absolutely just 3 hair spikes, just the trident cut. You're absolutely correct.
Pit Viper.
Yeah.
Oh, you right. Simba's deadly sin was absolutely his pride. But
Yeah.
all right, then let
Yeah.
us transition on over. Might as well.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, internet. I didn't see you there.
I like the weirdly like. How are you doing today?
That are you talking about?
Anticlimactic.
Right?
Yeah, we do have a bonus bling buddy. Everyone, say
Yeah.
hi to Nathan.
Nathan
Hey,
slash
internet.
Nate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's part of the creative team. Yeah, what's your like official title within Korrosive Games? Because that's what we're working with here.
Yes. So, myself and my good friend Zach Kuntz are the co-founders and primary game developers in Korrosive Games. And this is our first game that we're publishing, Fate of Venterra.
This game right
Yeah.
here.
I don't know if you can see the box. There we go.
Yeah, just flip it on up for now.
There we go.
So, we're going to be launching a Kickstarter in Leap Day. So, February 29th. Look for that. Let's see, where to start?
Yeah. Nathan offered that we could play it on stream, and we thought that you guys would love to see it.
Hi,
It's
Minion.
a really fun game. Hi, Minion.
Ooh, Quantum Jack asks if you have a Board Game Geek listing for the game yet.
I do, but it's desperately out of date. And actually, I think it's currently still under one of our working titles. So it will be on the Fate of Venterra sometime this week. We will get our Board Game Geek webpage up and going.
Yeah.
For now, we do have a website, korrosivegames.com, spelled with a K, Korrosive.
That link is in chat right now.
Yeah. If you want to see Blanky Butt, plugging it right there.
And you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this is a it's a strategy game. It's a territory control game where the board changes up every game, and we've got 5 unique factions that are vying for the mystical land of Venterra that has suddenly become accessible. It was guarded by a magical maelstrom for millennia, and one day it disappears. And of course, word spreads, and the major powers in this world are trying to get there first. And
It's a land grab.
It's a land grab, and
Yes.
they're seeking the. Everybody has their own legends about the wonders and magic that's hidden in this land. It's said to be the gateway to the world of the gods, and everybody's trying to get there. They want to be the ones to control it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. And I just really love it. We play tested this once, and we've played it before. So,
Yes.
but we still don't know the rules as much. So you're gonna have to walk us through that again. But I really love the world. Like the lore that you have for each faction is so like diverse and like
It's extensive.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
It's
is.
a good extensive. It's
Yeah.
not like this anatomy
Yeah.
textbook is extensive.
It makes the world feel alive. That I think that it's kind of that I feel like a lot of
No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
That a lot of aspects of like different board games don't do as much, but sometimes like they tell stories in different ways.
Right. So
Yeah.
we've got 5 different factions in the base game of Fate of Venterra that are converging on Venterra to try and wrest control. We've got down at the end. We'll start that way. We have the Order, which are religious fanatics, zealots, if you were, and they are self-proclaimed enforcers of the will of the gods, and they want to get to and find the gateway to the world of the gods so that they can beseech them in person and offer their services and guard it against everybody else. They believe that they are the chosen ones that should be the ones that control that gateway. Then we have the Pack. They are a very much one with nature. They're very tribal. They specialize in mobility. They're very mobile, and they have a special connection with the moon goddess in particular.
I see their symbol here's a wolf.
Yes, and they also have a special connection with wolves. They consider themselves to be brothers with the wolf, and sort of idolize them in their society. And then we have the Legion of the Dragon. And this is the empire that controls most of the known world, and they have huge army and military reserves, but their empire is in decline, and they're looking for ways to stabilize their empire. They want it to last forever. They want to claim power and be
and for
in
those
control.
And for those wondering, yes, their flag is indeed a dragon. I double checked for you guys.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Sir 100. Thank you for the sub.
Thanks for the resub, Ryan. We appreciate it. So we have a couple of things going on real fast. Sapphire says, in true Sapphire fashion, I hear in Venterra you can find geysers of endless chocolate pudding. I'd fight for that.
Is there an Over the Misty Mountains Delio song that you have in the world? Kind of like how they have the hobo song. No, you know what I'm talking about, right? No. The Rocky Mountain song. Like
I'm sure there is one. We haven't written it yet, so
We'll get there
we'll have
eventually.
to figure that out.
Yeah.
Quantum Jack points out that "Come to the Land" is a pretty direct Latin translation.
Yes, it is. If we had spelled it with an I, it would be "Conquer the Land."
Oh, well,
which
there you go.
we really debated, but we were good either way. So,
real fast, sorry, just going to use this opportunity to catch up with the chat. Ryan says, dragons are greater than wolves. Wait, no, that's how Game of Thrones went. And Quantum Jack says he likes castles.
That's
so there we
That's
are.
a good step.
yes.
I like
Okay.
castles too.
Yes.
I like castles.
And then we have the Watchers, which is the blue faction. They are holdout against the Legion of the Dragon Empire, and they are anti-magic, and only they themselves are willing to use magic, but only as a last resort to stop others from using magic or to defend themselves. And so they
Magic is bad unless it's mine.
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, I can kind of get that. You kind of want to keep the nukes out of hands of everyone
So
else.
they're going to Venterra to keep everybody else out. Not so much that they want to use it necessarily, although I'm sure they would if it comes to that, but they want to just keep everybody else out because they are sure that that's the only way to protect themselves.
It belongs in a museum.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
belongs in a museum.
That whole Jurassic Park island belongs in a museum.
And then we have the Children of the Bear, which are a group from a fractured clan system from the east, who they had been led by their great leader, Kajir, who was renowned in battle and had a huge sword, and he had united the eastern clans under one leader, but then he pissed off one of the gods and got himself turned
You don't
into a
wanna do
gold
that.
statue.
Yeah, you never want
So-
to do that.
Their whole kingdom fell apart and fractured into these warring tribes, and the people that were staunch followers of his, once they found out about Venterra, that they could get there, they took his statue there, and they're seeking a way to restore him to reunite the eastern clans. Guess I could go over the rules, or we can start setting up.
I want to claim factions first, so we can cut the table up a bit.
Just as a quick overview, the Order is all about gaining wealth and completing quests if you get their upgrades. Each faction has upgrades that are unique to them. That if you choose to play them into those upgrades, it offsets. It encourages different play styles.
Yeah.
And so the order is all about gaining wealth and completing quests.
The pack is
pack is very mobile.
Oh boy, they mobile.
They have huge ability to spread out quickly and defend their territory. The Legion can build armies faster than anybody.
Yeah.
And big army.
They fight and claim other people's stuff.
They have incentive also to be aggressive and attack people. The Watchers are very defensive, so to speak. They get lots of bonuses for having lots of structures and for controlling the water territories. And they can be very aggressive so long as they stay close to their structures.
Yeah.
The Children of the Bear are the most strategic. They have lots of options. They are very good at killing everybody else, even though they don't build up quite as quickly. But they do start with an advantage with their statue of Kajir on the board at the beginning of the game.
Nice. Yeah, we talked a little bit beforehand. I wanted to claim the Children of the Bear because I really love their stories. And yes, Sapphire, I am with you. Bears are better than wolves. And I have chosen the Children of the Bear.
I think it definitely depends on the play style, though.
Yeah.
Because Sapphire had also been saying before that anything with a lot of mobility and animal stuff is his jam. So the bear is a little bit less mobile. So I think it's definitely a matter of flavor at that point, which would you prefer.
Yeah. So I'm gonna claim the yellow pieces here.
So real fast, we have played this game once before. We did play test this about a month ago, I think.
Yeah.
Especially before Christmas.
Yeah. So about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, a month to a month and a half ago. It was a little while ago. And when we played at that time, I played as the Order. Alan played as...
I was the Legion of the Dragon last time.
Brandon.
I was the pack.
And Albert.
I played as the Watchers.
And Brandon, if I recall correctly, mopped the floor with us.
I got a really good seed.
We just left him alone.
I decided to pick a fight with Alan and did that for the whole game.
Yeah.
Probably
I
not
just
the
kinda
wisest choice.
I did give him a run for his money.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did because I did the thing where I just kind of like built up and I just gathered enough land. I just didn't start in a good enough position.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like that's one of the games that you can kind of make that mistake early. But if people played it before, I think this game has enough strategic value and enough diversity with the board setups that it has plenty of replayability.
Yeah. Which is why we're doing it again.
Yeah.
All right, so Alan has chosen the bear.
I am the bear.
Brandon, you want to pick?
Can I defer?
I'm just going to stick with the
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He likes the Watchers.
I like them. Yeah, they're fun.
All right, Brandon?
Plus, I feel like I did such a bad job of them last time. I feel like
You want to redeem yourself?
you gotta redeem
Sounds
it.
about right.
I need to like play it right at least once.
So, opposite to Albert, I feel like I want to get to try a bunch of the different flavors. Because we got to play the pack last time. That was really fun. But because all of the different factions act differently and have different mindsets on how to.
And you also know we're not going to leave you alone if you choose the pack.
There's no way I'm going to go alone. But I didn't want to say that. So I kind of want to go with the Order and play it more defensive and industrious.
All right, so we'll get these out of here. Actually, I love these pieces. They all have different silhouettes. So I know we played it before. Some of these different unit factions and stuff like that. My question was, do all of us have the same composition?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
there are different piece counts for the various factions.
Interesting.
I don't know if you recall, but with the pack in particular, because you're able to build scouts so quickly, they also have the most scouts available. Now, the piece count, everybody has the same number of recruitments available in terms of the piece count. So in that sense, it's equal.
Yeah.
But it's different composition of what is available to each faction.
And Quantum Jack says, I don't know what the Watchers do yet, but when your symbol is a tower, what is a pack of wolves going to do against that?
No, right? So,
real fast, I'd like to clear off the board so I can swap over to the top down so we can get the thing set.
Yeah.
Let's remove the box, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Just for
actually, I'm going to say that we should put our stuff further up, our upgrade options, just so that way they can see what we got.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what we should probably do first then is get the board set up. So this game has a little bit of setup involved. It's very dynamic.
It's sort of modular almost because you got these tiles, right?
Yep.
Can we shift a little this way by the way?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. So at the beginning of the game, after everybody's chosen their factions, then the initial turn order is decided by which factions you choose. So everybody has a faction token.
Yes, this one?
Yep. And so in a 3-player game, so in a 5-player game, just to show you this, you would play with the opposite side of the turn track.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, cool.
Now
Okay.
they can see. Now they can see the.
Okay. In a 5-player game, you would start with the opposite side of the turn track, but in a 3-player game, we'll start with that. And the order always goes first, if they're in the game, and in this case, then the watchers, and then the children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that turn order can change throughout the game. Then in turn order, so we start with the center tile on the board, and it's double-sided, so you have some options there. They earlier we discussed and chose to start with the side with the extra water on it, and then each player gets to choose one of these double-sided boards to add to the board any way that they wish, so long as it's touching the center board.
And every player is only allowed to place one of these tracks, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So the board scales with the number of players.
And yes, Sapphire Parlor. There is a different track for 4 players. There is a track for 3 players and a track for 4 or 5 players.
Yeah.
So this one has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one has just 1, 2, and 3.
So it's a 2 or 3 player game would use this side, and a 4 or 5 player game would use the other side.
And 5 is the max number?
5 is currently the max number. Although, if everything goes well and our Kickstarter is successful, there will definitely be some expansions with potential to go up to 6 players.
Nice.
So,
yeah. So who places first in this order? Would it be me?
So it would be the order.
Okay.
It's me.
So you can take a look at those first.
Real fast. You guys can shift your stuff a little bit this way. We have a lot of room on this side as it stands. I'm trying to make it so people can see.
Yeah,
if we want to put this in the center, we should do it about right here.
Yeah. And while Brandon's looking through his options, I actually kind of want to, if you could explain a little bit about what we have in front of us here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So each faction has 4 unique upgrades that they start with, and I can show on this. There's throughout the game. So you've got combat cards, which are values 1, 2, and 3. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So we have combat cards that everybody has, and we have action cards, and all the action cards are the same for each player. Everybody has the same options for their action cards, and every round, people are going to choose and play action cards.
Yeah, and we'll put it like face down in front of us, right?
Yeah, well, you play it everybody. Once you choose, everybody's going to flip it up face up, so everybody can see what everybody's doing.
Okay.
And then everybody's going to resolve their actions.
All right.
Combat cards will help you with combat later. We'll get to that. The faction upgrades, as throughout the game, if you pay the cost, you can flip that over and the colored side, and it becomes a permanent ability for your faction.
Yeah.
And that's what really sets the different factions apart and makes them unique.
Yeah, and each of us have our own little dealio. Like, and we'll explain as we go. But it looks like Brandon has a lot of stuff dealing with shrines and stuff.
Yeah, we're very
church
religious and.
Yeah.
Some say fanatic, but we say
Yes.
devout.
Yeah.
Well, so just to give an overview of the 3 factions that are playing, for instance, the Watchers have an upgrade that gives extra defense to their buildings. They also have an upgrade that gives them extra attack when attacking from their buildings. They also have an upgrade that lets them maneuver and rally to one of their buildings out of turn, so to speak. And then they have one that gives them tons of extra points for controlling areas around water territories that they control. And then the Order has an upgrade where they can get extra income on their shrines and temples. And then they have an upgrade where they can use that wealth to pay for extra defense on their territories. They have an upgrade where they can convert other people's units. It's the most troll ability in the game, really. And then they have one that gives them lots of extra points for completing quests. The Children of the Bear, they have upgrades. My favorite is the Ambush, which allows them to kill a unit up front whenever they're starting a battle. So they just get to assassinate somebody. And then they have one where it upgrades their scouts, which we'll get to that in just a little bit.
Yeah, it makes them beefy boys.
And it makes them stronger. They have one that allows them to recruit anywhere where they have units and not have to worry about their buildings. And they have an extra maneuver ability.
Yeah.
So, we will. So you guys are selecting your boards.
Yeah. So we select the boards before we place them?
Yeah,
So-
well, I'm just doing it while he was one of the
you
rules.
can choose. You can select and place, and then the next person can select and place.
Oh, okay.
It's not super critical. Everybody also, just as a reference, has a starting setup card that tells that particular faction what cards they start with, which buildings they start with, how many units they start with in their card, and any special effects or building or abilities that are ongoing throughout the game.
Yeah. And I think interesting thing to note that we kind of almost messed up last time we played this is that the starting board has to touch the center square. The boards will be placed down. They had to touch it.
No, that's not going to fit there.
It could if
you could if
tweak
you
it.
Yeah, not
if the mountain goes there.
not quite the way I want it to. I like that. Yeah,
That works.
That's not quite the way I want it to
Oh,
fit
okay.
though, so I'm going to take
Sometimes we-
this one and then fit it like that. Sure.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
I do need to double check one thing.
Now, did you already mention the starting board set?
In terms of
Oh yeah.
In terms of for new players?
Oh, yes, that's actually a really good point. We do, for new players, just so you don't get totally hosed, in our rule book, there will be a recommended first game setup with recommended starting positions. Because there is strategy that goes into your initial placement, and we have had the occasional person just give themselves a really make poor choices, and then it makes the rest of their game a little bit more difficult.
I bet.
Just put it that way.
They started on hard mode. Like they sort of just decided that hard mode is how they're gonna exist.
Right.
Hi, Gonties. How you doing today, man?
Oh yeah, I forgot these are double sided.
Yeah.
I totally forgot these are double
Yeah,
sided.
they're all double sided.
Two-player,
So you have a lot of different
8.
options.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this placement. Yeah. Make it a bit of a funnel there.
Now, if we're going to do that, can we rotate the board a little bit so you guys can reach it easier?
Here you go.
Yep.
You can grab that.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
move that out of the way.
There we go.
There we
Oh
are.
man.
Yeah. And now, so if I remember correctly, all these things with this token get these like this hidden.
Yes, these are exploration tokens, which are immediate in-game bonuses. But first, you all have to choose your starting places, starting
you were
positions,
right.
Yep.
based on turn order. So the order chooses their landing position first. They have to start anywhere on the edge of the board that is not on the center tile. Can't start on the center tile, but any other edge territory on the board you can start on.
Gontes, this is Fate of Venterra, and this is one of the creators, Nick. Of
Nathan.
Nathan. Why do you keep calling him Nick?
No, I mean that was like first.
Yeah,
That's
he,
been
that's,
ongoing.
it's stuck in my head now. This
It's
is Nick.
because Nick is the one who worked with us on Evil Upheaval.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's a similar feeling,
Yeah,
monosyllabic ending.
Yeah, it's
This is
Nathan.
good.
But he's of Korrosive Games, and this is a game that is not even in Kickstarter yet, but it is going to be soon.
Yes.
And we are,
Kickstarting on Leap Day.
yeah, on Leap Day.
Yes. If you guys are interested in more information, the exclamation point FOV will give you more information and give you a link to their website. So if you guys want to check it out, we've already played this game once before, and we're excited to get to play it again.
Oh yeah. All right, Albert, did you have a?
Oh,
the
it's
order.
ready.
It's
So
ready.
anywhere on the edge of the board, as long as it's not on the center piece.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let's
which
see.
which is right here. These.
And
I know.
And your fortress completely replaces the territory that it covers. It no longer counts as that type of territory. So it doesn't matter what you place on, as long as it's on the edge of the board and not in the middle.
So you can cover up a water, you can cover up a desert,
Yep,
even though you cannot normally do that.
correct.
Oh. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the land grab right next to it.
Okay,
It's
ballsy move.
Yeah, it's a ballsy move, but
Especially for white.
yeah.
The order. All right. So the Watchers get a place next.
There's a minimum distance requirement, right?
Yes, there is. Now that he's placed, you have to start at least 3 spaces away. So two territories in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is still a valid
That is still a valid move if you want to be That would be an interesting game.
Yeah.
All right next to each other.
I mean, it makes sense for him because it's very next to 2 water sources.
It does.
Hi,
Yeah.
Kai, how are you doing today? Fifth member's gonna be
It's
a dad.
not a bad
nice
spot
surprise.
for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Looking at the setup, that is gonna work pretty well for you.
Nathan is our guest today. He's one of the creators of Fate of Venterra, so not quite a 5th member, but a 5th temporary member. He holds
Yeah.
he
Just for
wears the
today.
blanket of honor for now.
I'm
Right.
still okay
Yeah.
with that. Honestly.
Sapphire says, I like the diversity in unit types. Do the cards in front of each of you explain each different one, or are they upgrades?
Yep.
These are
Both.
yeah.
So the cards are upgrades. There are different units, and I was going to go into that in just a second after
Yeah.
they finish their setup in terms of the play style. And so right now, the children of the bear have to decide
Yeah.
where they want to
I'm
start.
going to choose to occupy more space simply because I've learned from last time leaving someone with so much open space might end poorly. So let's be there and
Okay.
be closer.
in case Alan decides to be here and then just gets all of this.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Be conflict.
It's still not a bad move.
Magic Moose Moose says, I can feel the breeze on that fresh haircut.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at I can feel all the air currents, and it's making me more aerodynamic. Stop. Okay. I was thinking to go over here and to help cover up this. There's some zones there that's
you
pretty
can actually
juicy.
start there,
But we ran into the same issue where the watchers
Albert
are just
goes
gonna.
unchecked.
Yeah.
Who do you want to be aggressive into? That's
I think that the safest bet is to go here, simply because I am nearby the zone I need to be.
now.
the
There is a special setup condition for yellow for the children that you have
is
to
there?
keep
Yes,
into account.
that's right.
You have to start with your statue of Kajir.
That's right.
That's
It's,
the whole
it's
reason they
adjacent to me.
came to Venterra. That has to
Yeah.
start next to at any space next to the starting board, which is going to limit your
Oh.
options
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you also place your fortress next to the starting board.
That's right. Okay. I think the safest bet is putting my faction here and putting my
It has to start next to the starting board.
next to the starting
next
board.
To that.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was next to this. Okay, cool.
The statue. The
So you can
statue
go
has to start
Yeah.
next to
Here
you.
with the statue there.
Yeah.
You could do that. That's not a bad
Or you
move.
could still start where you were and
No,
then put
I-
the statue between you and Albert.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not the
you put
best.
Which
it
is also a gutsy move, but
Yeah,
you
that
go
is a
for
gutsy
it.
move.
It gives you a forward
You know
position.
what? The Bears do not back down from this challenge.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
respect
that's
it.
Ooh.
This will be interesting.
Yeah.
And Sapphire says, wife aggro, be back in a bit. Hashtag Team Bears and since no one's playing the pack.
All right.
Go ahead.
So now that they've placed, the other part of the setup is we have exploration tokens, and there's 5 different types. There, and each of them give you an in-game reward.
And these are like hidden on each.
These will be
top.
hidden face down. I just wanted to show the types.
All right, awesome.
These are our favor symbol. They're favor cards. They're one-time use in-game bonuses that allow you to break the rules or have a little bit extra advantage in some situations. This gets you a combat card. This is extra points. Everything that you see in this game with blue diamonds is points at the end of the game. That's how you win, is having the most points at the end of the game. These guys give you a free scout whenever you discover the territory, and these ones are straight up extra wealth, extra money to spend
So you just
in game.
You just find a random dude, just
So
wandering the
they're
waste.
all going to be face down, and we mix them up, and then we distribute them over all of the open territories that don't have anything on it.
There are cost reference cards,
Oops.
right?
There's what?
The cost reference cards, so the cost of each
Yes,
thing.
I was
Oh,
just
right.
about. The other part of the setup is everybody will get a unit reference card.
Yeah, and
So-
units work beautifully in this game. Like the system you guys have in place for like actually like upgrading units is really interesting.
And everybody also has a building reference card, and on the back it gives the round action order, like how you play each round, as a
And,
reference.
Quantum Jack says, just like real life, whoever has the most blue diamonds wins.
Exactly.
Oh, Alan, that has to be face down.
Isn't it face down? Oh,
No, so we gotta replace that
Yeah.
since we saw it.
Okay, we can just pick a
Okay,
random
pick a
one over
random
here.
one.
There. All right. There is a recommended starting balance for
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but it's not going to throw the
Oh,
game
I
too
see.
much. Let's see, and then so each of you gets a building reference card as well.
yeah. Is there a way we could probably snap one of these and put it up on the stream Discord?
Sorry, one more time?
I take a snap picture of that and put it on the Discord. People can see
All
what
of them
I'm-
are different, aren't they?
No.
Mhm. They're all
The
same.
reference cards are all the same. The buildings that are available and the units that are available are the same for all the factions. The
Oh shit! Sorry.
the actual count for the quantities of pieces and the faction abilities are what really sets each faction apart.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a spot to put this to zoom in on.
Unfortunately, I can't. We don't have like a
Okay.
side camera for the cards. I'd
No, that's
love
okay.
to have that, but it's hard to
I
do
could
more.
just put it out here if that
Yeah.
helps
Yeah.
at all. Okay.
Some people will be able to read it.
So
Yeah, be
Yeah.
full screen and zoom in and get some and get some
You can see
NCIS
it pretty
enhanced.
decent.
So,
it's actually it's not as bad as
one of the things that we did with this is so the silhouettes for each piece actually match the shape of each piece.
Yeah.
So we've got soldiers, ships, scouts,
Oh yeah, that's gonna help a lot actually.
siege weapons, and knights.
Yep.
Okay? And everybody, all the factions have that available. And then everybody also has a stack of buildings available. And the buildings are double-sided.
Oh yeah.
So-
and you can like
We have outposts that can then be upgraded into various things like the forge.
We're gonna need to move this up a little
Oh,
bit.
sorry.
No, you're fine. In order just for it to be seen,
And then there's
just like an inch. Yeah.
okay. And then there's shrines which can be upgraded into temples.
yeah.
And everybody's got this, for the most part, the same set of buildings. The Children of the Bear are special because the statue of Kajir replaces one of their shrines.
I'm special. And me. Yeah, and
Start with
there's
that.
a whole like upgrade track on this board. So like outposts can turn into the academy, towers and
Yep.
forge units. Shrines can turn into temples and
Basilica.
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 Yeah.
It's a Roman government building.
Yeah.
Hi Tiana, how you doing? man?
Hi, Tiara.
Hello.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the way each round is going to go. So we play 10 rounds of the game, and then whoever has the most points at the end of 10 rounds. Okay?
Yes.
Each round, according to the reference card too, everybody's going to collect income based on their structures that they have. So everybody's fortress that they start with gives them 2 income each turn. Also, on their starting reference card, each player starts with 1 wealth just at the start of the game. Okay? So everybody should take their 1
Yeah,
wealth
yeah,
now.
mine
And
are-
I don't know if you want to put the money somewhere over where people can actually reach it.
Somewhere communal.
Or Albert can be the banker. Either way.
Tiana, how dare you? I thought you only did the Talalas. That's not okay.
So after everybody gets income, then everybody chooses 2 of their action cards.
Which are hidden in our hands.
And all of the action cards have the faction back on them that looks the same as their combat cards. And the actions, I'll just go through them real quick, are the same for all factions. And they can play a plan, which gives them 2 more wealth. And that's how, and then on a plan, they can complete or reserve a quest. And I'll put up the quest here in just a second.
Yeah. Can you give like a baseline of how much 2 wealth is? Because like 2 doesn't sound like a lot, but like you can buy a siege engine for 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So on your units, which I was going to talk to in just a second, one of your other cards is a reinforce, which is primarily how you get more units. And when you reinforce, you recruit a unit from your unit reference card. And the cost is shown next to each of the units. So soldiers and ships are free. You just use your recruit action. You can place a soldier or a ship on a structure you control or adjacent to a structure you control. Scouts cost 1, but you'll note the special ability next to it. You get an extra scout with the scout every time you recruit
It's a 2 for 1
So it's
deal.
a 2 for 1. Siege weapons cost you 2, but they gain extra attack against structures. And they have a neat upgrade. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
And then knights have 2 attack and 2 movement, but they cost 3. They're the most expensive unit in the game.
Fast boys.
Yeah. So it doesn't sound like huge numbers, but the
Yeah.
way that 2 wealth adds up really it makes a
Yeah.
big difference, especially
Yeah.
early game. So plan, you get wealth, and then you can complete a reserve quest. We're gonna have 4 quests out here.
Yeah, and those give you buffs. They're sort of just like
Yeah.
things you-
So they're all worth points at the end of the game.
Oh yeah, I see
With
that.
the blue diamonds. And then if you have the requirements, which is shown pictorially at the top,
Yeah, okay.
then you can immediately complete it and get the in-game reward. So in this case, you get combat cards, 2 more wealth, a soldier or a ship, or favor card.
Ooh.
Okay.
Brendan snowballed those favor cards last game. I want to see if I can achieve that this game.
Favor cards in and of themselves are not OP unless you can stack them. If you can stack them, sometimes you can pull off crazy combos.
Yeah, that's what Brendan did. It was insane.
And indeed, hello Nano here. How are you doing? We're indeed playing some Fate of Venterra. Are you familiar with this game?
Yeah, Ninher is really active in the dev communities. I imagine that he's probably played tested before.
He mostly does video games.
Yeah.
Mostly does like indie video games.
Okay.
But
okay.
Real quick before we get too far in, I really appreciate these pieces and I wanted to show them.
Oh yeah.
So we're not playing it, but the brown faction, the pack. They have, instead of like a castle, they have like a little tent, and they are the only ones that can move their base, their tent. And I appreciate the fact that you can move this into somebody else's castle, so you can actually like fit the little thing into the castle.
You can technically. We haven't had anybody do that yet. I'm waiting for the game when somebody actually pulls that off.
But I just really appreciate like the possibility and that it actually fits.
Yeah.
Operation Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, okay. Neil here says that he got to play the game on Expo. So.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's going up on Kickstarter on Leap Day.
Yes, Kickstarter on Leap Day.
Yes,
Okay.
February 29th. Look forward to that.
Yeah.
We talked about plan. That's how you get quests and more money. Reinforce. That's how you get units. After you recruit a unit to a structure or a ship next to a structure, then you can develop a building by paying the cost to take a basic building to a developed building, and then you can build a new basic structure. And the only reason it's in that order is so that you can't upgrade a building on the same turn that you just built it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Quantum Jack's right. You have to wait 4 years to celebrate your Kickstarter anniversary.
Then in 4 years it'll be all new, and it'll be the second. And it'll be the first anniversary. We'll do the first anniversary 4 years later.
Yeah, it'll increase all your stats too, because it's
right.
like, in 1 year.
Yeah. Oh, we got a good ratio.
Yeah, your first anniversary 4 years later, it'll be second edition.
Yep.
The first anniversary edition.
Subsequently, it's not every year that you're able to fund a Kickstarter on February 29th.
Exactly. Get in now.
Hi, Guff. How you doing today?
Hi, Guff.
So the last two actions are how you move about the board. We have a charge action, which allows any number of units to move into a territory, as long as they can reach
converge. They're like,
right. On the unit reference card, there's attack, defense, and movement values. So long as your unit can reach a particular territory, any number can converge into the territory on a charge.
You can just bum rush.
Yep. And then after you complete your movement, that's when you can buy combat cards into your hand. It doesn't cost anything. The cost on the combat cards, shown on the bottom, is how much it costs to pick them up from your discard into your hand. And then during combat, you can play a combat card to augment your offense or defense on a particular battle.
Yeah.
And then it gets discarded back into the reserve pile again, which you can buy back at a later date. So the charge allows you to buy back your combat cards, or if you're short on money, instead you can just take 2 more wealth. Lastly, maneuver. Maneuver is the opposite of the charge, where you can take any number of units from a single territory and spread them out any which way you want. And then after you do your maneuver, you can buy a faction upgrade. That's how you get your upgrades. That's what that
symbol was. I was looking at that
you'll
symbol.
Notice, we tried to use symbols for everything, and this symbol you'll notice is on your cards.
Yeah.
It's in color when you flip it up here.
Yeah, I was
also notice for this quest it's a requirement. If you have 2 faction upgrades completed, you can pick up that quest to get a favorite card.
Yeah, I was looking for the blue. I was like, where's this symbol? It's right in front of me.
Right now.
This is Nathan. He is one of the creators of Fate of Venterra. He has decided to join us in our playing of the game today live on stream. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want to or you can't afford a faction upgrade, you can always recruit a unit after you maneuver.
Yeah.
So those are the 4 actions. Each round, everybody's going to get to play 2. And everybody chooses and reveals which 2 they've chosen simultaneously. And then, in current turn order, which at the beginning of the game is going to go the Order, the Watchers, the Children of the Bear, they'll each do 1 action and then come back around and do their second action. And then after everybody's done their actions, we'll check for a large army. If, as the game progresses, if people get massive armies in one spot, if you have more than 3 on a single territory, you have to actually pay the large army cost
Got to keep
of
that army
maintaining
fed.
and feeding your army.
Mhm.
And if you can't afford it, then you lose units down to what you can afford. There's no cost associated with having all your units on the board if they're spread out. But if you gather them all up in one place, they eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
So
They have a party.
they have,
Yeah. The hell of a rager.
yeah. So and then every third round, you'll see on the turn track every odd round after round 3, we're going to bid on turn order with whatever wealth everybody has
Oh yeah,
available.
and that'll change up a lot of things because turn order really kind of matters.
Mhm.
Yep.
It does. Sometimes you want to be first, sometimes you want to be last, but there are other rewards. For winning a bid for first place gets you a favor card, and winning a bid for second place gets you an extra point.
Nice.
So
And there's nothing good about getting third place.
quick question
Not
about
really.
the quests that are currently on.
yes,
That second one on the left, is that have 2 forest territories or 2 of any territory?
2 of the field territories specifically.
Gotcha.
So on the current board configuration, Children of the Bear have a head start on that because Kajir is on a field.
So in theory,
Alan
no,
just
he needs
to
one more.
get
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
one more.
He could. So Alan potentially could complete this quest on his first turn, whereas that would be a challenge for the other 2 of you,
Yeah.
although it's not out of reach.
The biggest thing is turn order. Since I'm at the end, actually, I would get the move and then I would get the claim action, right? Because I need one more. I only have 1 forest, and then if these guys decided they wanted to do it, they would get to it first because of the turn order.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's,
potentially.
yeah,
Yeah,
potentially.
so we could use plan first. and
You
just
could, and you
send
could
it.
reserve it, but then you have to play a second plan at a later date to actually complete it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not very efficient to reserve quests, but sometimes it's a way to keep somebody else from getting it.
Mhm.
And this one does our fortress count as a building for
Yes.
this? Okay.
So actually, before you even go anywhere, the Children of the Bear can actually
Oh, yeah,
complete
that's
that one
right.
because you've got 2 buildings starting on the board. You have an advantage in that respect, and you have combat cards in your hand. This is our combat card symbol. If you look at your combat cards, they're all marked with that symbol in the top left corner.
So you can actually get that.
Yeah.
So you can get that one right away. And then nobody can get this one on the first turn. 3 scouts and an outpost. And then 2 faction upgrades. That's going to be at least turn 2 to
Yeah,
for anybody to get
that's
that.
gonna be pretty pricey. Yeah.
And we have a question going on in chat. Guff asks if anyone has played Escape from Atlantis.
Ooh.
Have we heard of it? He said it's an old game. You get monsters and octopuses.
Ooh.
A long time ago.
I haven't
I've never
heard
even
of
heard of it.
I haven't heard of it yet.
Xanaster says that he has survive Escape from Atlantis. The island falls apart tile by tile, and you have to get your
Oh, yeah,
meeples into
Survive,
boats off the
totally.
island. Oh, cool.
I've totally played Survive. That's a cutthroat game. That's fun too.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, the island's
So-
disappearing, and at the end of your turn, you control sharks and whales and sea monsters to try and kill other people that are in the water. And while you're trying to get your own guys to safety.
That's brutal.
There's it's fun though.
Whales.
Awesome.
Form a wall.
That's cool, though.
So
All right,
we
so
gotta decide our actions now.
that's the game in a nutshell. And no, first
Oh,
income. Everybody
income.
collects income.
I give him my.
Everyone gets 2.
Everybody
I
gets
get
2
to-
on the first turn.
I was hoping that my king would just I could shave a little bit off of his nose. He's not gonna need all of it.
Someone got a little too crazy in the raid and broke off his nose. They didn't want anyone to know.
Now, I have a really quick lore question about the statue. Is this like a Greco-Roman style statue, or is this this man? Was he asleep in his bed when they turned him into?
Oh no, he was in the middle of a battle.
He was mid sneeze. Just
Oh,
I don't know if you
okay.
can see
I was really hoping that it was like a Hermes
pose.
statue.
Like he's got his sword up and everything, like he's charging
Okay.
in.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
boom,
So,
statue.
You take a little bit off the nose, take a little bit off the sword.
No, he has his flowing cloak going. You just cut parts of the cloak
yeah.
off.
I don't
There
know why
you
he's gonna.
I was really hoping that it was going to be like a Hermes style statue, and that there could be a
Ah.
scandal of who took the king's genitals.
I suppose if you cut deep enough, but you'd have
Man,
to.
family jewel is a whole nother level.
Family brick of gold.
It's no longer the shrine, it's the shards of.
As a
Ooh.
side note, since we're talking about that, normally when you capture an opponent's building, you can convert it to yours, or just destroy it, burn it to the ground, and salt the earth. The statue can't be destroyed by other factions. It can only be occupied.
Gotcha.
So.
Imagine there'd be something like that.
Yeah, those are worth extra blue diamonds.
It is.
Oh boy.
So
Yes.
we did income. And that's not. Can I actually don't have my? Oh, it's right here. No.
Yep, it's on the other side. We can get out the other one. if you
Declare
like.
our 2 actions. Now, how do we want to do this? Do we want to just declare them at the same time? Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
So everybody chooses,
Okay.
and you declare at the same time. So you can't change your mind after everybody
Yeah.
else sees.
I
What
Does
you
it
have.
does it matter? Do we have to reveal the actions? Which action is gonna be the first one?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
We revealed 2 and result of it.
Yeah. I gotta
Okay.
choose
Yep.
mine though.
So you
I know what I
can
want.
change
Hold
your
on.
mind on which order you do them, but which ones you're doing that round you choose up front.
Yeah. hold
So
on.
to take these again, we need 1 of these warriors, or
Yes.
is it 2?
Thank
we
you.
need
I forgot to
overpower.
explain that. These little, so each territory, each forest and mountain at least, has an intrinsic defense. So this little tree with the 1 on it represents that. You'll notice there is none on the water or the desert. You have to overcome that. It's considered a combat, even though you're playing against the board, just to take that territory.
Mhm.
So you have to beat that. You have to have a higher number to actually move in. In cases where there's a tie, the attacker retreats, like regardless of whether it's a battle with another player or you're taking territory. If you don't have enough attack power to overcome it, you can't even move in. So in a battle with another player, you also take casualties, but in just going against the field, you can't move in. But you can use your combat cards to augment any movement. So you can take 2 territories on your first turn if you're willing to play combat cards. So
Yeah. All right. I have my 2 right here, prepped, ready to go.
All right, I have my trap cards. You
All
can
right.
play.
Yes.
All
I
right.
think I'm good too.
All right, Brandon. The order. What is the order plan on doing this turn?
We play trap hole and bottomless trap hole. So charge and reinforce.
Yeah, I'm also doing a charge and reinforce.
Hey, nice. I am actually doing a plan and a maneuver.
nice.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Here I was
That's-
hoping to be unique and go with instead of maneuver charge, but then
Albert,
That's-
you mind putting this so they can see it on the top, so they can kind of
Yeah.
get used to the colors.
You just put them on, like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to like block my upgrades because that will be important later.
Yeah, that
Yes.
should be good then.
But
All right. No, that's good. So,
Yeah.
all right.
All right.
So, starting with the order, are you going to charge or reinforce first? Now, keep in mind that you can't build any buildings until you move your guys out
Yeah.
of your fortress because
So-
it's already a massive building.
so I feel like charge is the primary one here. So we're gonna move any number of units into a single territory.
Right.
So we're gonna go ahead and move both of these guys into the nice, tasty.
Okay,
9
and then
points.
you pick up the exploration token
All
and
right.
see what it is.
It's
And
money.
it's money, so just put it in front of you. You can spend it like money.
Cool.
All right.
And then second phase, right?
Yep.
This?
So you can either take 2 money or you can buy combat cards.
Go ahead and start with some 2 money.
Okay.
Never hurts to start.
And then the Watchers.
So I'm also going to charge. I'm going to charge them both into this desert here. Flip this over. It is a favor.
Ooh, early
nice. There you go.
on. Ooh, yeah. Time to go to a strip club and regret every moment. I feel like that's the only way that you can go to a strip club. I mean, I don't know. I've never been.
Okay.
What
I'll
I've been
gain 2
told.
money.
Right. Okay, and he also took 2 money. As you complete it, either turn it sideways or flip it over or put it back in your hand so nobody gets confused.
Put it in the tapped position.
Yeah.
There you go.
That way people
That
know
works.
that I've done mine already.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, it's exhausted.
No, actually,
Exactly.
he's right because tapped is the terminology like coined by Wizards
Yeah,
of the Coast.
tapped
Yeah.
is technically copyrighted.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a copyrighted term.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Who are they going to bring their lawyers and be like, you tapped on the stream?
Have you seen their lawyers? They're magic decks. You can't touch them. So no one can beat them.
I'd like to point out that I did use the term tapped fully knowing that it was a copyrighted term and therefore it is covered under copyright or under parody law.
Oh yeah,
Because I
there
was
we go.
making a joke.
Oh, with 3 Ps.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the plan action first, so I get my 2 coins.
Ooh.
I get my 2 coins. Don't ask me where I got it.
The strip club you on.
Yeah.
Right?
And then I'm going to complete a quest because I can complete this one because I do have my king over there,
Yep.
so I can
2
climb.
buildings. And just to clarify, you have to show that you have their... Everybody knows because you started with 2.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I
There we go,
actually
I got it
explained
right
that to
there.
everybody, but each player does start with a 1 and a 2 combat card in their hand already.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are in the reserve pile.
Yeah, and I have my reserve power here, so I do have 1, which is fine. So I get this, which means I get 2 victory points at the end of the game, and I can claim a soldier.
Yep.
I can claim a soldier. So I'm going to claim the soldier, put him in my
Just goes-
fortress.
Now he can go to either of your buildings. So you could put him on the statue if you wanted
The
to.
statue just kind of spits out a guy.
Yum. No, I'll leave him because I plan
You
to
got a maneuver next.
I got
yeah.
my maneuver next, so I'd rather have them all be on 1 square.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
for a quest that's completed, you want to flip that over.
Nice.
If it's reserved, then you keep it face up to show
okay.
that it's not completed
Nice.
yet.
That way we don't
And then
have
we got to
to-
replenish
And then we
this.
immediately replenish that.
Alright, what's up there next?
Requirements: 3 scouts, 2 soldiers, and an upgrade. And it just gives you a shrine or outpost.
Gives you a free
Nice.
building.
That's pretty nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, disclaimer: do not throw heavy objects at strippers. Yes. don't just chuck rolled pennies at them, Gaunties. You're right. And no, they do not have coin slots. You're correct.
No, if you go to those fancy Warforged strip clubs,
Please insert payment.
Right?
Just all right.
you gotta have a real good
Right.
aim.
Just starts like
Oh, it's like the
awkwardly
coin
dancing.
fountain.
Okay.
Alright, the order?
So back over to the order for your reinforcement.
Alright, so let's recruit 1 unit to any structure I control. So I can recruit like a ship, right?
You
'Cause
can
it has-
drop it in that water right there next to your
Ooh.
castle. Yep.
And you claim that
And
token.
You get a
It's got more
expedition.
money.
All right. And
Nice.
then
Let's skip develop because can't really develop a nice fortress and then build a structure. So let's build let's go ahead and start with an outpost. So I'll spend 3 of the money we have accumulated. What do I do
Yep.
with this one?
if it's an exploration token, we'll just put it over here.
Okay,
You know,
and
but-
then we'll make an outpost because I feel like people are gonna come for this.
Yes. So a key difference between outposts and shrines are outposts have defense, shrines don't.
Yeah, and outposts also develop eventually into a tower, which is an upgraded like defensive structure.
Mhm.
The academy, which allows us to upgrade our units better, and the forge. The forge upgrades our units better.
Yes, the forge will allow you to flip over your unit card and get upgrades on your units.
Yeah.
The academy makes all your units cheaper.
Yeah.
By
So
1.
if you're planning on a combat, that's definitely things you want to do.
So okay, so that was the order, and now back over to the watchers.
So I will do my reinforce. I'm gonna build scouts. I'm gonna
Okay.
pay 1 and I build 2 scouts
Yep.
here. Then I'm going to build a structure.
You're on a desert.
Oh, can the deserts not have structures?
The deserts cannot have structures, which is why it has that huge cracked earth X through the
Yeah.
area where you normally would build a structure.
That is unfortunate.
And I apologize for not mentioning that earlier.
That is okay. I think we're still fine. I'm
That otherwise would have been a great spot to build something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Getting those 2 water features right next to each other.
Frankly, I was a little surprised that you went to the desert first, but you know.
I mean, now we know why.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's not the end of the world.
Yeah, you still get the recruit the unit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good point. Quantum Jack points out, he says, I don't know how set the names are, but when you're talking about play order, the fact that one of the factions is called The Order is a little bit confusing.
No wonder they're the first in the order.
Yes. Acknowledged. We'll take that into consideration, but I like
It
The-
feels
Yeah.
good.
it feels good as a faction name,
Mhm.
The Order.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's definitely a little
yeah.
bit
Just,
confusing.
just,
I'm okay with
just do what I do whenever I rolled right. I say the order, and I add a very convoluted a couple phrases afterwards. the order of His Majesty's gilded.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then everybody's still going to abbreviate it to The Order.
Yeah, I know, but then
But
you're
we could make the official name longer.
Yeah.
The Order of something.
But then it's the player's fault for making it confusing
Yeah,
and not yours.
True.
They
They
don't wanna
could
say the whole
abbreviate
thing.
it the other way.
Is
okay. That's a good
initiative
point.
trademarked?
I don't think so. So I'm gonna take my maneuver action. So I have 3 units. So I'm actually gonna go in 3 different directions. So I'm going to go into the desert and there claiming.
Now, hold on. In order to do that, so the desert doesn't have any defense. You can
Yeah.
just walk in. The other 2 spots, you do need
Oh, they got-
combat
yeah.
cards because you have to have greater than 1 to move in. So you can either not use a combat card to put both of those in one of those spots, or use both of your combat cards
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that I should do that instead. Simply,
Jump on that.
yeah, just because I want to claim that tile. Something good early on.
So what'd you get?
I got a what's it called?
A favor card.
Favor card and a scout.
Nice.
Ooh.
So you immediately just put a scout on the space where you
I
found him.
don't know which one it was. I picked them up at the same time.
I want to say that you picked up the scout from the desert.
All right.
I think.
Well, that's
Okay.
what I wanted to say too.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So in the future,
Yeah,
try and do one at a time.
Real one at a time.
Real fast, Unhealthy Kale says we should play Cinco Linko. It's a fun strategy game. It's fun.
Ooh.
Not entirely.
Oh.
I have not heard of it. And Gonti says our mission code is accomplished. Yeah, we got the blinky bomb.
Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I actually wanted to. In this in the maneuver action, I wanted to take the buy one.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, so you can buy a faction upgrade. Did you read through all of them?
Yeah, I did. No, but now that I think about it,
Do you want recommendations?
hold on.
I thought we were commentators.
Yeah,
right.
you
Sorry.
are commentating.
I just itched to.
No, actually, if
You're fine. You can participate in it.
I'm stuck because I could take the buy this because I have enough money. I could do it now. There's some things that could be helpful, or I could try to go for another quest. Because if I take the recruit action, I'll be able to complete that quest at the beginning of my first turn next
That is
turn,
true.
and I get a free outpost.
This is the strategic part of the game. You
Yeah.
got to make that decision.
This is true.
But if I get this early, then I can start making these moves early on, which
Yes.
is also really good.
What's that one?
They're both good.
So the one I wanted to get is Skill Tactician. It says at the beginning of each round, before actions are revealed, I may perform a maneuver action. Action 1. I don't know what the 1 means. Oh, just the move, just the move part
Just
of
the
it.
move part of it.
Yeah, so that means that I can just get a free move at the beginning of the round, which is really good, especially for claiming these early on,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
what I want to do early on. So I think I'm gonna go with my guns because this is what I want to initially do because that wasn't revealed before. I think I will go for the upgrade. So
Okay, so you pay 2.
here's 2. So now at the beginning, before we reveal, I can move.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't start a battle though.
Yeah, I can't start a battle, but that means I can scout faster,
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be really, really good early game.
especially early
Yeah.
game. Yep.
Yep. All right. So now nobody's got large army,
Yep.
and we're not on a round that bids, so we are officially in round 2. Everybody
Did it.
collect income. So now the order gets 3 income. The watchers and the children are still at 2.
Yeah.
And just also as a side note, Kajir, you can upgrade him as a structure in order to give you income.
Yeah, I saw that, but I haven't felt the need to upgrade him just yet because his upgrade just gives me more victory points, right?
More points and more income.
Oh, give me 1 income. I see. Yeah.
Turn him
Yeah.
into a tourist trap.
Come see
Come
the
see
giant
Come see the
Kajir,
the famous King Kajir.
the famous King Kajir, frozen in time. His sword has been chiseled away to help pay for his transportation costs, but he's still moving. All right.
Now, before everybody reveals cards, you can make your maneuver.
Oh
You
yeah,
bought
yeah,
that.
yeah. Actually, I'll move my 2 Delios because the scout gives me.
It gives you 1.
It gives me 1, so I can do these 2 to go into like this square, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna claim that token away from the order.
The Watchers.
The Watchers, yeah. Ooh, it's another combat card.
So you get a 1 value combat card into your hand for
Nice.
free.
Sorry, Albert.
That's okay.
That's the way this game be. All right.
That's both bold and risky at the same time
I know.
because he goes before you.
Yeah, which means you can come and try to kill me, but
Yep. And your statue's wide open.
we'll see.
All right.
Uh,
Okay, so everybody choose your 2 action cards.
yeah. I have figured out mine.
Albert's made up his mind.
I have made up my mind as well. The order. I mean the. What am I kind of called again?
You're the Children of the
Bear. That's right. Where did my description card go?
Oh, it's on the back side of your setup. That's your board.
Oh, okay.
So
That's fine by me.
and it's yeah. You're the followers of Kajir were called
Yeah.
the Children of the Bear because he was renowned. He was a renowned warrior in battle, and his nickname was the Bear.
Yeah. Many tribes of the Eastern Highlands live in constant conflict with warlords fighting for control of the now ruined Kishala, or City of Gold, and its surrounding city-states. Yeah. Alright, you made your decision yet, Albert? Brendan? What's the order's, like, leader? Like, is it the headmaster?
Alright,
Prime?
I made my choice.
Temp Lord Supreme?
Temp Lord.
They have a high priest.
High Priest.
Yeah.
Brain, that's a very good point, actually.
You're congratulating your brain for bringing up a good point.
Brandon took so long making up his mind.
No,
that now
he-
Albert's
he-
changed his mind.
He's
Maybe
congratulating
that's
his...
the mind game.
It's his,
You take a little bit longer.
no, he uses magic to help his brain work. He's just complimenting his other...
Albert? No, he doesn't. Isn't he anti-magic?
Well, he needs it, though. He needs that magic. No, the Watchers are one of those organizations that I feel like is very hypocritical in terms of, like,
They're
certain...
Garleans!
Yeah.
Final Fantasy! Everything comes
They
back
do.
to Final Fantasy.
And I don't know if you guys remember, but also just so everybody watching knows, the Watchers do start with a cancel favor card in their hand. They can use once per game to cancel any favor card played by another player.
I'm going to verify something.
Okay?
If I'm controlling another faction's structure,
Yes.
but I didn't convert it to my own, can I still build off of that structure? If I'm occupying.
You collect the income, you get the defense bonus, and you'll get the points at the end of the game if you still control it. But if you don't convert it to yours, actually yes, you can upgrade it if you wish.
Oh,
but
so
that's
Can
a
I build units there?
yes. You, for all intents and purposes, you control it.
Okay.
If you don't convert it to yours, like if you take the statue, if you ever leave, all your units move off, it immediately defaults back to the original player who built it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
All
wanted
right.
to check that.
We will reveal. I am taking a reinforce and a plan.
I'm taking a maneuver and a reinforce.
I too am taking a maneuver.
You guys are
and
just
reinforce.
copying
Yeah.
each other. What's up with that? All right, but the order goes first.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do the reinforce first. So I'm going to recruit one unit to any structure. Oh, I only have one ship too. Wow. I was going to recruit a ship, but I now realize that I only
You
have one.
can recruit
But
the
it would
ship
destroy the
and then
other
it
one.
destroys it from the other location. So
Yeah.
it just translocates it if you recruit it again.
Yeah.
So you do have that option if you wanted to get that water before the children do.
Hmm. That would be pretty good.
And just so everybody else watching knows, ships can help support combat in adjacent territories. So it's also a very strategic move in terms of where you place your ships on the board. You definitely want to have some next to where you think you're going to have to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. And he did that?
Brandon's being very aggressive for the order.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I kind of
Somewhat.
have to.
Yeah,
To
because
keep up with the order of the bear.
Yeah, we need to. You need to claim that first zone. You did a good job of claiming
just sitting on
the,
it.
Yeah.
the center square by with the outpost.
That's these.
Let's go ahead and just recruit another unit there to just
Sure.
solidify that I
So
like this spot.
You're doing your reinforce first?
Yeah, I'm doing the reinforce first.
All right.
And then I'm gonna
Put in the
And then
exhaust
you can. Well,
position.
are you
I'm
developing
gonna- yeah,
your
I'm
building?
develop.
Quantum Jack asks
I'm
if
gonna
there's a
spend-
PDF of the rules yet.
There is. Yes, we have a preliminary copy.
Turn it into-
It is not uploaded to the website yet because we're still trying to.
The rules are still being finalized.
We're still. Well, the rules themselves are finalized, but the formatting of the rule book and trying to make it readable and
Yeah.
and make it so that
parsing
it's
it.
easy to actually
Yeah.
follow and get all the graphics in and everything. We're still working on that part. We could, if people are interested, we could certainly upload a draft copy.
Yeah.
Just give us
let's-
a little forgiveness if things aren't quite as pretty as you would like them. If you happen to look at our draft copy, though.
Yeah. Scouts it up.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's good for reference so people can kind of see how it works.
Yeah.
And then the official print would go out as the official game.
'Cause I
So-
remember
Right.
the defense from the town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's a good point. It would let us get some other feedback possibly from people who are interested in the game.
Yeah.
If there's something that's not clear.
I'm gonna maneuver into the statue
Interesting.
All right.
And then I'm going to buy my upgrade to fortify. So my structures gain +1 defense.
Good move.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty good.
You put like a ballista on his like shoulder.
Yeah, he now has a shoulder-mounted cannon.
Part here
competitor.
says a lot of board game nerds are happy to look at early copies, and the community on Board Game Geek will provide useful feedback.
Oh,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
There's a dev community on there apparently.
Yeah.
I will have to say, in terms of the Watchers, I'm a little surprised that you didn't play your charge and just try to obliterate his units that were sandwiched between your two territories. But taking the statues, kind of a fun move as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You divide his forces.
There's
so
also
He has a plan,
there's
I
other
think.
reasons I did that.
Yeah. So
Yes.
on my turn, I think I'll take the recruit. I'll get my reinforce action first. I will actually take a. Let's see. Let's think.
You're thinking.
Yeah, I am thinking. This is gonna be awful. This is gonna be really awful. Okay.
Have you already messed up?
No.
No.
The children of the bear don't make mistakes. No, it's not like we forgot to post a defense to defend our king. That's not what happened.
He's a good enough warrior. He can defend himself.
He doesn't need to be mobile.
Oh man, guys, this stash is pretty cool.
It is negative points for you at the end of the game if you don't take it back.
He is. Okay, I'll actually recruit a knight because I have enough money in it. I don't really know what I'm going to do with. Because initially I was planning on upgrading and building a structure, but now that he took my thing, I can't really. Yeah.
You can still build a structure in one of the two places where you've got units.
Yeah, but I develop a structure, I mean. So that takes more develop money that I don't need because I only need.
Right.
Oh, I only. Yeah,
You
okay.
need 3 if you're building a new structure.
Yeah, okay, so let's take the siege. Yeah, let's. Sure. Do I want to?
Thinking very hard.
I am
now.
thinking very hard, and it's scary because I don't think this hard normally.
So
Yeah,
Take-
I'm just gonna take a soldier, and I'm going to play my favorite card, and I'm gonna I may place all recruited units into a single empty territory as if I controlled it.
Oh, nice.
So I'm actually gonna take this mountain up here,
Oh.
that's a really good card.
and I get one more money. Haha.
You're just gonna put one?
okay.
Well, yeah, because that's all I can buy. I can only buy one of these, right, per recruit action.
per recruit.
Yeah.
Per
When it
reinforce,
says you
yes.
may play all recruited units.
So if he did scouts,
Oh,
he could
I
put
see.
both of them over there.
Yeah.
Or this is really fun to pair with. There's another favorite card that allows you to double recruit. Or if you're red and if you're the Legion of the
yeah.
Dragon and you've got your double recruit upgrade, you
Yeah.
can just dump all of them into unoccupied
Yeah.
territory, which
Yeah.
is really fun.
Since I can't develop a structure, I'm just gonna have to say sayonara to that. So I am actually gonna build a structure. I'm gonna build an outpost. I'm gonna spend 3, and I'm actually gonna build an outpost on the new mountain that I own.
That's pretty
Oh,
nice.
ballsy move.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Albert. Care to rebuttal?
He's behind me, isn't he?
Oh, damn it! You know, I really wish I did this beforehand, but it doesn't make sense to do it now. Because initially I was thinking of getting a siege engine, but then I forgot that I could build, and I'm just like, damn it. Yeah, it's fine though.
Can you?
I didn't turn in the money. Hold on, here you go. This is the money that I spent too.
Can you also
Okay.
do the card
There you go.
thingy so we know which action you've
Yes,
taken?
yes, I
Thank you.
can. There we
Thank
go.
you. All right, back over to the
Ha.
order.
All right, so let's go ahead and maneuver. So let's move any number of units from a single territory. So let's go ahead and
No.
Oh
No.
You can do it.
I could. I was like, initially I wasn't gonna play that game, but seeing where Alan has now spread his forces pretty thin.
Would you beat him?
He could potentially. So he's got
Oh,
he's
doesn't
got
have
2 scouts and 2 soldiers. He could attack with up to 4, and the Children of the Bear only have 2 soldiers there. So they're only defending with 2 right now.
Yeah.
They both have the same combat cards because nobody's bought combat cards yet this
Oh,
turn.
should we lay down our pieces so it's easier to see the silhouettes?
Oh, probably.
You know
Yeah.
what? It's too late to do that. I kind of forgot I literally had this cancel favorite card. That would have been a good time to use it now that I think
That
about
would
it.
have been
I
an
was
excellent
wondering
time to
about
use
that.
it.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
about
I
it's
that.
just
too
pointed it out right before,
Yeah.
and
Can
I
we-
wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Flip all of the
Oh, yeah, sorry.
the peeps down
Just
so
to
people
make
can
it
see.
I
easier.
think
I'm
it's
gonna
a-
leave
yeah,
the ones
inside
in
the fort it's fine.
I'm gonna leave
The ones-
Yeah, the ones in the forts are okay.
They're hidden.
Can
We
you flip Albert's down too?
Okay.
Yeah, just so people
Nope,
can see what we
that's
have.
good. Okay, so you could attack. You could take it with only 3 units and send one of your other guys backwards into the desert and
Yeah.
take both of them if you want. Because with the maneuver,
Yeah.
you can spread
Send one
out.
of your scouts
Mhm.
out.
Yeah, that definitely seems like what I would want. Now is my chance. Now that Alan has shifted his attention, let's go ahead and shift our attention.
There's
No.
always, it's always the danger in a 3-player game. The third player that you
Yeah.
ignore is the one that comes.
Yeah,
Back and kills you.
yeah. You never really want to do that, but
Are you going
Mhm.
to take your scout into the desert, or are you
Yeah,
going to
let's
leave
go
him
ahead and.
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well grab this.
there? Okay, so explore tokens happen last.
Okay.
So
Yep.
you have, since you're starting a battle, you have to take care of that first.
Okay.
I
And so ties are.
So if there is a tie, the
Uh-huh.
attacker has to retreat, and both sides lose a casualty.
Oh.
If one side wins, if the defender wins, the attacker still retreats and loses a casualty. If the attacker wins, the defender loses a casualty and has to retreat any remaining units into a safe territory.
Okay.
If there is no place to retreat, all of them are killed.
yeah. And what we're doing right now is we're adding our combat cards to modify this combat. So
Mhm.
now that we've both played ours, let's see what we have.
So I really
Yeah.
want this.
Yeah, I really wanted it too.
So they
But
both
Brandon
lose your
wins.
twos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Brandon wins because that means that Alan loses one of his soldiers, comes off the board.
Yep.
The other one can retreat back to his fortress.
Is this one supposed to be a scout?
No,
that was a
that
soldier.
was a soldier.
He found the scout.
Yeah, I found the scout. Yeah.
okay.
And Brendan, for starting the combat, not for winning, but for starting it, also gets a battle token, which is worth a point at the end of the game.
Yeah, the dragons actually get 2 of those just for starting the combat.
Yeah, each battle token that the Legion
Yeah.
gets is worth 2 points, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
incentivized just to
Yeah.
attack people.
That was your maneuver, Brandon?
This is true.
Um,
And Quorum Jack says after this, he'll probably watch the 2-player game Korrosive already has up on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
That one was a really interesting game between myself and the co-creator of the game, Zach Koons. And towards the first 6 rounds go really quickly, and then, oh my gosh, we were both way overthinking it, but it turned into a very complex game. And that was children versus the Watchers in that particular game as well.
Okay.
But
Man. And then my second part, I'm gonna buy one of my team upgrades.
nice.
So here's the.
Okay, so explore.
So let's go ahead and do Divine Protectorate now that I have the area that I want.
Ooh.
He can use money to pay for defense.
Oh nice.
Yeah, that one's a fun one.
Before
Yeah.
resolving any combat, you may pay 1 gold to gain 1 defense and 2 gold for each additional 2 defense, up to 5 on that territory.
Holy
You can just
Yeah.
So long as he's got money.
Yeah, he just chucks rolls of coins at
He doesn't have his money upgrade yet, though, so he's
Yeah.
going to burn through cash pretty quick if you both decide to attack him.
I'm gonna use my reinforce, and I'm actually gonna play a favorite card. Performing a reinforce action, recruit an additional unit of the same type you just recruited for no extra cost. I am gonna recruit both of my ships.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you have the right zones
Yup.
you.
now.
Yup, that.
Yeah,
That's why I did that.
And
So now you're gonna give me.
Albert, hold on. Oh, you gotta do one
They
at a time.
happened last, so.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I was gonna say, Albert, you have a card in your hand. Don't forget, you can cancel favors at any time.
Yeah, Albert, you can cancel that.
and then I get to. How much does it cost to develop the statue?
A 2.
It's the same as any other
I
developer.
kind of want to develop it just for like swag points.
You can develop it, and then it gives you income and defense until he gets it
Does
back.
it give me defense?
No,
No,
it
sorry, no
Yeah,
defense.
it just gives you
Income
money.
and extra points.
Yeah.
Income and extra points.
I kind of want to do it for swag.
Yeah.
You would get you're guaranteed to get the
Oh.
points or the income for the next round at
Yeah,
least
you know
because
what?
he doesn't have
Oh,
movement.
I also get this. Sorry.
Yes.
This is a
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I
nice-
forgot to talk about that.
This is a
2
really
points,
nice
so just put it in front of
statue.
You fucking deck him out.
So you paid 2 to
Yeah.
upgrade it? Okay.
What are you adding on? Because you already added a cannon to his shoulder. What else are you adding to my prince? One at a time.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna like really.
Just in case. So which one's
Yeah.
that one?
This one. It's
No,
a
no.
favorite.
It's a favorite. So favorite card.
We're just gonna like.
And then the other
The
one,
other
go
one?
ahead and just grab the other one.
It's a.
Some money, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
Albert now
deck
has
him out.
cloaking. You right?
We just give him a nice coat.
Wait.
You're in a rough spot. You
You
need
know
to
what?
get your
The
ambush.
statue looks cold.
No, actually, I just realized that because of the fact that I wanted to do that ambush, I totally forgot that I needed to get scouts. Yeah, I forgot because I needed that in order to get the extra thing. Which that's fine. That's fine by me.
You could just do reinforced plan next time, or plan to reserve that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never did get
'Cause
scouts.
at this point, any of us could take that next round.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what? I'll get the 2 gold. I'll get the 2 gold, and then I will just complete this one because I do own.
No, no.
Oh, I did
He
not.
took your
Oh,
statue.
you're right. You did.
Damn.
Yeah.
You actually can't complete any of those quests, but you can reserve one for later.
Yeah, I think I'll just reserve the Shriner Outpost just right
Okay.
away. That's
Yeah,
3
2
gold.
So keep it face up in front of you.
That's 3 gold essentially.
Yeah.
All right, so this next one is a basilica or a temple, and 4 soldiers gets you combat cards with a total cost of up to 4 wealth
Nice.
Ooh.
and 2 victory points.
Can stack your combat cards in your hand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got to get a temple or a basilica though.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, so that's it. End of round 2. On to round 3. Income again.
Oh my
So I think
statue.
everybody gets 3 income now.
I get 2. Oh yeah, I do because I got my outpost now.
Yep, you have an outpost.
You're right. I forgot about that.
All right, and then yellow has a maneuver.
Oh yes, you're right. I have my maneuver. This has just 1 defense, right? No, so that's 2, right?
Yes, you'd have to use a 1. You got a 1 combat card for free. You could spend taking the mountain if you want,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it does cost you 1.
I do plan on completing my shrine this post, so it's good for me to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna clean the mountain and plus spend a combat card. Hey, I just got it back, so
And
I'm just gonna.
you spend it and you get it
I'm
back.
gonna spend it, get
Yep.
it back. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that I spent a 1. Just. Okay.
doesn't
All right.
matter.
Fine. I'll spend this, then I'll pick this up. You happy? You happy now? All right. Cool.
Okay. All right, and then everybody choose your cards.
Yes. Yes.
Keep in mind, at the end of this round, you will be bidding on turn order with whatever wealth you have at the end of the round.
At the end of the round?
At the end of the round.
Oh, real quick. How did the reserve work? Do I have to also play another plan later?
You have to play another plan. That's why it's usually not as good to reserve,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But you wanted it.
Yeah, I wanted it. I
So
wanted
the
it bad.
structures of defense, they have that defense even if there's no units there, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Now, you can only play combat cards if you have units defending.
Gotcha.
Now, even if you leave your fortress unoccupied because you've got the ship next to it, if you choose to support with your ship, you can count that as a unit. But then if you lose that battle, your ship's dead.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm gonna do this.
Alrighty, boys. Gotta put your cards on the table. What's the plan?
Bidding for turn order, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
How much money am I willing to spend?
A lot. All of it. All of it, Albert. That's the answer.
Every last penny.
I think last time Dawn was playing the order, she bid it like 9 or something.
I did pay a lot for it, but that's because the first upgrade I got was the money upgrade, and I was rolling in cash
Yeah.
the entire game.
Yep. That's a really nice one to get early. Like, the defense one's good. I'm a little surprised he didn't get the money upgrade or the convert upgrade early, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the convert upgrade is really, really nice.
Yeah, especially if you're being aggressive like he's been playing.
Yeah. We gotta see how this goes, though.
It's
A lot of
real-
thought is happening
yeah.
for turn 3.
I know. This is actually an unusual level of... they started close to each other. If they had all
Yeah.
started a little bit further away, they would have had time to build up a
Yeah.
little bit. And that's just a choice you make at the beginning of the game for how you want to play that.
Yeah. And I just made it, the way that the board was also set up too. It really made a funnel point on the spawn point.
Mhm.
So like it definitely gives Brandon a bit of an advantage just in terms of like him being the only one in that zone.
But everybody had complete control over
Yeah.
how they placed the starting tiles.
Yeah.
So that's on...
It's on our own fault.
Especially, actually, in one sense, it's on you for
Yeah.
placing the last one.
It's never
you
my
could have
fault.
placed
I don't
it
know what you're
however
talking
you
about.
wanted.
Yeah, no, I placed it up intentionally because I really enjoy the funneling aspect because it forces us to try
It makes it
to
more
fight.
interesting.
Because
Yeah.
if it was squared, we'd just kind of be avoiding each other, and like especially with these two factions, these two who don't really do combat, I felt like I would have an advantage, and that's why I made that initial choice. Because either way, contesting the center zone is just
Yeah, I
Good
think that's
business.
backfired on you so far.
so far. That's just because I'm sandwiched between them.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
fine.
everyone's sandwiched. Well, no,
Look,
you're the only one sandwiched. Actually.
I'm just saying that if they now that they're touching each other, they can fight. they're
Yeah,
gonna
but you're
fight.
weak.
They're gonna fight right there.
Okay, did everybody choose your cards?
Oh, sorry. I'm still like thinking.
Well, do I need to do that right now?
You know, it's surprising how much thought goes into choosing your actions when there's only 4 options every single turn for the whole game.
Oh.
I wonder if I did that. Would that work? What if I did that?
I don't know, Albert. What if
I don't
you
know,
did
Albert.
that?
What would happen if you did do that? Good things or bad things?
Good things. Very good things, actually.
Okay. You know what? Let's see how these go.
Okay.
All right.
All
I
right.
got mine.
Everybody reveal.
Ready? Pot of greed. And
Maneuver
Plan
and
and maneuver.
I got a plan and reinforce.
Okay. So, order is still first this round. What you doing first?
Let's see. Taking a look at what else is on the table. Albert's chosen a maneuver, which has me a little concerned because of.
I'm not doing anything to you this turn.
But do I believe you?
Yes.
That's always the question.
Because I really like the tower and I'd like to keep it.
Yeah, so ships act like bridges for movement. So
yeah.
technically,
I mean, if you really feel like you have to, you can take a reinforce. The reinforce first, to place a unit there, and then I
that's what he's
really
debating.
can't do it.
Because he could come in on that tower by using
Yeah.
the ship as a
Yeah.
bridge.
And
If
and
you abandon
and
the statue.
support and defeat its 2 defense.
But then he would have to abandon the statue, which I don't think he
He
wants.
would have to abandon the statue.
Did you guys already get your money, by the way?
yes, we did the
I
beginning.
don't think I did.
No, we did.
No, yes, I did.
Yeah, we did.
I've
We just-
been counting.
We just spend a lot of time thinking about our cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be a big commitment for me to take the tower.
It would be.
It would be, and it would also leave him open to leave the statue open, which means that if he were to go after it, if you didn't take your maneuver first, then you could just go in and take the statue from him, which
Yeah.
defeats the point of him upgrading it.
Politically, too, the Watchers have had a good relationship with the Order historically, so I imagine that by claiming the tower and starting a war on multiple fronts is not something that the Watchers are wanting to do at this point in time.
You're the one that should be talking them into fighting each other. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is a visor. I am playing the visor.
I see.
Yeah.
Visor.
No, I'm just a reporter. Like, he's here like from a third party thing. He's like, well, I'm here on the scene. We got these political updates. This is C-SPAN, and we're gonna be talking about the current political happenings in Venterra. I got the Watchers coming in. They were able to capture the statue of Kajar. Kajir. They mounted a cannon to its back.
And it looks like he has a fur coat.
Yeah, fur coat.
Don't know where they got the fur from.
And
Well, the first gold also. He was wearing it when he got turned into
Oh,
gold.
right.
No, we're saying that when he upgraded him, they just
they
put a
upgraded
coat
him.
on.
Put a
Yeah,
coat
This is
on.
gonna
Yes,
be
yes.
a big anachronism, but it's just a bomber jacket with the words "magic sucks" on the back.
What if the upgrade was just graffiti? What if you just took a spray can and wrote like "cause you sucks"?
Draw a mustache on him. Yeah, you know what? Let's
Keep
just
your
go
distance
ahead
if they
and
actually
do
revive
The
him.
reinforce first.
the offensive defense. So we'll recruit 1 unit to enemy structure control. So we'll just go ahead and put that guy there.
Okay.
And so we'll develop. Ooh, do I develop a structure? Do I?
You actually don't have a structure because
right.
your tower's already developed,
Yeah.
and you only have one spot to build a new one, which is going to be right up against the Children's Fortress.
Ooh.
But I mean, they're also not there.
They are
He's
also
got-
not
he's
there.
got one guy there,
True.
but you know what? Yeah, let's build an outpost. So we'll spend the 3 to
Okay.
just kind of establish ourselves in the region.
Wow, that's
Wow.
actually pretty bold.
yeah,
That is very ballsy.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's why I went with the divine protection first. So now
Yeah.
I can just
Pump money
really
into
it. Right.
hold on to these.
Yeah.
You gotta get some money to back it up, though.
yeah. The coffers are
Yeah.
thin.
So I mean, this is definitely next. But I haven't bought it yet because I don't have any temples because I wanted
Right.
to establish the militant force first.
Yep. All right. The Watchers.
I'm gonna do a maneuver. This is gonna be very expensive, but we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna ferry 1 scout to here and 1 scout to here, and pay 1 coin for each to.
Your ship can only support one
Oh,
of
it can only
those.
support 1.
So you have to use a 1 combat card for the other one.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
And then
means
you-
I spend less
Do
money.
we have to be able to see the card that he's played?
You should. He.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
Spent the 1.
there's a 1/1. Got
Just-
it.
Which
Spend-
means
Depends
he
on
still
how
has
trustworthy the people are you're playing with.
It just means he still has a 2 in his inventory.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and
Gives
then
us information.
I think
Exactly.
I will buy. This is gonna be like
Okay.
kind.
If you're done with your movement, you can go ahead and pick up the
Yeah.
explore.
Well,
tokens.
I am gonna buy a upgrade. So is the explorer tokens happen
at the end of the movement. At the end of the movement.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
just
thought it was
the only reason I pointed out earlier is because he was starting a battle,
the scout
and sometimes it
moves,
affects how
Yeah,
you
there.
retreat.
And then this.
Another scout.
Yay, you did
You
it.
have a lot of spread.
You just found 2 random dudes.
And then recruited them. It's
I'm in
awesome.
the forest.
Okay, I'm actually very much going to do this now.
I'm in the forest.
I'm
My
gonna
name
get
is
Rally
Borax.
Watch. At the end of your round, before large army costs, may move any number of units from anywhere to any one structure you control.
That's really overpowered. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, well,
especially since I have all these scouts.
Well, it's just a free converge action.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but from anywhere.
Yeah. So
From anywhere to
across
one of
the
his
map.
buildings.
Guys could-
To one of his. Has
And
to go to
then-
one of his buildings.
It's just a free converge action.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
play this favor.
Oh wait! Oh
No,
wait!
it
Can they
teleports,
So
yeah.
they
It
can be hearing-
teleports.
Oh
yeah, that's
shit.
why I said
Yeah.
it's overpowered.
But it has to be to one of his buildings.
Yeah.
So
It also. Wait, is it all of his units or
it's any number.
any number?
So,
Okay.
but it's before they paid large army cost, which means if he pulls all of them into one location,
So
it's going to
pays
cost him a
money.
boatload of money
Yeah.
to pay for all of them.
And then I'm gonna pay a favor, pay 1 coin to immediately build 1 basic structure.
Oh.
And I'm gonna build a.
Are you sure you don't want to cancel this one?
You have the cancel card.
And build a shrine here.
Hmm.
All right. Okay, and that was
Yeah, money for defense and then explore your end of the map. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
I think Brandon was
Yeah.
So Brandon, you also have all these juicy tokens that you haven't
Yeah.
touched yet.
I wanted to just kind of like establish the area though.
Just
So-
Yeah, he's
establish
made
the
a.
defense.
He has
Oh,
he's
built a
making a
barrier.
wall.
Yeah. He
What's
built a wall.
what's the large army limit?
3. Anything over 3.
3.
Yeah, and it's 1 coin per extra unit. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you can't afford it, you lose units down to what you can afford.
So who has blue diamonds at this point? I have some because I completed a quest.
I think everybody has. Some.
Everything's
But
really
everybody
worth
has
it,
some on the
yeah.
board because all the territory on the board and all the structures on the board are all worth points.
I think at this point, Albert might have the most because he's the most territory.
Yeah, territory is worth a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Territory's worth a
Branson
lot.
has the 2 that are worth a ton.
Oh
Those are
yeah,
9
you're
points
right.
each. He
Yeah,
does.
so I think they're about tied at this
Yeah, I completed a quest card, and I also have 2 mountains, which are
Those
worth
are worth a
5.
lot,
So that's pretty
point.
decent.
So it's a pretty even game right now.
yeah, that's
Points
pretty
wise,
decent.
it's pretty even.
Yeah.
Territory wise, I am in a bit of a pickle.
I would definitely say that at the moment the Watchers seem to have an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up those 2 extra scouts was good.
Was
Yeah.
really lucky.
Oh, it's my turn. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the reinforce action. I will recruit 2 scouts.
These ones are not the family jewels, no.
I am going to get 2 scouts, and I'm just going to put them inside of my fortress because.
Actually, that's the only
only
place
place
you
you
can
can
put them.
Yeah.
No, he's
Because
got
you
no,
don't have your.
I have
Oh
an
no,
outpost.
that's true. You can
Yeah,
put
I
them in
have
your
an outpost.
outpost.
Yeah.
Once you get your nomads, you can put them anywhere where you have guys and not worry about your buildings.
Yeah. So and then I'm going to develop my outpost over there, turn it into a tower because I want to make sure that I have that as a bulwark.
Oh, you don't want to build a structure on the mountain?
No, I can do both because this is a develop.
Yeah, he develops first because
Oh,
you can't upgrade
develop.
the one that you just
And then
built.
I'm going to play 3 to build another outpost
Oh man,
on this or
look at that.
Or do you want an
Outpost
outpost?
or a shrine?
hold on. No, actually, I can save my money because then I get this free during my planning phase.
That's true, and you don't have anywhere else you can build.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
I think I'll just save it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
just save it.
I'll just wait.
Make sure to pull the 3 money that you put back.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I think you
Yeah, he did put
went
it there
ahead and
first.
paid
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, Quantum Jack's right. I guess if your family jewels are blue, you didn't win.
Yeah. All right, back to the order for the maneuver.
All right, so let's go ahead and do the maneuver.
Don't do it.
Any number of units from a single territory.
Do you want to claim the dope ass tower with a cannon on it? I mean, the dope ass.
The tower.
I think he probably wants to expand into the territory that he has currently.
Yeah, or he could try to take my fortress because that's a pretty juicy nugget. That's.
But it's pretty well defended. Is the problem?
Yeah, it's got a passive of 2 defense.
Yeah, the fortress is passive 2 defense, plus it's got a soldier in it.
Yeah, so unless he can guarantee that he has more, a better card than me, which at this point I'm pretty sure we don't, because you didn't draw anything. I drew 1, but everyone saw that it was a worth value 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we both spent our 2s before.
Yep.
So we'd be in the same situation with a stalemate.
I like now realize that I had like miscalculated my money. And I'm like, oh man. So the maneuver is kind of like a moot point.
Well, you can still use one of your money to support with your ship, or one of your 1 combat cards to take your scout and get one of those fields back there on that back end of the board.
Yeah, being able to just start building out in the center is probably bigger. So let's go ahead and spend money to get support from the ship.
Okay.
Well, do you need 2 to get that one?
Yeah, because it has a 1.
He has, and the scout's only attack with 1, so he's got to either play a 1 combat card or.
Hey,
it's a favor card.
You did it.
Hold on.
Nice.
The magic of the universe is on your side.
Maybe it's something that'll help.
Probably not.
Survey says maybe.
No.
I wonder if it's an automatically build a structure card or something.
No, those are really overpowered. Like, 'cause building structures, it not only does it like cost like resources in terms of movement, it costs like money.
Well, Albert had one that allowed him to build one for a decreased cost.
Yeah.
Without having to play the reinforce action, which is which is really the bonus for that, is being able to build a building outside the reinforce action. You know.
Yeah. I think I'll just hold on to whatever it is. And then that'll be it.
So who is the faction leader for the order? Is it like a high priest? Are you kind of taking your own spin on it?
Yeah, it's a high priest, sure.
I'll take my plan
A Lord Commander of some kind.
Yeah.
I take 2 monies, and then I'm actually going to complete own 2 plains territories.
This one?
Nice.
For another 2 money.
An extra 2 money and 2 points at the end of the game. Put it face down. All right. And then we flip the new quest is if you have a mountain, an outpost, and a shrine, 2 scouts for free, 2 points at the end of the game.
Mountain, an outpost, and a shrine.
Yeah. So, which most people have an outpost at this point. Oh, also to note, anything that requires an advanced building, such as anything that requires a basic building, the outpost and the shrine, that requirement can be covered by an advanced version of the same building. So the tower still counts as an outpost for the purposes of completing this quest.
Okay, my turn. I take my plan action. I get my 2 coins for the glory of the statue dude. I still can't remember his goddamn name. Kajir.
It's not really like a long name or anything.
I know.
Okay,
I am very bad.
Don't look too much for it because he is really, really bad with names. I have heard him try to address Brandon and call him 4 separate names before he gets to Brandon.
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. Since
awesome.
I got the scouts, I now have enough in order to complete my quest here. So I get a free shrine or outpost. I think I'm gonna go with an outpost. Put it on top of this mountain here.
Build an outpost on top of a mountain.
Okay,
Yeah.
and now that you've completed it, put it face down.
Yeah.
Oh, I also never mind that.
That's just part of the requirement.
Cool.
All right. And
Quantum Jack says that this game reminds him a bit of the computer game Lords of Magic. And Gonti says, not to be confused with the film Lords of Magic from 1998. I have heard of neither of these things, so I'm going to take your word for it.
I've heard of Lords of Magic, but I haven't actually seen it.
I think I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about it. So
Is it one of those weird trips, like when you watch Willow for the first time, you're like, what is this, and why haven't I heard of it?
right?
From 1989. Ooh, that's older.
Yeah, that happened to me when I first found out what Willow was. I was just like,
Willow's
so
awesome,
confused.
too.
I know, it is a good movie. It's a wonderful movie.
Yeah.
I really love it. Mad Mardigan is the best.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so end of round 3. Did we check for large army costs? Anybody have more than 3 units? I don't believe so.
I am going to rally the watch.
So, which happens right now. So he's just moving that. Okay. Thank you for remembering.
Yeah.
And now we bid on turn order. So everybody declare how much wealth you have to bid with.
I have 6.
1 coin.
I have 8.
Okay, now take your wealth in both your hands, and everything that you're going to bid in one hand, everything that you're not bidding in the other hand. Put the hand you're bidding with out. Everybody reveal at the same time. Whatever you bid is spent.
I forgot which was
regardless
which.
of whatever the outcome is, it is spent.
Yep.
All right, I forgot which one was which. I remember now.
Okay, let's see.
Hold on.
Oh,
This
this is
is-
deciding.
This is big thinking.
Yeah. How do you want? How much do you want it over Alan? Because you have to deal with him all like throughout your territory, like in the back door of your castle.
We also already know how much Brandon's bidding.
Yeah, you have.
He has 1 coin, so he's guaranteed to lose.
Yeah.
Well,
so odds
no,
are
not.
Oh, this
They
is true.
could just bid none.
They
and be
could.
Fine with whatever.
Or if they all bid 1, he's currently
And
the
then I
player
get-
in
I get
first, and
tie.
he decides ties.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my 1 is a bit more valuable than you think.
3, 2, 1. I got 4.
All of it.
Oh, you put 6.
I did
Oh.
6.
Yeah, I won
And
4.
Brandon bid nothing, exactly as
Yeah.
I predicted, because he's cheap.
Yeah,
So-
I won 4 namely because like I still want some stuff on the side, and it's still, even if you beat me by putting out 5,
Right.
it's still
So, Alan?
Albert.
Sorry,
I get a
almost
favor.
forgot. So he goes first, and he gets a favor card.
Oh, I really wanted the favorite card. The favorite card's
Yeah.
like
You could have put
really-
more.
And
I
then
could've,
Albert
but I
goes
didn't want to.
next, and he gets the consolation prize of a point.
Hey guys, look, I got
And
a blue
then
diamond.
Brandon goes last, and we are now in turn 4. Everybody collect income.
All right, I think I get. Let's see, I got 2 outposts. That's 1 each, and then I get a fortress, so I get
So that's
4.
4. Yep. And then
Come on, stupid hands.
Albert has a shrine and a fortress, and he still controls the statue, so that's 4 for the Watchers. And
I've got 4.
White's got
It's just
2,
an outpost.
an outpost, a tower, and a
Yeah.
fortress, so that's 4 as well.
Yeah.
So everybody gets 4. Okay,
And,
and now you've got your
we-
maneuver.
Yes, I am going to. Sure, I'll just have the scout go 1 here by himself. Get that 1 thing here.
And it is.
Oh, 2 victory points! Holy shit, that's actually a lot. That's pretty big. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Desert. Thank you, Spirit of the Desert.
thanking the game developer.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
thank
what?
you for allowing me
problem.
to facilitating the entire process.
If you win by 2 points, then,
Yeah.
Let's see.
or lose. Yeah. Okay, everybody choose your actions.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway through this game, guys.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah, I
Usually
know.
the first 6 rounds actually go quickly. They have.
No, this is
Been very,
Well, we
Uh,
started
brain.
right next to each other.
You remember when
Big
we
brain.
played this game the first time? It took
Yeah.
us a while to
Oh,
begin
no,
with.
I know.
And then
Yes.
we told you that whatever you put on the box, double it, and that's how long it takes.
Yeah,
us.
that's just because we
That's
love.
fair.
We are very inefficient people. Okay, what's that?
We all put a lot of thought into things, and this is like a tried and true thing that anyone who's hung out with us in chat before knows. The time on the box, take the maximum time and then double it, and that's
Yeah.
how long it takes for us to play any game. Which is frustrating for long form games. It's the reason that we don't play games like Arkham Horror very frequently.
Yeah,
Right.
because it takes us so long.
Man, you guys ever tackled Axis and Allies?
No, we have the box. We've.
Do you have the 1942 version with both sides?
I don't know.
Like literally, the board by itself would take up this entire table. You'd need another table just to do everything else.
No, it's the 1941 version.
Okay, that was a
Yeah.
simplified at least.
Yeah.
I think, unless I got those confused. I might have that backwards. The 1941 might be the more complicated one. I have to look.
Oh. Oh, you know what? We can look it up.
All right.
All right.
I
Looks like we
can't
got
remember, Brandon. Has Alan used his 2/2 card?
Yes, he used against me.
He can only use 1 card a turn
Per combat.
per combat.
Yeah.
And he's picked up a bunch of extra 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not a big deal.
What are you guys planning? I'm scared. Mom,
Alright.
pick me up. I have chosen to take the reinforced
Wait,
maneuver.
hold on. I haven't decided
Oh.
yet. Sorry.
No, you picked it up again like you were gonna reveal it.
Right?
No, I was just debating. I'm just
You
being
put-
indecisive.
You
I'm
put them
sorry.
down and then you pick
Be
them back
decisive.
up.
Take action.
So assuming he's got the same
Yeah. Okay.
pool of cards, he
It's
only
kind of like
has
how the
one.
goth.
Believe.
I'm gonna stick with what I have. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So I didn't actually change it. I did a charge and reinforce.
I'm doing a reinforce and a maneuver.
Reinforce and plan.
Okay, this time the Watchers are first.
I'm gonna take the reinforce first.
Taking the Reinforce first.
So that's actually a good point. Brain, that's a good point. Let's.
So you recruit a unit.
Let's recruit a siege engine.
Okay, for 2.
Yes. And
Alright.
then I don't have the money to build a structure, but I guess I do have the money to develop a structure.
You could upgrade your shrine to a basilica, which gives you more income, or a temple, which is worth more points.
I'm gonna do a basilica. That'll pay for itself very quickly.
Yes.
And yeah, that's my reinforce.
Alright,
Okay.
and now it's my turn. So I'm going to take the reinforce action simply because I can. I think I see Albert trying to prepare himself to take my tower, but that's
It's only one.
yeah. I guess the one building, but he has the cards. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to take a soldier to put back there, or I could pay and get a siege engine. I have enough money.
You could.
Yeah.
That might be
Do
a good
have
idea.
enough.
He also has a siege engine, so.
Or
Well, the siege engine gives me +1, same as a soldier, and also gives me the option to just scare the shit out
if
of
you
them.
get your Warders of the King upgrade, then your scouts are
Oh,
good as
you
your
are
soldiers.
right.
So
You know,
get
that is
scouts.
right, and I do have my maneuver coming up. So yeah, I think we'll do that. I'll put 2 scouts over there, just for I'll pay 1, put 2 scouts over on my mountain there, and then I will develop a structure. So my outpost there, I will turn it into an. I think I'll go with a forge actually. Yeah. So I'll upgrade it to a forge. Is this a forge behind it? No, it's the academy. There we
So
are.
all the buildings are double-sided, and you just flip
Yeah.
over whichever one.
So I have the forge there, and then I am going
Which
to.
flips over his unit card, and
Yeah. I have access to the brutes and longboats and scouts and golems and
now,
stuff.
so now his soldiers kill an extra unit when he wins a battle.
Yeah.
He no longer has to pay for ship support. His siege weapons are +1 defense, and his knights can carry a scout when they move.
Yeah, that's really good. And then I'm also going to pay 3 in order to build myself a shrine over in the desert over
You
there.
can't build
Can't
in the
build
desert.
in deserts.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I
you're
made that same mistake.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
You can just hold on to
No,
them.
I don't have any zones that I control, so that's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
get
it
more
for
guys out
old
there.
little old Alan.
Alright.
If you get this upgrade, you can build guys straight to other places like
Yeah.
the desert.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Grand Priest, what do we do? Your order, sir.
The orders, I think. But I'm not sure. I didn't use the word.
We
plan,
will
though.
think.
We will think. So I have a question about the favorite cards. I can use them just about any time.
It says at the top of the favorite card when you can use
You
it.
get to use them when I say you can.
When you can.
Yeah.
Some of them say anytime. This one, for instance, where he decreased cost for extra structure,
Oh,
play
okay.
anytime. This one, where you get the extra unit, you have to play it when you're actually doing a reinforce action.
Oh.
So you just have to pay attention to what it says at the top of the card.
So it's a lot of decisions. Albert's scouting party really just is very scary.
He does, and he hasn't played his charge yet.
Yeah, he hasn't played his charge, so he very well could attack me or attack Alan.
Yeah, he is prepped to take the fortress.
The scouts have a movement of 1.
Not easily.
Yeah, so the only
Not convenient, right?
yeah, so yeah, it's probably better to kind of wanted to save this, but I think it's probably better if I do this now. So it's my turn. So let's go ahead and immediately complete one of the available quests.
Oh shit!
Disregarding all
wait a
requirements.
minute.
He disregards all requirements. He just gets to pick
So
one
I'm
up and
gonna
get
take
the reward.
this one.
Are you sure this is the time you want to cancel? Use your one cancel favor
Hold
card.
on. What does that let you do? Let's see what
It lets him
combat
immediately
card?
complete the request regardless of requirements.
And he picked the one that gives him 4 value worth of combat cards.
So he can pick up a whole bunch of his combat cards.
Duh.
But this
Is
is
it
your
now,
this
or
is
is
also
it-
your one time in the game
It's
though.
one time
so
in
you
the
might
game?
need it for Alan in case he.
Yeah, with all my combat cards. All of my favorite cards.
No,
that
no,
I have.
I mean eventually because you've been
You
doing
could
these a
get
lot.
some.
Yeah.
It's pretty
You
early.
could get one.
It's also pretty early in the game, and you two aren't at odds. If you use that against him now, there's
Yeah.
the potential to put him at odds with you.
I'm.
Unless he was thinking about
with
trying to
it.
take
It's
their
not
power.
the most powerful thing you could possibly do, but it is
Like
pretty
airdropping a
good. Yeah, like you're okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're gonna let him
So
do
he's
it?
gonna
Yeah,
let it
I'm
slide.
gonna let you do it.
I'll remember
Alright.
this.
And-
I remember he said I was a cool dude.
So basically, you can take 2 2s or a 1 and a 3, or
Take a 1 and a 3.
yeah. There you go, and you just put them back in your hand. The new quest card: if you have a temple and at least 2 faction upgrades, you get a free siege weapon.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really good for
So-
the order specifically.
That was Brandon's.
Yeah.
No, that was
That's a favorite
that was a
card.
He
favorite
doesn't have any
card.
temples
Oh yeah,
yet,
you
though.
just took,
Yeah,
just
that's
did
the
it. He
problem.
hasn't even done his action. Sorry.
So what's this one? This is a temple.
You need a
Temple.
and yeah.
and 2 upgrades.
Temple and 2 upgrades,
2 upgrades.
which
There's-
usually the order has by now.
yeah.
Usually, Brandon.
Usually. Why I chose for the offensive order.
Grand
Yeah, he took the aggro.
Mhm.
head priest. We are being given omens that God is dissing us. They are saying get good. What does it mean? What could it mean, Grand Priest?
He's not doing bad. Okay, so, but you still have to decide what you're doing first.
Yeah.
Reinforce or
Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and reinforce.
Okay. Okay.
So let's grab a unit. I'm just going ahead and put that one down there.
Yeah, if he had had the temple and the money upgrade at this point, then he could have just planned and immediately gotten that and completed 2 quests.
Yeah. And then
But it's a little early in the game for him to be at that
Let's-
point anyways. It's possible,
Yeah.
but like...
develop a structure. So 1, 2, and turn this outpost into what is this one? Academy is probably better here
Oh, are you
Okay.
sure?
because this one has
Sure, you don't want a tower. To
Yeah,
just
if you
kind of
if you
hold
get
it?
another
Why am I
tower-
He already
Oh,
has
I
a
think
tower.
he already has it.
So he has to choose either the forge or the academy.
Yeah,
let's
the
see
academy
what
is
the
probably
upgraded
better.
units are looking like. 1 kill, 1 unit extra battle.
Yeah, the academy is the better option.
The academy means that he can churn out more units cheaper though.
Yeah,
He doesn't have to
Forge,
spend
yeah.
as much money, right?
yeah. I would
the
rather
forge
place the
actually is probably
academy.
better.
Oh,
Well,
really?
if you lose it though, then you lose your upgrade. So honestly, the academy
Does
is
it
the
go
better
back
option.
into his hand or is it demolished permanently?
Yeah, it depends. That's up to the person who takes the So if
So
it's
if they
taken.
if they raise it, does that mean that the tile is
the
removed
tile.
from play?
No, the tile goes back
Okay.
into his stash if it comes off the board.
That's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can only have one of each type of building, essentially, right?
One of each type of upgraded. Actually, everybody's got 2 temples available to them.
Mm.
Because they have the faction upgrade that makes their temples worth more money. The order actually has 3 temples and no basilica, and then the only other variant is the children. Their statue of Kajir replaces one of their shrine temples.
Oh yeah. I got that because I got the.
Yeah, because there's no point to build a basilica as
Yeah.
You can
as the
that's
order.
the order,
yeah.
Yeah, because the difference between the temple and the basilica is the amount of money that it gets. But since the temple normally gives less money and the basilica gives more money, and
Temple's
then
worth more points.
yeah, but the temple is worth more points.
Right.
There's no reason if they produce the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Alternatively, I could turn
Oh,
it
sorry.
into a
Links.
forge.
We have links disabled. If you message that to us or Gonti's, we can get that up
Yep.
for you. Sorry, we just don't want to.
Yeah, or drop it on the Discord. We have had people
Yeah.
come in the past and be like, "Yo, I'm an ad bot. You want some knives?"
No.
Yeah, more or less. Who's winning? Nobody. We're all pretty tied right now.
It's really hard to tell, actually.
The only thing I would say
is
that
I'm not winning.
The Children of the Bear is definitely at a disadvantage at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm in
Points-wise,
danger.
we're still about equal.
If,
but position moving forward-wise.
if the Watchers
Yeah, that's
get
what they're
their
doing.
point bonus upgrade for controlling areas adjacent to their water that they control, then he'll be ahead by quite a bit points-wise. But the Order can catch up pretty easily if they start getting some quests and build some shrines there.
Yeah, this wasn't the exact image that I was thinking of, but that's the band I was talking about. We were talking about metal bands, how all the metal logos look exactly the same,
That's
except
funny. Except for that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
The-
Yeah, I
funny.
know what you mean.
it's just okay. Let's just
Yeah,
stick with the academy. And
that was
let's
the
not
image I was
second-guess
thinking of.
this.
Gaunties.
Alright.
Okay, and then you build a new building?
You
You want to build a shrine back there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to build a shrine back
Yeah.
there.
I can't even read any of these. How do you expect someone to search for your band and find you popular if they can't even read your logo?
I find that too. It's kind of the same situation with people that write graffiti. Like, it's kind of hard to see unless you know the art
Yeah,
style.
exactly.
That is
Yeah.
funny. I didn't actually realize there was that many in that style. Like, I've seen,
They're
probably
all-
half of those before.
Yeah.
They're almost all of that style.
I want to quickly clarify the rules question
That's
again.
funny.
When the defender retreats, they can't defend into the space the attacker
Yes.
attacks from, right?
That's correct.
Okay. I don't have to leave a unit behind in order to block that.
No.
I'm going to play a favor. During the current phase of this round, you may use the ability of any activated faction upgrade of one of your opponents. I'm going to use this one.
Well, that has to be
yeah,
done
before you
cards are
reveal.
revealed.
Yeah, you have to do it before you reveal.
Oh, yeah.
I see. Okay.
So, good thought, but this doesn't do what you were hoping it does.
Yeah.
It's an extra maneuver, but it's before everybody reveals cards.
Yeah.
Okay. So I misunderstood that then.
So you probably want to hold on to that favor. For a while.
Yeah, you can still copy that at any moment and just like yeet your money out the window.
Yeah, in case like Alan comes in to attack.
Yeah, I misunderstood what that meant.
Well, like so that card copies a faction ability exactly. So it's whatever their card
Yeah.
says, you can basically just copy it for that phase of the turn.
Gotcha. I see. I misunderstood that then. I'm just trying to think of what is the best thing to do with my charge now that my plan has had to change. Yeah, we can still just leave.
Yeah,
You gonna be aggressive?
Yeah, you can go claim that mountain.
Now, oh yeah, you don't have that yet. It would be a very interesting thing to try and take his tower if you had your other upgrade. But
Yeah, I don't have it yet.
Yeah.
This game is simultaneously moving very quickly and very slowly.
It's because of the combat and the fact that we had to consider that we are all trying to like.
I'm gonna
Yay!
We're all like right
He's
there.
got a
I'm
whole
gonna
bunch
choose
of.
to take the mountain. I get another
It's
scout.
supposed to be randomly distributed,
Yeah.
but you know.
And then I'm gonna choose the game.
There's a lot of there's a lot of people in that area.
Yeah. Alright, my turn. I'm going to take my maneuver action. I'm going to move. Let's see. Well, screw me, right? I also don't. I guess I'll just move this guy. And if I move him here, I need to play a card in order to claim it, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that because I just need him out of there. Claim that, and I get.
A
Ooh!
favor card. Hey, it's totally worth it.
Favor?
Nice. Oh man, and you
Nice.
still have your counter.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, heck yeah, in favor of you, and then also not so great for
Okay.
Alan and me, in case I get another favor card.
And
Yeah.
then you can get a faction upgrade. Or
Yeah,
pretty-
I will do a faction upgrade. Let's see. If I get this, I get the extra defense, which honestly I think I need at this point because they're all scaring me. They're scaring me with their advances. So I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm going to unlock Warders of the King. I gain all my scouts gain an additional 1 defense.
Yep. So normally scouts have 0 defense and
Yeah.
1 attack.
And I got 2 scouts in my fortress and 2 scouts on my tower over there.
Nice.
So
So
His defense just beefed up a lot.
Good. Nice.
yeah.
Okay, back over to Wait a second.
We
Did you
went
just
through-
play your second action
Yeah,
before?
Albert-
Oh no.
Yeah.
Albert did
Oh,
use. He just didn't.
yeah, he just didn't
He
turn
didn't
it.
tap his card.
Alright,
Okay.
so now it's my time.
Now
for
it's your
plan.
turn. So you get your 2 money.
Now our action is to think. Whoops, that's there we go.
There you go.
And now you can reserve one of these because I don't think I fulfill any of them.
You don't have a mountain.
I don't have 3 scouts.
You don't have 2 upgrades yet.
Yeah, I only have 2 scouts. So not that one.
Unfortunately, yeah. So whichever one you want to benefit the most of, maybe next turn.
Just holding on to. Let's go ahead and just snag onto this one.
Okay, you're gonna reserve it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna reserve that one.
All right.
Let's see what.
And the
what's
new
next.
quest is if you have a shrine and a tower, you get a free reinforcement action.
So for you.
Ooh, guess who has that just
Yeah.
now? Brandon.
Hmm.
Brandon.
Shrine and a tower gets you a free reinforce.
Brandon. All right, that's the end of the action phase. Let's do this. All right, now we are not in a bid phase, so now we just
Well,
get
hold
gold.
on.
Yeah.
With 4 large army cost, the
Yeah.
Watchers
Oh,
can move.
yeah.
Otherwise, they have to pay large army on that mountain there. So they can take 3 other guys and move it. Okay. And then,
Yeah, I don't think any of my
and
stuff
then-
activate.
okay. And then next round, income.
All right, I think I still get 4 because I didn't. Oh, no, actually, wait. The forge doesn't produce any gold.
That's
Nope.
right.
So
So
yeah,
you actually down.
I get 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go back down to 3.
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I get 5.
Ooh, that's a lot of gold.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Just wait.
Okay. And now you can make your maneuver.
Yes.
It's about to begin.
I am going to move.
I'm also gonna choose to make maneuver right now.
Wait, don't flip
No,
over
no,
your
no, no, no.
cards.
He's doing his pre-reveal maneuver.
Yeah.
Are you going to do the favorite card to copy his maneuver though?
Yes. I also want to do a maneuver right now.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You can't use the trigger combat though.
But he can set up for a combat.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is true.
Screw.
Smart play. I'm stuck.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Don't be stuck.
Sorry.
I bought this whole thing of Pepsi and nobody's opened it.
Yeah, that's because I didn't want to drink anything on stream. If you want, I can get one now.
Ooh,
But
I'm
I'm.
in last in turn order.
Can you get me one?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna move this guy back to tower because I can't think of anything else.
I mean, you don't have to
him.
use it.
You don't have to, or you can move him in the desert just to position him or
Yeah,
something.
I guess. Yeah, sure. Let's leave him as bait there. Commune with the desert spirits, old trimester. All right, cool. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do. So, aside from that, I am going to.
Well, you know, if you get this upgrade, a lot of options open up for you there.
Yeah, I was considering getting that, but I think this defense just needed to happen
Oh,
first.
yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Just saying, you might want to go for the other one this turn.
Screw it. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, I have mine selected. I believe we are waiting on you, Albert.
I'm still sticking with what I was going to do.
Okay, so
I
everybody's
just
Right.
want the most flexibility.
And he already chose his cards.
Yeah, so he got his maneuver and a plan. I got a plan maneuver, and Albert got his maneuver and a charge. You got all that positioning, and let's see what you do with it.
Okay, Watchers are first.
Do it. Just get it over with.
I mean, the thing is, I could just wait for you to decide which one you want to do first. So I'm just gonna do the maneuver.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I mean, like honestly, like I'm gonna just like do the maneuver and just not move anything, and like don't need to move. I honestly just wanted to upgrade. I'm gonna get the frontal assault. One moving into a territory
Ooh.
gain 1 attack for each structure units move from.
Wow. Gearing up for overwhelming attack.
Yeah.
All right. So Brennan, he just got his upgrade that gives him plus attack when he's moving guys from his buildings.
For each structure too.
And
For
I get
each
to
structure.
recruit a unit, and I'm gonna recruit a knight.
All right.
That's a lot of damage.
Only thing that would make that more scary is if you had a few more buildings.
I mean, he's got 3.
Could have
all
more,
in like a trifecta. So he has a pretty big effective range.
Right.
Now, I have a question. So the knight can move 2 spaces.
Correct.
If I moved the knight from one building to another building and then a space, do I get this bonus twice? Because it moves from a building twice.
No, it's however many buildings you
gotcha.
start your movement from.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
I'm going to also tap this so that we are
Okay.
clear what's been done.
Children.
Oh, yes, I will take my plan action first. I'm going to get 2 coins, and then I'm going to claim this one because I own 3 scouts. And the outpost can be fulfilled by a tower, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to claim this, and I'm going to pick up the cost of 3 card.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then that goes face down.
So,
Okay, your plan's done.
I'll take my maneuver. So I'll move any number of units from a single territory. I didn't really want to. Ooh.
Just overwhelming.
Actually,
Could take more stuff on the backside.
yeah, probably just go ahead and take more stuff. So I'll move here. I'll have to spend a card.
Yep.
But that's okay.
What game round
Round
is
one.
this? This is currently
Round
round 5.
yeah, around 5.
So we'll spend that one to get
And
in
you
there.
got an extra 2 points.
Ooh. Cool.
And
And then I'll buy an upgrade. So let's go ahead and finally get that Tides of the
Nice.
Faithful. Get that. Now that I have a now I can actually use it.
starting next turn, your defense will actually start to get scary.
And then on my turn, I'm going to take this charge and
Yeah.
He's going in.
They only get +1 because he only came from the fortress.
yes.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I think he only needs the plus
But
one.
I've been attacking with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 against
And you
my...
are defending with
His
1,
scouts
2,
getting-
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes,
Yeah.
so 8 on 6.
And that's before you put down cards, yeah?
Yes, so that's pre-cards. And you can bluff if you don't want to
Oh, did
play
you use this, by
a
the way?
combat card with one of
Yes.
your
Sorry.
action cards.
That
That
one's
the same
also
card back.
Real quick question. Did anyone answer Quantum
Yes.
Jack's? Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's see. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You have 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
you have 8
4,
before.
5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Even before.
Yeah, even
Before cards. It's
Yeah.
8 versus 6 before cards.
Yeah. You're gonna...
Not that this affects this one, because I know you only have 1 combat card. If you leave these face up, I can derive what combat card you have.
Oh,
Correct.
Yeah.
Unless you get all of them in here, well, then you still know what your
Yeah.
options are.
You really know what they've got.
Yeah. Yes, you don't have to show anybody what combat cards you have. How many you
Yeah.
have
That's
are
fun.
public knowledge,
Mhm.
but which ones you have, you can make people try and remember.
Yeah. Just...
Oh,
I know
and
that he's gonna do something, but oh
I
well.
think we're actually behind on this too. You had started at least 2 attacks, right?
No,
I only
attacked
attacked
once.
no, he only...
Oh yeah, but you just started one
Yeah.
just now, so you get that.
Did
Did you
Brandon
get one
already
for
get?
taking the statue earlier?
No, I didn't.
You should have gotten one for taking the statue too.
Did you get one for kicking Alan out of the
Yeah.
square that you're in right now?
Yep.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I don't think Alan.
But he only ever did the one attack.
No.
He just threatened. He
Yeah.
just looks threatening.
Yeah.
This is over there.
I
That's
look
scary, but like,
Yeah.
Because I knew that you were gonna play the 2
Now,
too.
since you have no place to retreat, all of your guys die.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm actually gonna play this. Kill an extra unit involved in combat. I'm gonna kill your.
You don't get to choose. The defender
Yeah,
gets to choose.
you gotta kill one of your units, Albert.
I still did. Okay. I mean, just scout.
Kill one of your scouts. And now you have the choice to convert his building to yours, or burn it to the ground and salt the earth.
And convert it.
Okay, get a free tower.
oh man.
It's kind of a bad place for it, because it's like
I mean,
pretty
Yeah, but
firmly
it's
in
still
my
a free
territory,
tower.
But it's a free tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone tries to make an assaultive play against you, you have 2 buildings to charge from
Yeah.
to gain the even more action.
Hey Nate, what is the average runtime for this game?
So after people are familiar, now this is a abnormally long game.
As is every game that we
Yeah.
play
That's
here.
yeah, that's
So
like
just
different
caveat
stuff.
that. Normally, we say plan for about 30 minutes per player. A little bit more time if you're learning the game, obviously. So in a 2-player game, you could expect to play it in around an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. For a 5-player game, you're looking at 2.5 hours, 3 hours depending on who you're playing with.
I'm gonna also
So it scales pretty linearly usually. Again, it just depends on your game group, obviously. We find that a lot of times rounds 1 through 6 go super quick once people are familiar with the game.
Not
and
for
then
us.
rounds 7 through 10 is where everybody's like, oh no, I don't know what to do.
We
It
started-
becomes a lot more strategic. It depends on where everybody places. If you play as far away from each other, where you have that time to build up and sort of form your strategy for what advantages you might have when you start to fight people, then that's where the game really starts to slow down. They've been fighting each other since the beginning, and so it's been
it's
been
been
an
a
interesting game,
slogfest.
but it does slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a maneuver action. Guess I'll just move my scout back. He finished his charge. Yeah. He
Yep.
finished.
No, I just want to put the new plan out. The new plan is 7 points for having one of each type of unit in a forge.
Nice. Put my scout back in from the desert there, and then I'm going to buy. Initially, I didn't want to buy. I just kind of wanted to get more units, but at this point, I'm just sort of like, I got a turtle, so I'm going to take the ambush. I'm going to buy the ambush one to hopefully get some more maneuverability.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Wait,
So I bought my ambush upgrade. So now the children of the bear can, whenever I start a land combat, you may pay 1 just to kill one defending unit before resolving the combat. Defender's choice.
Oh, Defender's Choice?
It
Yeah.
is Defender's Choice.
Oh, okay.
So as long as you've got scouts to burn,
Okay.
Yeah.
but if you don't, then you're screwed.
Yeah, I see. Okay. I thought like he got to choose and he's just like, I attack and kill your knight.
Yeah.
It's just like,
No. No, it's still
Yeah.
Defender's Choice, just like any casualty in the battle.
Alan, we got a message for you.
Looking fresh as hell, like a Subway sandwich. Thank you. Got my new, really like
Subway
cut.
sandwich.
You know, I would actually like, watch. Like, you guys will see what I mean. When I put my hair like really, really like tight together, it looks like it's just sitting on top of my head like a little.
It's like a
peak.
hat.
It's like a hat. But like, which is why like I kind of wanted to like put it to one side so it looks a little bit less
Like
you know,
a
hat. Yeah, because like the guy brought the line in too much, and I'm just like, why? No, that's how you do it. All right, I'm
That's
done.
funny.
So I'll take my plan. So I'll take the 2 monies.
2 months.
2 months.
And then what?
Yeah, what you gonna do? You gonna
With
get
all that
your
junk.
you gonna get your extra action there? You get a whole reinforce action
Just
there.
take that now, huh?
The
Yeah.
whole reinforce.
Oh,
you
you
can take
could.
the extra reinforce action, or you could get the siege engine.
Well, he doesn't have a temple yet.
Oh, you're right.
You're right.
He could get the 2 free
Does
scouts.
he have the outpost? He does have the outpost and a shrine, though. Yeah.
Yeah, because the tower and the academy both count as an outpost. Oh, he doesn't have a mountain though.
Yeah, I don't have a mountain.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
So actually, the only one he can immediately complete would be the extra reinforce.
Dude,
that's still
that's
pretty good.
still pretty
Hi,
big.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Hi, Rhythm Gamer.
So let's complete that one.
You're gonna confuse this girl?
And I get 1 free reinforce action 1. So
Yeah.
that's recruit 1 unit to any structure I control.
Magic Moose Moo says he's going to confuse you for Skrillex. Alan.
Yeah, or I could do this so you don't confuse me for Skrillex.
And
See how
let's
gross this looks?
recruit.
I hate it when you do that, though.
I know, I hate it too.
Let's recruit a boat. So I'll have to get rid of that guy.
I feel like
But to take this,
That's very useful,
Alright.
though.
yeah,
that's
because
actually-
I have this naval.
It's a
support.
very nice defensive
Yeah.
position.
And I get a free scout.
yay.
So the scout goes anywhere adjacent to it on a friendly territory. So he can go on your academy or your tower, or yeah, he can go on your academy or your tower.
Okay. Well, I don't want to pay that large army cost. So let's go ahead and just put him on the tower.
Okay.
I kind of feel like a 70s comic relief character. Just kind of this like, yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
You're the one who always jokes
Was that
about
it?
smoking weed, but it actually smokes weed and is really bad at hiding it.
I smoked.
I think
I
that
smoked a
puts
while
us
ago.
where we want to be.
Okay. We are large army. Oh, sorry.
I get to
Watchers
move
gets
units.
to rally.
That's a really good thing to break up.
Leave
That
this one guy
teleport's
back there.
insane.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
It's definitely big.
And then, sorry, and we forgot to replace the quest, just so everybody knows. If you have a forge and 2 soldiers and at least 1 battle token, you can promote one of your soldiers into a knight.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Wait, I don't have a forge. I need more buildings.
Okay, now we are bidding on turn order again.
Oh boy.
How much does everybody have?
I
I have 5.
have 5 as well.
I have 6.
Oh,
All right.
nice.
Everybody bid.
I get so much. I'm gonna get
So
so
real
much
fast,
money.
as these guys are thinking once again, quick reminder, we are playing Fate of Venterra. This is a game that's not yet out on Kickstarter. It goes up on the 29th, so if you guys want to, if you're enjoying this, check it out. Check out their website.
Yep. Leap day launch.
Indeed.
All right, I got mine.
All right. Okay.
Hold on,
sorry.
I'm so sorry. This is like whenever there's any kind of bid, I'm always just like, ugh.
Are we aware of how much money everybody has?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Albert both have 5, and then Brandon has 6.
Yeah, I have 6.
How bad do you guys want that favor?
Yep.
Favorite's
That's
pretty
the
big.
question.
Okay, this is gonna be dangerous, but I'm going to do it.
No, you put one hand down. You got to put the one hand you want to present, and then
So you don't confuse
yeah. So
yourself.
it's that way you don't trick us, and you try to see
Yeah,
which
you're
ones
right.
we have. Ready, Brandon?
No.
You're still thinking.
Yeah.
Auctions are hard.
Yeah.
I don't
We're-
blame
Auctions
you.
are
I
hard.
would like to point out real fast. Nate said that that usually the first 6 rounds of this game go very fast. We have not hit round 6, and we have 40 minutes left in the
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We started like in the rumble. is
Yeah,
the
We
well,
did,
and I
yeah.
also say that we have 40 minutes left in the stream, but usually we'll go a little over.
Go. I put 5.
thing. I put nothing.
Put 6.
I put 4. Yeah, 5.
Yeah,
That's
you put
fine.
5.
And you put 6?
Yeah.
So
Alright.
the order takes the lead again. And the watchers move to the back. So the order gets a favorite card.
Thank you.
And
Oh boy.
you get your point. Okay. And we are now on round 6. Everybody collect income.
Oh shit. I only get 2.
That you get 3. Oh no, you only
No,
get
yeah,
2.
I get
You're
2
right.
'cause they
You
took my
lost.
tower.
Yep. Ooh, that's rough.
I also get
Yeah,
6.
losing early. It's losing units early in the thing really snowball, especially when you're trying to try to
Well-
like go for a play like I did with the mountain on top.
Taking the mountain back there was pretty risky.
Yeah, I mean that was just because Albert came in and just swooped in, and I was like, oh wait, that's right, I have to defend that. I forgot that it was for some reason I thought the statue was a unit, not a space, a tile.
A building?
Yeah, I forgot that it's a building, and I'm like, oh
Oh, you
no.
need to pick your. Oh, are you doing
Yeah.
your maneuver?
Oh.
While you guys are finishing thinking that up, Sapphire has a question. Are there plans for tiered backer options, like a premium version, or is it just one standard pledge option?
There will be different options. We are still working through what all of the rewards might be. Some of the some things that we've talked about. So all of these pieces, including the fortresses and the tent for the pack, are 3D models that I created. So we will make that available for people to print their own pieces if they like ahead of time for certain tiers, for instance. We're in discussions, but there will be different tiers and there will be stretch goals for sure. One of the things that, and there will be add-ons as well. So one of the add-ons that we really like is metal money. Metal money is just so cool. But that's going to have to be an add-on because that's like really expensive to add to the base game. But also as a stretch goal, having prints on like all the pieces in the final game on the manufactured game are going to be like wood pieces. So either having prints or sticker sheets that make all of the pieces look unique between the different factions, also all the same silhouettes. There's things we're looking at for some unique artwork options potentially as upgrades. There's a lot of different things. We're already talking about what the first couple expansions are going to look like for the game.
I'm excited for those. Yeah.
So hopefully we're successful and we can hit that. We've got a whole campaign that we're starting to plan out as one of the expansions where you'll play through a series of scenarios. And
I'm
you'll
most
end up
excited
getting
for that.
new factions, and it'll tell a whole story about the exploration of Venterra.
That's gonna be very cool.
So it's going to be very cool. Obviously, for the initial Kickstarter, you know, we're brainstorming all kinds of ideas for stretch goals and for different tiers currently. So we'll see where we land on that.
Yeah. Yeah, so we all chose our action, so let's reveal. I chose reinforce and maneuver.
Plan and reinforce. Ooh, and then another maneuver reinforce.
Okay, this time the order is back in first.
Cool. So let's go ahead and take.
I have the biggest brain.
Oh no.
Reinforce?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and reinforce.
And you got your 2 money for the shrine instead of your 1 this time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay.
So first, let's recruit a unit.
Guys, I don't want to boast or anything, but I think I might be the smartest person in the universe.
You know what? I do have the academy, so my units are 1 less. So
Which way you can get scouts for free, or a siege engine for 1, or a knight for 2.
Ooh, let's just go ahead and well, yeah, the scouts. Let's put in here actually.
Okay.
That way I can use them to expand a bit more.
Yep.
So that's nice. And then let's develop a structure. So let's pay 2 to turn that shrine into a temple.
Okay.
And then build a structure. So let's pay 3
To build another shrine.
to build. Yep, another shrine.
Alright. Cool. And that
All
was
right.
your reinforce.
And then my turn. I will take my maneuver. I will move 2 scouts on down over to claim this last token nearby me. That works
Hope
out
for
right.
something good. Yep.
Okay, and let's see. It is combat card 1.
Oh, nice.
Not
So gonna get my 1 combat card, and then I'm going to take the recruit action. Then I'm going to bring 2 more scouts into the fold up here.
And
That's how that works.
you don't have an academy, so it still
Yeah.
costs you 1.
So that's fine.
Yep.
But yeah, actually I have the forge, so
You
that's
have a forge.
yeah. I need the academy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the end of my maneuver.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the reinforce. I'm going to recruit a soldier to here, and then I don't have a structure to develop. And then I'm going to build a structure. I'm gonna build an outpost. Actually,
Oh, actually, I needed to move 1
No.
more scout. I'm sorry, I forgot because there's 3 in there.
Alright, we'll let it slide this time.
All right. No, I couldn't see it because he's hidden. He's hidden behind the fortress thing. You know what? I'm gonna have him be on the battlements. There we go.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're gonna.
My fits, dude. That's
I'll
awesome.
do
They do
the
fit.
outpost.
I can do this. Hold on.
And then that's my
That's hilarious.
reinforce.
It works.
That's awesome.
They did it.
All right.
They're standing on the battlements.
Trying to be imposing.
I know, right?
Let's see what that's a forge. And then this guy, that's a temple.
Yeah. It's
Alright.
a free siege engine.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and use that plan to take the 2 money. Let's complete that free siege engine.
Alright.
Nice.
Nice.
And then put that somewhere nice. Sure. Just kind of keep him there for now.
Are you sure you want to put him there, not somewhere where you're at risk for being attacked?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't
any
want to
of
pay the large
his-
army cost.
Yeah.
Although he could,
that's
just
fair.
to make more use of it.
It would-
but,
Yeah.
You'd have to pay the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can just dump money into defense anyway.
It's a good
well,
point.
he's going to start getting a lot of money, so it's not like he can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in case Albert attacks me, I have the siege unit ready to
Advanced.
move
Retaliate.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my reinforce action. I'm actually gonna recruit 2 more scouts again because actually scouts are the same as warriors for me
Yeah.
because of my upgrade.
So you might as well.
So I just eventually get more warriors, and I think I'm gonna put it over there on my forge just because I don't want to like
lose another one.
lose anything, and I don't have any money to actually recoup the cost. But
Mhm.
I'm going to build. Oh, I don't have any money. Fuck, you're right. You're right.
You could have, yeah, unfortunately.
No, yeah, I need the units. At this point, like I've lost so much in terms of like actual combat prowess that I need to just like rebuild.
Yeah.
Hmm.
From a strategic standpoint, I think even though it was kind of a fun move, jumping back there on the mountain and building the tower is
I did
probably not
I
the
did
best.
that. I did that to help him like relieve the pressure and like have him think that oh man shit I need to go back and reinforce my
Hmm.
my
Oh, so
fort.
you could retake the statue.
Yeah, but he never did. He just kind of stood there and
Oh
was
yeah,
sort of
he was
like.
gonna stay
And then after that, Brandon came in and swept
So,
my units, and
I-
I didn't have the units to do anything.
I
yeah,
am,
you just kind of got Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I am allowed to ask how many combat cards Brandon has, right?
Yes, you can ask how many he
I have
has. He doesn't have to tell you which ones he has.
This is true.
I wasn't going to do it, but then I thought, but I could.
But you could. What could you do?
But I don't know what combat cards he has. But I think I just have like enough of an advantage that I don't care.
Oh yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
New quest card. This is pay 3 money, straight up 5 points.
Dang.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think I care.
Just do it.
And I'm gonna pay 1 to reinforce to attack with the boat. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So he's attacking with 7, and he's defending with 1, 2, 3, and now, right at this moment, he has the option to choose to use his ship to participate in the defense.
Sure.
Okay,
So that brings him up
increases
to-
it to 4,
you're
and
gonna
now
sell
he has money. He doesn't have a lot of money. He can pay for 1 extra defense. Is how much money he's got available. So he could make it a total of 5 defense if he chooses to spend his money, but he has to decide that now.
Yeah, 5 gets you close. It gets
How
you
many
much closer.
combat cards do you have, Albert?
None.
None?
Yeah, if you get 1, that can make or break it.
So it's 5 now? Or it's
It-
7
it's-
to 4?
It's 7 to 4. If you
Uh-huh.
pay 1, it'll be 7 to 5.
And if you have a 2 in your hand, that means that you tie, which means he has to retreat.
Yeah.
Or you could pay extra money.
He doesn't have any extra money. That's why
Yeah.
he's attacking now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Next
smart,
turn
yeah.
he's gonna have.
That's
a lot of
why
money.
I was like, I gotta do this now while he doesn't have money.
Right.
I would loan you money, friend, but I don't have any. Can you give people money?
No.
So do you have any?
Oh,
can
yeah,
I ask how
that-
many favorite cards he has?
He doesn't have to tell you anything about favorite cards.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Albert.
So it's 7 to 4.
And you can pay 1 to move up from 7 to 5. And that puts you in striking distance if you still have your 2, which I have no idea if you do or not. So I was just like, I just gotta go for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's then pay 1.
I think I've been paying attention
Wait.
to what cards everyone has in their hands, and I think this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think I know what Brandon still has in his hand.
I honestly don't remember. Oh, I get a victory point for starting combat.
Yes, you do.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
All right.
It's a lot of decision making. Okay.
So are you paying 1 or not for your extra
Yeah,
defense?
let's pay 1 for the extra defense. So now
Okay,
it's
so 7 on 5.
7.
Now you each play a card.
What about the money dump thing for the protection?
Well, I
He
only
does,
have one.
but he only had 2 money to spend,
Okay, and then that's
and so he could only afford
I thought the
1.
first one was 1.
The
Yeah,
first
it
one was
is.
1, but the second one was 2.
Oh,
He
okay.
doesn't
Yeah,
know.
now he did.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's already
Yeah.
including that.
Yep.
Don't have a card.
I do.
Okay. I figured as much.
Yeah,
Ah.
but you got it out of my hand.
And it's a defense of 3, which means
Yeah, he
that the
brings him
order
up to
actually
9.
wins.
Yep.
I can still retreat.
Yes.
And you gotta
so
lose
you
a
do
unit.
lose a unit though.
Just lose the scale.
Yep,
Alright.
I knew that you still had that 3 in your hand. I was like, I don't think Albert realizes that he has that.
But he got the 3 out of his hand, and he
Mm-hmm.
cost him money.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And then I'm going to buy
and he still got a point for starting the
an
fight.
upgrade. I'm going to buy the naval superiority. Gain 2 points for each territory you control adjacent to any of your ships.
No, damn it. That's.
There it is.
I think that can reliably bring Albert into the winning slot on this one.
Okay.
We'll move to the next round. We
Round
get
7.
Money. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I get 2.
Oof.
I get 2 gold, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep. You may have cost him money, but he's kind
No,
of,
I had to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was your only opportunity.
Now, if the children may choose to work with the Watchers to take the academy, that's possibly a different
I'm
story.
gonna take my maneuver. I think I'm just gonna have these dudes do this way. Or no, I'll leave them here, and I'll have these guys move out. Just because I can.
Ooh,
Or you can move him to here to prepare to try and take back your statue.
that's true.
Because Albert, we know he wants this.
Yeah. I just want my statue back. I don't care about anything else. I just want my statue
Well,
back.
then you move them here and then prepare a charge, or I guess you could prepare. Well, these guys can't help in a charge.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you don't even need to use.
Yeah, but they could, but they have interest if they both attack you and drain all your money.
Yeah.
That's something to be worried about, but
Mm-hmm.
If only one attacks you, you don't have anything to worry about. I don't think at this point.
For now.
all right. I have chosen. The oracles of the children of the bear have spoken. They have given me guidance into these trying times. Trying to yeet ourselves across the battlefield did not pan out. So now we will choose to fight like normal people.
You know, if you hadn't done that jump over to the mountain and try that, you probably would be doing really well.
Yeah,
right
I have a feeling that I probably should have. I should have used that to buy the one that his siege engine's on right now.
Yeah.
If I had gotten that, it would at least given me some control of this desert area.
Or if you decided to go the other way over here, it would have been a little bit safer bet.
Yeah, it would have given me some resources that I could just like mine for money.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have been a better option. I did that one because I would just let's.
Shit.
Well, can you
Okay,
being aggressive?
Yeah, I know.
I'm still okay with my choices.
I've seen multiple games where actually opposing players take each other's fortresses. It's actually highly amusing.
So you got a plan, reinforce.
I got a maneuver and a charge.
Oh.
Okay, so the order is first.
Ooh, scary.
Both me and Alan took a charger maneuver.
Yeah, I'm oh no. So let's go ahead and do the reinforce first. Let's recruit a unit.
I know that you're hesitant about the big army cost, but I'm going to point out you're probably not going to have a big army to support regardless of where you put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting enough money now that you can kind of start affording to spend.
Scouts don't count for defense.
Yeah, but
Just a reminder.
they give me things to mill
Mm-hmm.
in case I
This
take
is true.
damage.
That's true.
And then if they survive, I use them to counterattack.
Right.
Um,
That's true.
Well, they get pushed back though.
Sometimes it can be strategic to lose a battle on purpose just to reposition
yeah,
yourself.
You're right.
Because you can retreat and
Not
then
with that
counterattack.
academy, though, honestly.
Yeah,
That would suck to lose a building.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, but the scouts
you-
are free too.
And you can't retreat across water. So if they take the academy, the only
Wait,
option you have to...
Albert retreated across water earlier, though.
Yeah.
I had a boat.
Yeah, but Brandon
Oh.
also has a boat.
Sorry.
You can't
That-
retreat across
You
water.
should have had to retreat here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then
then I
would
would have moved
use-
them back
he would
at the
use
end of
his
turn.
thing.
Yeah.
Then he would have just moved at the end of the turn.
Yeah, with his upgraded. But if it was any other faction, that would have been a problem.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for catching that.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. Yes, you can't retreat across water. You can use ship support to retreat in a territory if the ship did not participate in the battle. So, for instance, if there was a battle here and they wanted to retreat to the mountain, the ship could support moving into there just to give them enough to move into the mountain if the ship had not participated in the battle.
Let's put it here because the academy is less defended.
Okay.
Okay. So that's my reinforce. Or for the first part. Then let's develop.
Quantum Jack asks, when you retreat to friendly territory, can you have some of your dudes move to multiple territories, or do they have to all go to the same one?
They can move. They can split up and move to different territories.
Yeah, they just can't come. They can't retreat towards where the enemy came from.
Right.
Yeah, so in theory, if Brandon had something here and he was attacked, they could go this.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
they
So
could just run and like.
Right.
Yeah, it counts as a maneuver, right?
Mhm.
Basically, yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and then. Sorry. Did you want to?
No, I think that's it.
Oh, okay. And then let's develop the structure. So let's turn that shrine into a temple.
Okay.
So now I get some of those victory points.
And then.
And then I can't build anymore, so that's good.
Oh,
Alright.
yep.
Yep.
Gotta move
Alright,
first.
on my turn, I think I want to take my charge. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it early on. I think that's fine. I'll take the charge. I will move all of these. I'll move these.
Oh,
to...
wait, actually, before you do anything, actually, can I take it back to the scout choice and instead do something else? So just no scouts.
Okay.
We
I'm
want
okay with that.
we want knight.
Yeah.
So instead, this will cost me 2.
That's
Right.
why I was telling you they didn't have any defense.
Yeah. So it costs me 2.
Is still gonna do that charge now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take the charge. It's
Sounds
fine.
good.
It's just that if I was attacking him, that would have been annoying. But I'm attacking Albert, thankfully.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going
Albert
to
is a bit
move.
more strong.
I'm gonna move 2 scouts and all these 3 up into that business.
Ooh,
Albert,
boy.
what's your defense on that?
So I'm going to pay 1 to increase it with the boat.
Yeah.
I've
So
got +1 defense for my structures. So that's
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so that's 5 total.
Yeah.
And then I'm coming in with 5 base, and then I'm going to pay 1 in order to use my skill tactician upgrade at the beginning of
ambush.
ambush. Yeah. When you start lane combat, you may pay 1 to kill 1 defending unit before resolving the combat action. You get to choose which one, but they're all soldiers. So
No, Frank.
Frank, no.
Not Frank!
You just
No,
didn't
we
like
have
Frank. huh?
family!
Yeah, so that means you're 4 and I'm
The
5.
red shirts.
Yeah. So let's see how we want to resolve this, Albert.
I don't have anything.
Cool. I got
All
a
wins.
1-1. Got that.
And you have a forge, which means you kill an extra unit since you used a soldier, so both of the soldiers are dead.
Oh man,
Ooh, boy.
your victory is
And
good.
the statue is yours again.
It's mine.
Congrats.
Dude, some dope ass upgrades.
Yeah.
Some people would say defacing. You would say evolution.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that was my charge, and then I'll just get 2 coins because I need coins. I need the money. All right, cool. I'm
The
done.
Muns.
Need the muns.
You're gonna have more Muns next time, though.
Yeah. Now that I got my now that I got my king back, it's totally fine.
This is fine.
We're good.
All right. Oh, okay.
Oh, we got someone here.
Hello.
Hello, Draco Lantern 7. He says, "Hi, Nate and Blanketurn. Love this game."
Yeah, we love this game too.
Hey,
It's very technically
So
complicated.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
my
Do you recognize?
oh, hey Tyson.
charge.
Awesome to see you, man.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hello.
Yeah,
Take charge.
it's been an interesting game.
Move these
The
both.
children of the
here.
bear overextended themselves early.
Yeah,
Uh,
I threw my. I made a tower back here behind his thing, and he just
so
bulldozed
I
me.
only purchased 1 combat card, or as many as I can
As many
afford?
as you can afford.
Oh,
If you'd like to watch back over the gameplay, we do have a YouTube, and we are going to be popping this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! Thanks, BlankyBot, for plugging YouTube twice immediately. We are going to be posting the replay
knows?
of this on YouTube
He knows.
I'm buying a
tonight
3.
or tomorrow, soon.
I'm buying a 3 and 2 2s.
Oh,
Damn.
It's getting ready. Siege.
you know, it might be time for the watchers to ally with the children to take at least a little bit from the order, or the order might sweep the game.
This is a good idea, but I don't trust Albert as far as I can throw him.
It all comes down to who trusts who, and
I'm
so
just-
far, I don't think anybody trusts each other.
This is why I don't participate in these games.
Yeah, no, we are all conniving assholes, and this shows.
They are all conniving assholes.
Well-
I don't like betraying my friends.
And for those of you that are interested, the original game that we played with Blanket Term actually did inspire us to add a team play rule section in the rule book. So you'll have the option for a 2v2 team play, which would grant some interesting options.
Yeah,
Thank you for that. We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I honestly would love to see that where it's just like me and Brandon can team up. We're gonna be alright, Brandon.
Oh man, I know, right? Like sniper teams, they operate in pairs. They have like the
Yeah.
slaughter and then the sniper.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how it opens up to how the different factions do together. Because if you have the Legion and the
Oh.
Order, like the Legion can just like make a fucking
Did you
perimeter.
Get a victory point for starting a
Oh
combat?
no, I didn't.
Oh yeah, you should have. Grab a battle
Get
kit.
me. Yeah,
The,
get
the
me.
orders, the like their back ends, like I'll get you money.
Yeah, I'll
Just go have fun.
Yeah.
Here's your bag lunch. Have a great day at school.
Here's your lunch, kid.
Yeah.
Make sure that you take good care of yourself out there.
Study hard, play hard.
Oh, Brandon,
You know-
it's your turn. Yeah. Sorry about that.
We thought through the different combos, and every single combo we're like, oh, that would be awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
I take this one.
I don't think any, like, because they're so balanced, I don't think any
with,
of them.
with the knight. That's why I
Did
wanted
you complete it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, with the knight,
Oh, he just
Damn.
That's
That's
wild.
really
That's
good.
just
wait.
7 victories. victory points.
Do you
He
have
has
a
it.
forge? You do not have a forge.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
You got 3 gold?
I don't want to spend the 3 gold. That's the problem. I'm greedy.
Unfortunately, both of those require forges, and that
Yeah.
requires a mountain.
I could reserve it if I
You
want.
could reserve it.
Yeah, I mean.
Or pay the 3 for the 5 points. You're going to get money.
This
Of
is
course, it depends on how worried you are about
I mean, they're-
saving the money for defense.
Yeah.
Their maneuvers.
He does have a maneuver left. His charge is used, so he can't bring quite as many in as he otherwise would.
Yeah.
Hey Zach, no worries. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, Zach.
Good call on the forge though. I think
No, it's
that
been an
was-
interesting game. A long game so far.
Yeah, if you can see, right here is the what we called the no man's land of just constant
The-
Well, you
combat.
call it the no man's land, but Brandon's been dominating it so far.
Yes. The order is definitely ahead right now, but that's mostly because the children overextended themselves early game.
We are also only on turn 7.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's just complete this one then. So that I have the 2 upgrades.
Okay.
Okay,
And,
so it gives you a
yeah,
favorite
your
card.
favorite card.
Yeah.
I
My favorite
could-
card could.
Yeah, I could make or break it.
Yeah, it's best to know what I have, like, or what I can use or have.
Right.
Especially with Albert, like, you know, gathering things.
Okay. You're a maneuver, sir.
Yeah, I am going to take a maneuver and. I'm going to move 3 scouts into this zone.
Oh, you're just going at. You're just
Yeah,
gonna let the
I'm
order
going to
sit
declare
there. Huh?
combat. Going to pay 1 more gold in order for you to kill a unit.
Oh, now it's a harder choice. You got to kill a knight or a siege engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And do you have a forge?
No.
So defense-wise, it doesn't make a difference then.
Yeah. So that leaves your knight, which is a 2-1. Yeah.
Yep. So
And then 3. Those are all 3 threes.
it's a 3-on-1 right now. Now he does have 2 ships he can support with,
Oh, that's right. That
and
is
he's
2
got the
ships.
money for it, even though he doesn't have a forge. If he pays 2 money, that evens it up. It's 3-on-3.
Yeah, and he did pay a lot of money so to get those cards. So this is actually anyone's bet, really.
I still say you should go for I
Okay.
mean,
No,
go
I'm
for it
gonna
anyway,
go
because,
for
like,
it.
It's down to combat
Yeah.
you
cards.
use scout.
Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, you had a 3 still?
That's
Oh, no, no,
right.
Spicy.
but it's only attack of 2, which means you're tied.
So attacker still retreats.
No, because you have a defense. Because that's an attack of 5 against
5. How do you figure it's a 5?
Well, because
scouts
I got 3
and the
scouts and the
Yeah,
cards. That's
So
total
and he's
attack of 5.
defending at 5 also. 1.
Oh, those
2,
add 1
3.
defense. I thought they
That's-
just add 1
No,
attack.
attack
that's
or
what
defense.
he. That's what he
I
paid
paid money
for
for
extra
it.
defense.
Oh.
So he defended at 5. You attacked with 5, which means you both lose a unit, but the attacker has to retreat. So you did kill his knight.
Oh, okay. And I lost a scout, which is still kind of fine.
It's a good trade for you.
Does
Yeah.
Alan
Even
still
though you
have
don't-
to retreat?
Yeah,
Yeah, the attacker. If there's a tie, the attacker can't take the territory. They
I'm
have to
fine with
retreat.
that.
Hey,
I'll
you know
retreat
what?
that. I'll
We're
retreat
still
sideways.
in the area. That's
Yeah.
I'll retreat
Oh.
sideways.
And you killed a siege weapon and a knight with that
Yeah.
attack, so that put him pretty far back.
That's, oof.
I'm gonna do my maneuver. I'm gonna maneuver there.
Oh, I also need to take my recruit action. I'll pay for 1 in order to get
Oh, here's your.
my
Oh,
scout.
you get another victory point too for
Is
sudden
this
combat.
your hand or is this the
that's
knot
my
pile?
knot pile.
Okay.
Alan, I will actively point out we're doing the exact same thing we did last game.
I'm gonna pay
Like
1.
I'm okay with calling it here.
But you started.
I'm gonna pay 1 coin in order to get more
Well, think
scouts. Gonna get 2.
frankly, I don't think anything's going to change the outcome at this point unless you two team up against the order.
That's what Albert's suggesting right now.
Like I'm okay with calling it here.
Okay.
It's like we need to do something.
All right, Mister. I'm gonna steal your statue at the beginning of the game.
I mean, I got as much value as I'm very happy with the amount of value I
No,
got.
at this
But
point-
Actually, he did upgrade it for
Yeah,
you.
he
He
did.
did upgrade it.
He put a dope ass cannon on his
I
back.
did a maneuver, and then I'm gonna buy a unit. I'm gonna go ahead and buy another knight.
Okay. And do you have an academy? Or no, that costs 3. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, we good?
So I think we had the inverse of what usual games, where
Yeah.
it started slow. And
Yeah.
This
now,
actually speed. Well, they killed off each other's armies. Like you're the only one with a good sized army.
yeah,
on
but
the
I
board
don't
now.
want Alan's castle. You know what? I'm fine where I am.
Right.
I haven't made any offensive
That's the
plays
problem.
other than the initial one.
Right.
Yeah,
You
So
might want to pick up Convert soon, though.
yeah.
we're in bit. I have 1 coin.
Okay. So we are bidding.
I
Here's 1.
got 1.
I've gotten 7.
Nice. All right, let's do this.
Wait, how much does Albert have?
I got 2.
Got 2?
Oh, well. Well, Brandon.
Okay. I bid 3.
And he bid 3 to
Oh,
maintain
sure.
first
Oh,
position.
I could have just bid a 2 to even the.
Yeah.
Because
Too
you
late.
went first, yes,
Yeah.
but you bid 3.
Yeah, I bid
so
3.
it's
Too
good.
late.
There you go. You get
No,
your
that's
favorite card
fine.
though.
I
Yeah.
got 6 monies.
And the Watchers bid, and the children did not, so they
That
moved
one
on
coin
to
goes to the
third.
Witcher.
And you get a point.
Aw.
Got
Thanks,
3.
Ingevar. How are you doing tonight?
Hey.
We got a resub on that 6 months, on a 6-month streak. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Everyone
Nice.
looking lovely tonight. Thank you.
Oh, and large army. So I.
Yes,
you
you
gotta
do
pay
have
the
to
large
pay
amount.
1 for that.
I hope you're doing well.
And I don't actually incur large army because of the way it moved.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Just a real quick thing, once again, we are playing a game that is not yet even on Kickstarter. This is Fate of Venterra. If you want to check it out, head to that website. It's super
Yeah.
cool. This is Nate. He's one of the the creators.
I think this game is amazing.
Yeah, and then we have Folding Chair King in chat, who is the other co-creator.
And it will be on Kickstarter Leap Day. So February 29th, Leap Day launch.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Anyways,
All right,
have we
Actions.
decided what's happening?
round 8.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Actions.
Fight!
Oh, I got my free maneuver. I'm gonna maneuver all these boys in here.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. All right.
is that your way of accepting his temporary truce?
I mean, yeah. Have all these units and nowhere to go. All right, ready? Gonna go maneuver and a charge.
Oh, very
You gotta
aggressive.
maneuver and reinforce.
Reinforce maneuver.
Okay, and the order is up first.
Income.
Oh, we already
sorry.
did that. I already did that. I already
Did
did
we? Did everybody get their income?
I
got
did.
mine.
I got mine.
Sorry,
1, 2,
we should have done that
4.
before everybody played their actions.
Yeah.
Getting excited about it,
No,
what everybody's doing.
I thought we did. That's why.
Zach, Folding Chair King, will tell you I do this all the time. I
You're
get
so
so excited
excited,
about
yeah.
which actions I'm doing, I forget
Yeah.
that everybody has to get income first.
What are we talking about? That's costing $200 to $600 a month.
Demon Net, obviously, you're not up to date on the current internet service providers.
Yeah.
It's the only internet service provider for metalheads.
Yeah.
Get with the times.
Okay.
Yeah,
We've
dude.
had like a whole running thing going on in
Yeah.
chat.
I've
It's-
been happing attention to it, but I missed a few key elements.
right now we're talking about the nuances of how you pay for Demon Net. We've established it requires a sacrifice, but the question is how frequent, and we're talking about the cost of goats right now.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But obviously they're in the 21st century. They convert the cost over to money just easily. They let someone else do the actual sacrificing.
No. The reason that you need the goat is it's not because of the money. That's not what it's about. It's about refreshing your modem every once in a while with fresh blood.
Okay.
And it has to be a goat's blood.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And at this point, they just genetically engineer goats with more blood. Like it's a mutual it's a mutual agreement.
Wait, so does it require that? Does it have to be the blood of a deceased goat, or can it be like? Can you just like let some of the blood out and then use it, and then like slap a Band-Aid
Or
on it?
store it for later or something.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that just genetically engineer a goat that has too much blood. That solves everything.
Okay.
Wow,
But
so
that is a
many,
good
so many
question. What's
things
a
wrong with
premium
that.
goat?
Okay, yeah, right?
All right. Who's first?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, the order is.
So let's reinforce. So recruit 1 unit. Let's go ahead and it's so scary having Alan just have all of those units there. Can
This is
you
true.
can you not?
Can I not? I don't know, Brendan. Can I not?
And you're picking maneuver charge, which is very scary.
Because he could attack twice.
Could attack twice. Ooh.
Yeah, because if he were to attack the academy and succeed, then he moves forward onto his tower.
Mm-hmm.
It's unlikely he'll succeed in his first attempt, but the fact that he has the capability to attack twice means that if he plays it right, he's got a pretty good chance of succeeding on his second attack.
Especially since I can just pay money to kill 1 unit, and and regardless if I lose, it's still 1 unit lost.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and just put those guys there.
Sure, you want the scouts?
Yeah, it helps them get rid
Yeah.
of my skill tactician
It-
bonus.
Yeah. It doesn't get rid of it, but it gives him cannon fodder too, so
Yeah.
he's not in danger of losing his soldiers or his knight.
And then Play when performing a reinforce action, so recruit an additional unit of the same type that I just
Oh.
recruited.
Hey, those don't have to go to the same location, so
Yeah.
those you could put back on your temple, which is where I think you wanted.
Do you have
to
any
put
more
them.
scouts? Oh, that's your last one,
This
huh?
is the last one.
That's all I
Oh.
can need right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Normally you would get a second one there as
Oh,
well. It's
I
just you
see.
ran out.
Yeah, I ran
Yeah.
out. That's
Yeah.
fine. I just needed the one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's go ahead and we can't
High
build.
Priest, we have run out of random dudes to give hats to. The kingdom has run out of people with hats
Right.
that are
I
good at
should've
running.
done the maneuver one first. You know what? No, this is in response to Alan's stuff. It's fine. That's a scary move.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that.
I'm inclined to say Cthulhu.
Yeah, it's really, it
And,
depends
yeah.
on which
We'll
lore
just-
you're
we'll
going
just
with
put it there.
Cthulhu,
That's
but
all.
it's probably a toss-up between Thanos and Cthulhu. Depends on whether Thanos has the gauntlet or not.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
I mean, and also amount of planning. Because if Thanos and Doctor Strange had enough planning, they could easily trump Cthulhu on their own. Because Thanos, you fail to remember this. He's a warlord that has countless numbers of forces on his side.
Yeah.
Like, if he had enough planning, he could do something.
We've gotten very derailed.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the reinforce and put a soldier here, and build a structure. I'm gonna pay 3 for the outpost here.
Okay.
All right.
And then I guess it could develop. I probably should develop.
You have
You
one?
can't.
Oh,
Oh,
he
you
does,
can
yeah,
develop
he-
the other outpost.
he has
that we have.
outposts up top. He has 2 outposts up top.
Well, this one I just built. So I can't
Oh,
do
okay.
So you can't
that.
upgrade that one, but you can get
Um,
a forger and academy.
And
Well,
getting an academy is going to help you with that, with
The
recruits later
forge
on.
makes your ship support free though.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you're right.
the thing. I actually want the forge
Yeah.
because getting the free ship support is very useful.
Especially for the Watchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can stop spending
So you
money
can
on
flip
that.
over your unit reference card there.
And I need one
Wait.
point back. I don't know why I did that. The point
You held it out to me, and I'm like, what is this?
He's giving you money. All right. So that was his reinforce.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's
I'm
see
at
what
the
Alan
end here.
does with his
Um,
maneuvers.
All right, I'm going to pay 1 coin. I'm going to assassinate someone from there.
Oh,
So
you're
are you
attacking
using
me?
your
Yeah.
maneuver or your charge first?
I'm going to use my charge first.
Okay.
But I gotta figure out which one you want to kill there.
Okay.
All right, let's calculate your defense before I move any tokens. Because
Wait.
right now I
It
have.
depend. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Where-
think. Okay. So 2, 1.
You could just put them all like right here just to kind of show everybody you're attacking with. Because you're going in with
5,
everybody, right?
3, 4,
Ooh,
2, 4,
buddy.
6.
You might as well take all of them. You
Yeah.
can retreat if you lose.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8.
8.
And these are all 1-1, so that's 8 total.
8. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4,
And then you can-
5.
So that's your ship support.
Yeah,
right?
that's ship support.
So you've got
5,
5.
and then
so
you
8
can-
versus 5.
Are
And
you
then
gonna
you can
pay the
also
money?
do your Divine Protector.
Right.
Is attacking with 8.
You have enough money to buff it up so I can't actually take it.
Yeah, let's do that. So I'll play +2.
So that brings you up to 8 as well, right?
No, 7.
7?
So
Wait, how
8
much did you pay? Oh, 3.
he
4.
paid
I see.
3.
Oh, I paid 4.
You paid.
Or sorry. Oh,
Should have paid 3.
okay.
And you could pay another 2, and
That'll
that
tie
would
you up.
actually tie it up.
Yeah.
So right now he's attacking with 8. You're defending with 7, and you can pay for.
All right. Yeah. Let's,
few more
let's tie it
defense
up.
if you
I
want.
would very much like to keep this.
So 8 on 8.
Mhm.
8 on 8.
Okay, so it's down to cards.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh.
I'm fine with that. Losing that battle. Mainly it was the fact that I can get the skill tactician in. That's
Mhm.
that's the main thing I wanted. I will.
You do get money from me.
Yeah, I
So-
also get the victory point.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, for initiating.
He does. If you had tied, you would have made him lose another unit. So this time, since you lost, you do have to lose one of your guys, one of your
Oh,
scouts,
yeah.
presumably. And then you can retreat to whichever.
I'm just gonna have them all go back to this zone
but he
here.
doesn't- Okay.
What about
interesting.
the large army?
Oh,
It's
I,
not
don't,
the end of the
I have
round
a
yet.
maneuver at the end. I want them all to be in the same zone.
Yep.
Mm.
He has a maneuver before he has to worry about that.
Mm.
Oh, wait, no, he also has a maneuver, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, if he does, in that case, I'm gonna keep the fortress
Yeah.
because fortress is worth more. I'd rather not risk losing it.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes and takes it, like he can't destroy it because it's a unique
It would
thing.
split his forces if you You could try and bait him with the fortress, because him taking the fortress might not actually be a great move for him.
It gives him more defense, which is what I'm worried about.
Right.
Oh, and then it kicks you out of your home, and then
Yeah.
you're kind of like, that's...
Yeah, so if I get the more defense, even if he comes and gets me, it's no problem. If he claims that, I can just go down and
Now,
sweep him out.
one thing neither of you have really asked for, but since you've been fighting over that territory next to the water, where Alan's got a ship.
I was considering it, but I didn't want to ask because I don't have enough money to actually...
Well, his ship support's free now. You can just ask him
Oh,
to throw
that's
his
right.
support one way or the other.
It's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. He didn't offer it, which means he doesn't want to support me. It's fine.
You never know
I
if
forgot
you
to
wanna
ask.
Yeah.
I thought that it was 1 point.
I forgot about it.
Yeah,
Too.
I would have asked, but I don't
Because I would have
have...
tied it up.
Because I need
Or
this...
force him to spend
I
more
need
money.
this money.
Yeah.
I need this money for an action I plan on doing later.
Okay.
So,
So, pointing it out after the fact, just,
So I take my maneuver. Wait. No, Brandon takes his maneuver. Right?
That was his charge. Did you take money or buy action?
That's why I wanted to keep the money, because I needed to get an action card. I'm going to spend 3. That's why I needed that money.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't ask.
So 1 and a 2, or are you
You
3?
get that 3.
Okay.
That was Brandon's maneuver.
All right.
How many warriors do you have in there?
Should be 7.
7 warriors?
Well, no,
No,
his
like
scouts.
brutes?
His scouts have a defense upgrade, so they all defend.
Okay. Well, I want to know how many brutes, so if he attacks me again,
Oh,
how many
oh.
units would I
I
do?
have-
specifically.
I have
Yeah.
1 brute. Yeah,
One brute.
there's 1 brute in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the rest are all scouts.
Oh,
Yeah,
the rest are... Oh, Jesus.
No,
Yeah.
he's got 2. He's got 2.
I got 2 brutes.
Yeah. But they don't each kill. It's just if there's one in the battle, then he kills an extra.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stack.
Yeah, it does say that on the card here. I was like, oh, this doesn't stack. Oh, no, it does. Right there on the bottom. Does not stack, Alan.
Yeah.
Oh, it does not stack.
Yeah,
it does not stack.
It doesn't
So
stack.
it doesn't matter how many brutes he attacks with.
Yeah.
So long as there's at least one, he kills an extra unit if he wins.
I had them split up in the beginning, so that's why it was kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, all right.
Okay. Ooh,
You gotta
it's a little scary.
do it. Come on, maneuver. Or maneuver into me. Take the fortress, Brandon.
Oh no, I could just take that.
Do it.
Take it.
That's free.
Do it.
Do it. Split your forces.
Ooh.
Or you play it safe and take a mountain back here.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's play it safe and take him out. So I'll need like 3, right? Because
Yeah.
this is okay.
Yeah, either that or have to play a combat card with
Yeah.
it.
So let's just play it safe. I got 1 money.
All right.
Nice. Not as good for you.
Money is still worth
Money
it for him.
is-
That's
money
extra
is-
defense
yeah.
when you guys attack.
Yeah.
So
And then let's go ahead and take the recruiter unit.
interesting.
Oh,
The soldiers are free, so
I should have taken it 2. Oh well, it's fine. I forgot. I needed to save 1 at the end.
let's
For the
anticipate
tactician again.
that Alan's going to attack me.
Okay.
All right. Next is the Watchers.
Mm-hmm. So I got to maneuver. I'm gonna maneuver this scout to there, and then I'm gonna recruit a unit.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go for the 2. No, I need to get the soldier. I need to be able to defend after I attack. And the scouts don't necessarily let me do that. And yeah, that's both of my actions.
Okay.
Okay. For my last action, I will be taking the maneuver action. I am just going to remove this fortress token real quick and just. Yeah, I'm gonna go in for the attack. So I have 7, so that's 7 against your. Yeah, let's count it up again. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have 1 more here.
5.
So that's
And I will
5.
choose to support this.
Yeah. So that's just 1, 1, right?
So I have 5, and you have how much?
So that's you have 3.
He has 7. He's attacking with 7 now because he
Oh,
lost
7.
one
Yeah,
on
I'm
his
attacking
last
with
attack.
7.
And then
Well, 8 now because he's supporting me.
Okay.
he did agree to support, so he's still at 8.
Yeah.
And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then are you
5.
The
paying?
knight was here.
Oh, the knight was there too.
Yeah. So that's
Okay, so 5. Are you paying 1, 3?
6.
So that makes it 6. So 8 on 6.
6, and then if you want to get up to 8, you got to spend.
You have to spend at least 3 more money to
Yeah.
tie it up.
All right,
Tie it
let's tie it up.
and then
All
so
right.
8 on 8.
Okay.
Come down to cards again.
Okay.
Hubba! All right, so that brings me up to.
So during the
Oh.
current phase this round, you may use any ability of any one faction. I'm using this one, so my scouts give me +2 defense,
Oh, nice.
+3. I win that one too.
I don't, so I can't cancel one of
Oh,
these.
you can cancel.
Ooh, you could
Oh.
cancel it.
This one's
Ooh.
better to cancel because it gives him 2 defense.
Yeah.
Does it actually change the outcome?
If you only cancel, if you cancel this one, then yes, he still wins because it's a 2 and that only adds 1.
Okay. Oh, do I? I should have just played one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because
well, I
then
mean, he probably still wouldn't have countered it if it was just this one.
Right.
So it's fine.
So if you cancel this one,
Mhm.
then it's a tie. If you cancel this one, then Albert wins.
Attacker wins or
No.
In
If
ties,
Defender
In a tie,
but they both lose units,
they both
right?
lose units, but the attacker retreats in the case of a tie.
I
Yeah.
feel like that might actually be better for Albert to do
Yeah.
to make it so they tie and they both lose units.
Yeah,
Mm.
so having
Well-
them both lose units is helpful, but also depriving Brandon of points.
True. Here's the thing. Points wise, Albert's not even close to you and Brandon.
Alan's not close.
Alan, sorry.
Yeah.
You're fine. They're 2 owls.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
This one, Children of the Bear, is not close to
Uh-huh.
the Watchers of the Order points wise right now. So it's in terms of vying for first place, it's probably
I
better.
think it's. Sorry, Alan. I think it's still better for me to have you both lose a unit.
No, yeah, that's fine.
So you're only going to cancel.
I'm going to cancel this one
So
that
it's
it's a
tied.
so that you tie.
All right, cool.
Also, strictly speaking, you would have played them one at a time. I would have seen the first one, been like, okay, sure, and then seen the other one.
So you both lose a unit, and the children. Now they don't all have to retreat to the same place. You can,
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yep.
I'm gonna have this guy come back here.
I'm okay, and I also like forcing Alan to split them up again is actually very helpful.
Yeah, and then I'm going to buy. I don't have the academy because I didn't get it because that's what I was going for. So I don't have any coins on me, so I have to get a brute. I'll get a brute over here on the forge. Yep, that's my action.
All right, round 9, second to the last round.
End of thing. I move Scout.
All right, income.
Okay, I still only have 3.
Yep. And
I'm looking doing so little.
Wait, are you sure it's 3? Did
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah,
this forge
4,
doesn't give them any.
5, 6.
So
Oh.
2, 4, 6, 8 for the order, and the
I got
Watchers
6.
racking it
I...
up.
Wait, are you sure it's only 8?
Yeah, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2.
Okay.
He hasn't built his other shrine yet.
Oh, I guess I can just take the 2. There you go. Now it's
There you go. All right. What you guys doing? Oh, maneuver if you want.
Oh yeah. I'll take my maneuver to move these scout boys up to my keep there.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Let's not do that. Nothing worth.
Oh, and then
I got all his money.
I pay 2 to key. Well, I'll pay 1 and I'll just lose the scout because I have a large army there.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So
I just paid the 1, so I got to keep one of the warriors,
Yeah.
and I lost the scout.
And I moved those warriors after we would have calculated that. So.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying on top of that. I almost forgot about large army, which does make a difference at this point.
Mhm.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Brandon. High priest. High priest.
And then
Keep in mind, we will be bidding on turn order at the end of this round for going into the last round.
At this point, I have so little gold production that like I don't think there's any world where I can win. All right, I am taking the charge of maneuver action again.
He's going again.
I mean, in terms of
Ooh.
things that will get you the most points for your actions, that 9 is
Yeah,
more than. It's a lot.
Yeah.
yeah,
He might be better off just trying to
Can-
divide and
yeah,
get all
get
of
all
those,
of
though.
this.
yeah. It's fine though. If we can power through this, I have other plans.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it just depends.
Yeah. So, first order. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with all that junk inside that trunk?
Reinforced charge, interesting.
yeah.
Very interesting.
Let's see. Okay, so let's do the reinforce first. So recruit any unit. Let's go ahead and buy some. This would be good, but I feel like the scouts are going to be better for what I want. So let's go ahead with that. And it's free because I have the academy.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then develop one structure. I don't have anything to develop, but I can build. So go ahead and build that. Build.
What's right the mountain now, huh?
Yeah, I got the mountain.
Totally forgot about that.
And get his last shrine out. Oh, unless he wants the.
Unless I want the forge, which would be worth more.
You know, now that I think
Well,
about it, that's a really good
but-
way to get money. Just build a temple on a zone you just own in the back.
Yeah.
That's not a strategy I considered. I've just been thinking about this in sort of like
Basilica,
a fucking like a army manager,
Yeah.
and I haven't been thinking about it in terms of a civ manager, and that's a problem.
It's closer to Civ because
Yeah,
that basilica back there has been doing him a lot of good,
yeah,
and him having these temples back there. As,
Yeah.
That's the only reason he's been able to defend that.
yeah, with all that
Because-
money.
Yeah, all the money.
Yeah, I just poorly planned in my zone because I had people here, but I just didn't have the
You
right
totally-
thing to do it. Yeah,
Early game, if you had built
Yeah.
a couple of buildings there,
Yeah.
you would have been so
it would
much
have
better
it would
off.
have been I would have been set, but no. Alan has a stupid plan to make a tower in the back of an enemy fort. That backfired so fast.
All right, so let's let's build this shrine.
I mean, you kept it for a while. It gave you a lot of money.
He did.
Yeah,
And it would have been a brilliant move if you had kept reinforcing there and then
And then
taken his
attack.
fortress.
yeah.
But because you never made a move on his fortress,
Well, they took out my armies pretty quick.
yeah. You were back there for like 2 turns, I think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
because the army they started like pushing here, and I had to reinforce this,
Yeah.
or else they would have taken my fort.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a possibility.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, you done?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's one of Zach's favorite
Watchers.
maneuvers is if he's losing his front line, he'll try and get somebody else's back line and see if he can take somebody else's fortress
Yeah.
even if he loses his own.
I'll do the reinforce still first.
It's a net even. You know.
It is. It's highly amusing sometimes to see that how
Mhm.
that plays out.
Build a unit here.
Yeah. Cornjack says it reminds him of a game of Wallenstein that he played last night. 2 new players, 3 who've played a couple of times. 2 of the players just started wailing on each other while the rest of us ran away with the score.
Gosh, this
funny.
is gonna be
That's
so
how I won
expensive.
Root the first time, because you guys were just fighting each other,
Yeah.
and I was just the raccoon
vagabond.
saying,
You know
I did a
what?
good job
I'm
today.
gonna choose to do this.
In any odd number player game, if one player is ignored, they're just gonna run away with the score.
I'll
Yeah.
build a knight,
Usually.
and then I'm going to build a shrine in the back here. That's my
There it is. All right.
All right, I am going to take the charge.
He's at it again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna zone in with all my troops. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Albert, you're
I
gonna
will
support.
choose the support.
That's 9. I'm gonna pick 1 coin. Kill one of your units, please.
All right. Oh, there's a scout.
And he is still defending at 5. You're gonna pay 1 to make it 6 with your ship.
Sure.
Okay, so 9 on 6.
6.
You would have to pay an additional 5 to tie it up.
Tie it up.
Yeah, because we're sitting at 9.
So to get 3 more defense with your protectorate bonus, you'd have to pay an additional. So you'd have to pay. You could pay 6, well, total to up it.
Okay, so yeah, I'll
To
pay
tie
this
it
for
up.
1 ship. And then yeah, let's go ahead and pay the 5 for the +2, so that puts me at tie.
So that's 9 versus 9.
Yeah, and now it's with the cards.
Now it's down to cards.
Hooba!
So you win.
Hey!
And he wins it. Oh.
So-
I did it.
And
So he
there's-
loses 2 units because he's got
2
a
units.
forge, and the rest of your guys can retreat,
Mhm.
and they have to retreat there.
Uh-oh.
And now you can convert that academy to yours or burn it to the ground.
I
and
am
salt
going to convert it.
it. Okay.
My academy is here.
Yeah, Brandon started off with a really good choke point.
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that's what the 4th attack to finally actually
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
Only 2 of mine, but yeah. And then for my charge, I am going
It's the
to.
3rd attack, I think, actually.
Is it the third attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
been
tried-
a while.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well,
I tried twice
wait,
last
he
time.
he attacked it once, and that was your third attack.
Yeah.
For you.
So I'm gonna get 2 gold on top of that. So that's the end of my charge maneuver.
Or your charge.
The
Yeah.
end of my charge, yeah.
Oh.
So let's see what you
Yeah.
got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Now
6,
Brandon
7,
turned his
8,
back.
9.
Yep.
I
He did
choose
that
the
very
support.
1, 2.
Really?
I choose the support.
6.
Your knight attacks with 2. Did you count that?
Oh,
So-
7.
and then your
And
ship
Albert's
can support.
supporting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so is
Oh, and
Brandon,
Albert's
I think.
supporting going back the other way.
I choose the support.
So it would be 9 on 9 if you choose to attack, and come down to cards again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do either of you have combat cards left?
Oh, actually,
Yeah, we
you
can
don't
use them.
have a forge, correct?
Yeah.
Do you have any money left?
No.
So you can't actually
I wouldn't
support
even
with
be
your
able
ship.
to do
So
that.
it's 8 on 9.
Yeah.
And we both don't have combat cards, right? Yeah, because I don't have any.
I don't have any.
Yeah, so unless you can somehow worm in like an extra force in there.
I don't think you have any
I don't
favors
have
left.
any favors, yeah.
And he
Yeah.
doesn't have. If he had his convertibility, he could have
Oh,
whittled down
yeah.
your guys when he recruited.
Yeah.
But,
That's why I was like, you should get the convert.
Yeah.
I didn't have the money
Yeah, we've
because
been-
they're hitting
Yeah.
at me.
No. Early
Really?
early game before they started hitting
Yeah,
on you.
I think
I still didn't
it is.
have enough because I needed other
Yeah,
things.
I felt
Yeah.
the same way, but that's why initially, because I didn't want that to happen to me with my skilled tacticians, because this is one of the things you kind of need early on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that honestly, if I didn't have this, that wouldn't allow me to maintain my army because I had to like key them out in the fields and then bring
You know,
them in.
With this game, that's one of the strategy decisions. Is if you're going to be aggressive and start close to somebody,
Mhm.
you have less time to actually build up all of
Yeah.
your advantages. So which ones do you go for
Yeah.
first? If
Mhm.
you start farther away, you could
Yeah.
have all of those by the time you hit the course. Then
Yeah.
they might have all of theirs to defend by the time you hit
Yeah.
them. So it just sort of depends on how you like to play that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there doesn't seem to be a way for you
Yeah,
to
there's
get
no
that
way to
last
take it.
point.
Um.
Because I can't give you a coin.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I mean, you can choose to charge somewhere else.
Yeah. I was just gonna.
Well, you
use
could
charge.
you could hope for a combat card or something. Then
Yeah, and just
use it next turn maybe.
move some guys over here, and then take that. All right. So it's some money.
Yeah, it's
So-
it's a coin.
It's a coin. Can be used for.
So now
other
you can
things.
pay for ship support or
Yeah, I can
something
pay
if
for
you
ship
need
support.
to. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Okay, and now we're down to Albert.
Mm-hmm.
Albert's charge.
Each of your scouts counts for defense. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He's
insane.
got quite a bit of defense there. Oops.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
He's
7.
got plus the academy defense.
What did you do for your charge action, Brandon?
1,
I moved.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, 1,
Oh.
2.
He's
Yeah.
got 8 units plus the academy, so he's defending at 9.
Oh, I'm
You didn't
looking
wanna
at
move
this
the,
one. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh.
5, 6, 7.
Because it's a tower? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's defending at 7. That's defending at 9. Oh, you've got 2 knights.
Yeah, and that knight can get there.
And here's the thing. I'll point this out now just because it's critical. If you attack and you lose, because there are no requirements and he doesn't have a guy here, you can actually retreat into the desert.
That's a good point, actually.
So even if
That
you
puts-
lose,
yeah.
you can take that desert.
Yeah, and that leaves you for the last turn to attempt to take some of his.
There's one last
Unprotected zones.
round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of what happens if. Because what I'm thinking about right now is like, what puts me in the best position for the last round?
Right.
At this point, like right now, because of the fact that I don't have as much land as you guys, I think the fact that you guys having completed a lot of the quest stuff.
I mean, you've completed just as many.
Yeah, I mean, like
Class.
Alan can still
I
do
got three.
like
I have 4.
a
I
charge.
have about the same.
If Alan really wants to, he could do a charge here and then a maneuver and like take these and take my desert pretty easily.
He could, but you're
But then Brandon takes his space back.
right, and that space is worth way more than the other
These.
one. So he's not going to abandon it just to take it.
Yeah.
And he still couldn't take your fortress no matter what.
No.
Yeah, no, there's no unless I had knights. There's no way
Yeah,
that I could
there's
take
no
your
way
fortress
I
right
can
now.
lose my fortress.
Yeah, so your fortress is pretty safe back there.
I don't think it makes any sense to try to take this space, especially since if I lose, I don't have anywhere to go. but this was probably just the best thing. The other thing I was thinking about was trying to take this.
Yeah.
You might find less resistance there,
And
but
yeah.
It's all about points. So
Well,
there's an unclaimed mountain here,
Yeah.
and he's got this temple
And
that's
it's-
pretty sweet sitting
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
and also like the fact that you make up the difference between you two's points is really what's critical about taking the temple.
So I'm just trying to
I am
think
gonna
of
point out though, it depends
1, 2,
because
3,
if you
4,
run
5,
into
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm
If-
attacking with 10, potentially 11.
but if you run into Alan's territory, it divides both of their attention. So it depends. If you run into Brandon's territory, then all of a sudden, then like
Alan
Brandon,
can- I get
Brandon's
Alan's charge.
well, Brandon's on your back, and then Alan's also going to be kind of coming after
So
you.
if here's the thing, if you points wise, if you go after Brandon right now, that's going to make it a way closer game on all fronts points wise because it's going to take pressure off of Albert. Where he,
I'm Alan.
sorry,
No, it's fine.
That's
Names
okay.
the two of you,
so
the,
close
bear,
together.
the children of the bear, it'll give them the opportunity to take some of those other territories to gain back points without him having to continue to be aggressive if he didn't want to.
Yeah.
You'll be entirely unimpeded if you run into Alan's territory unless he decides to stop going after Brandon, which I think might net you more points faster. Going in here is kind of risky because Brandon could decide to come and attack you here, and then you lose the chance at those points.
My
So-
issue right now is I chose to do a charge. So, I mean, I could charge into here, but then, like, I'm in striking distance. But if I charge into here, I can only charge with 2 knights. And then I only maneuver into, like, 2 spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you take the 3, the 4, and the 3, that still nets you, what, 10 points?
Well-
This is worth 2 extra points for me.
And then he won't give, he
because of
won't,
my upgrade.
even if he ends up retreating here, Brandon won't take all of his guys to attack him because this is worth a lot of points right there.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
the thing
can
is
keep
Alan's
that.
also going to start fighting you for that one, too, and he has a lot more attack and defense than you do. So, do you want to go for the 11, the risky 11, or do you want to go for the safe 10?
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
But I can choose to keep that tower. And I can just hold up and try to keep that. Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh
go
yeah,
for
yeah. You got you. So you looked up the conversation we were having about the order of something.
Yeah.
So,
The order of ordering orders.
I'm-
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
well-
Overland Gamer also is talking about a new podcast.
Yeah, that one's new. I saw it recommended, but I haven't actually looked into it yet. Overland
1,
Gamer.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The order goes
1,
first
2,
in the
3,
turn
4,
order. Yeah, I
5,
know.
6, 7, 8.
We could call it the first order,
1,
and then the
2,
first
3,
order goes
4,
first.
5,
And
6,
then-
7, 8,
Oh wait, that's 2 Star Trek.
Yeah, no,
Or
that's
Star
from
Wars.
Yeah. You could call them the second order.
Second.
There
The
is
second order goes first.
You could call it the Divine Order.
Ooh,
There you go.
Yeah.
If you called it the Divine Order, then people wouldn't shorten it to the order and further confuse themselves. They would probably call them the Divines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going in. I'm
He's going
attacking there.
I
It's
support.
definitely something we're
So,
we're
so
talking.
you're attacking with how much? 1, 2.
So-
You just call it the
1,
Federation
2,
and call it a
3,
day.
4, 5, 6, 7.
The Order with a side
8,
of 5.
9,
The order.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
because
attacking from 2.
yeah, because he gets bonuses for attacking from a 4.
Okay.
So yeah. So he attacked from 2 different buildings, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2, 4,
There he
5,
goes.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he's attacking. Plus he gets. So he's attacking with 10.
Yeah, and there's no way for me to beat it, so I guess I just lose that one.
Okay.
Oof. All right.
Where are you retreating?
Well, you
into?
should have bluffed so that way he can spend a card.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to take them into the desert at all?
I think he
You
just-
don't have to retreat them all to the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can split it
Uh,
if you think that's better for you.
You can he retreat along that to try to get this?
No, he can't
Okay.
retreat over water.
Okay.
So the only 2 options he can retreat to is the desert and the fortress. But
Okay.
I'm saying he could split them up between the desert and the fortress because here's the thing: you're about to pay large army costs on that, and you don't have much money.
yeah.
On top of that, it forces him to at least like try to fight you for trying to take your temple.
If I take more.
Yeah.
If he takes more, but he doesn't. I mean,
And I'm gonna choose to keep his tower here, because I have a tower already.
But you
so
want
you're
the
just gonna-
defense.
I want that defense bonus.
because
Okay.
he still gets his +1 defense, so it's harder for.
And I'm going to choose to pay my last coin to get this 1/1 combat card.
Okay. And now for the Children of the Bears maneuver. Well, the pressure's off of you a little bit.
Yeah, it is. And Albert could try to come at me, and it's very possible he is going to come at me.
But it's to
Do
your advantage to spread out a little
we
bit and take
bid
territory at this
on
point.
turn order one last time.
Yeah.
We are about to bid on turn order one last time.
Yeah, and you guys have...
I've got no money.
You
I
have
have
one?
one.
Alright, cool.
And it's going to cost you a lot of money to keep all of those guys there. So you
Yeah.
probably want to move some of them.
Yeah, I know I'm going to disperse them.
Just think about what you can do to get points on the last round.
Well, I will say, if you move too many units out there, there's no way I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
And I'm bidding 0. I'm gonna have the last turn. I get to make the last choice.
Yeah. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3 back here.
Oh, that's funny. In the Lords of Magic, he said there's a faction called the Order as well.
I feel like it's a really common epithet.
It is, yeah, and sometimes it's the Order of
Actually-
something, and sometimes it's just the Order.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I can keep...
I wonder if you guys might get in trouble for copyright infringements if you just
I
call
don't
it the
think you
order.
can.
I don't think you can. It's used way too many places.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
think you can copyright.
and the Star Wars thing is the First Order, so it's not even the Order.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move those guys back.
Okay.
Or hold on.
You're still in a really good position to retaliate if he attacks you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, San Diego Comic-Con successfully copyrighted the term Comic-Con.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And I still
So-
can't believe that, but yeah. Which is because con is literally short for convention. How can you?
Well, they copyrighted the term Comic-Con as one word.
Right.
Yeah.
I get
So,
to
but the
move
thing is,
these.
Hold on.
Phoenix-
I
Phoenix-
still gotta think.
Was the Phoenix Comic Convention,
Right.
and people
Yeah.
would just call it Comic-Con, but they changed their name because they didn't want to get in trouble for that either, which I
Right.
don't think would have been a problem.
They just. It's unfortunate how
Yeah.
people get scared away from doing things that make sense because lawyers get involved.
Now it's Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay. Then I'm gonna get to my recruit phase. I'm
That's
going
just
to pay 1 to recruit. I got 2 scouts here.
Well, the
I'm gonna put
reason
them
that
on
they
the
did
academy.
it is because they already have Fan Fusion taken care of in a lot of other
Yeah.
places. Because the company that runs PFF, it runs a whole bunch of other ones, and they just streamlined the branding.
Yeah.
Or is it Phoenix Fan Fest now? What is it
Actually,
now?
I could have moved
It was-
1 more.
One of those, and then they swapped it to the other.
When you recruit,
No, it's
they do
fan-
have to go to the same location. For
Oh,
single-
well, okay, well, I would have recruited 2, but I had extra scouts, so.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
For your retreat.
Yeah, for my maneuver, I essentially spread them out so that way I could
Okay.
could have extra.
Okay.
And you got to pay 1 for large army.
Yeah, I have 1 set aside here and have enough for my bid.
And I'm gonna move this unit to here with my ability.
Oh,
Okay.
so you're going to pay the large army
Yeah, it's
cost for all
Fan
those
Fusion
guys.
now.
Oh, you're right. No. I have to do that too, don't I? Sorry, I had forgotten. I'll move the notes then.
I've gotten distracted, and I've started looking at their attendance list, and I don't recognize any of the names.
Oof.
Like I recognize some of the faces.
Oh wait, I don't need to
Right.
pay that 1 for my recruit because I have them at the academy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Keep the defense up. I didn't realize there was a scout there.
I recognize the name. I recognize John DiMaggio. That's the only one I recognize so far.
All right, I good with that. All right, I am done.
Okay.
All right.
Now I got a bid.
Bidding for stuff.
I have 4 coins.
I have no coins.
I have 1 coin.
Ooh.
You do decide ties, Brandon, so you can bid 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So the children takes first place.
so you can
Brandon.
decide, or the
And
order
I'll
between.
take
You
each
get a
second.
favorite card,
Aha.
and then
I'm gonna take second. Yeah.
you're going to take second.
Yeah.
Give yourself the point.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Thank you.
This will be interesting. Last turn.
Last turn.
Last
Income.
turn. Last turn. Last turn.
Oh, I actually have some. So
Go
that's
back
2, 3.
My income increases.
You have 4
by
this
1,
time.
I
so
get
it's-
4.
I still have 8.
Oh, I get my free maneuver. I'm gonna move guys out of my fortress into the academy.
Oh. Actually, I honestly thought you were going to go the other way and take some free
I could, but
territories.
he has enough units in charging distance that he can retake the academy. And at that point, it's just too much of a risk.
Okay. If he charged, you're right. He could definitely. I will say, going into the last round, with the way things stand now, the Watchers probably have a significant lead at this point.
Yeah.
Now that they were actually able to take that one territory, swings them a lot of points.
Yeah. Yes, indeed it does.
Because not only is it because it gets his ship bonus because it's next to one of his ships, plus it's already worth a lot of points and it has a tower on it.
Yeah. Alright, I'm still thinking a bit. I am trying to consider all of my options.
I think going last here is in my advantage.
Sometimes on the last round, you actually want to be last just to be able to play reactively.
I get to have the last action. I get to make the last decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright,
There are advantages to that.
Chameleon, did you see that someone said hi,
sorry.
Alan?
Oh, hey Cameron, how's it going?
Thank you for the follow as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we're playing Fate of Venterra, which is a game that's not even in Kickstarter yet, which will be going to Kickstarter on Leap Day, so February 29th.
Yeah, we're currently on the last round.
And my brain is overheating because I have a lot of zones, a lot of things I need to do, and right now there's a lot of threats that are happening all around me.
I still think I'm the smartest person in the world, by the way.
In this
I've
particular
downgraded
world, possibly.
I've downgraded it from universe to world.
Yeah, in the
In
world
this world, so all the 3 people play. Now, if you say the smartest person at the table, I'm still dubious.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's do this. As much as I kind of want to go for something.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Everybody, reveal your actions for the last round.
Reinforced charge.
I am doing a maneuver and a
Interesting.
reinforce.
Maneuver plan.
I will be honest.
You didn't expect me to do that?
A maneuver charge probably was a better option.
I felt like it was too, but I have a plan.
Okay. That's fair.
All right,
That's
all
fair.
right. We'll see what happens.
Yep. Okay.
Alan!
You're
Yeah,
first.
I will be taking my maneuver action. I'm just gonna spread this boy out here and put this boy here, and then I am going to.
In order to move that soldier, you have to
Spend a
spend
combat
a
point.
combat.
Oh, is that how that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the soldier had the 1/1. I thought that was
They do.
how
But
They do, but you have to
need
have
I
to-
had to
two.
beat it.
Yeah, you
oh
have to-
shit.
That's why deserts are easy to take.
Yeah, I totally.
You have to move 2 units in there if you want to do that.
Yeah, I can't do that from that one zone, can I? All right, well I fucked up. I thought that was how that worked. So now that's not.
You can still take the desert.
You could take a desert from Albert.
No, I need to build a structure. I'll do that. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm gonna do that. I'm going to build an. So what do I even have left? I'm gonna build a temple, actually. I'm gonna build a shrine. Yeah.
You can't do that right now, right?
Oh yeah, I can because of the develop one structure.
yeah.
and build one
Oh,
structure.
you did.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
wait. You
I'm
just
gonna
did
build
the
a
maneuver.
maneuver.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're doing this
That's
one
right.
right now.
Yeah.
That's why
You
I'm
have to
like,
wait.
a minute.
All right, I'll recruit. We'll spend the one. I don't need to do that because I have the thing. So here's my scouts. No, mod scouts.
You're going to recruit, you're not going to buy your last upgrade and get that victory point?
It's just one victory point.
Okay.
The statue's worth a lot more victory points if you're thinking about reinforcing there.
Yeah.
So you do have to pay 1 to get your siege weapon if you want to do that.
Yeah, actually. Let's do.
But you have a forge, so it's +2 defense.
If I do put a golem on the thing, does
Yeah.
that? It gives me 2 defense.
It gives you 2 defense.
Yeah, so I'll do that, and I don't gotta pay 1 because of my academy.
Yep.
Put a golem there, so that way Albert can't just take it.
That's a good move.
That is a good move.
Yeah.
I guess he could take it.
You could.
He could have. Now it's a little bit harder fight.
Yeah, especially if he wants a spread.
Yeah, well, if he wants to hold on to that tower in particular.
Yeah.
So.
So you force Albert to choose.
Yeah.
Brandon.
The plan.
Yeah, the plan. Yeah, I figured you'd do the plan first.
Yeah. Take the 2 money, and then I'm gonna complete this quest. Get 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Get the points. The next one is if you have an outpost, a knight, and at least 3 combat cards, you can immediately play plan action
No, nice.
a second time.
I don't think anyone has 3 combat cards though. Maybe Albert.
I
You did
do.
buy a lot. Oh, you do.
Yeah.
He's got a knight and an outpost.
Well, I don't.
Oh, you don't have a plan
Don't
though,
plan,
so you wouldn't be able to.
Right. Well, no. Oh, yeah. To get it, unless he had a favorite card that let him complete it. In which case, he
So you might.
Yeah.
It's very
So
possible.
Brandon still has a movement action. Alan cannot move for the. He's done moving.
He's
for
done
the whole
moving.
game. I'm gonna take the reinforce. Gonna build a golem. On the tower.
So that costs you.
2.
Oh, you don't have an academy? Yeah, that one too.
Well, that will hopefully lock that down. I can develop a structure. I'm gonna turn a shrine into a temple.
All right.
What's my turn?
Okay, on my turn, my reinforce, I am going to recruit 1 unit, so I'm going to recruit another, I'm going to recruit another golem. And I'm
Okay.
going to put it, see that's 2, 4, 6, 8, and that's 2, 4, so I guess I'll put it here to even it out, right?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, he can go either one.
You could go either one, yeah, and they're both worth a lot of points to him.
Yeah, so that's fine. I'm fine with that. And then I'm going to develop 1 structure. I have 3 coins. I'm going to spend that. I'm going to build myself a shrine right here. Then I'm going to play my favorite card to pay 0 to develop 1 structure, convert that enemy structure of the same type back into the basic structure. So I'm going to turn this shrine into a temple and destroy Albert's temple.
It converts it back to a
Yeah,
base.
I mean,
converts
it
it back to
converts
a
back to a shrine, yeah.
But still.
That's good though. That's
Yeah.
a nice favor.
Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
counter it if I still had that.
yeah. And then that's the end. And also I can build a structure, but I don't really have a way to do it. That's fine.
I
You don't have
have a
place.
question.
Well, you already built it, and then you use this to upgrade.
Yeah, yeah.
Which you normally wouldn't be able to do, but this lets
Yeah,
Where did you maneuver from, by the way?
from here.
Oh,
I moved 2 units that way. There's still 1 there, and I built 2 of those in this turn.
oh, so you moved just those 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
moved those 2. Yeah.
Did you pay the big army cost?
No, because I moved that afterwards. Because I moved them from the
okay,
fortress
yeah.
out that way.
That's used as
'cause you
ability.
got- okay.
Yeah.
That's disadvantage with that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting
Mhm.
with the dynamics, but with both the
Mm.
watchers and the children in play, because they get an extra movement at the end of the turn,
Yeah.
and he gets an extra movement at the beginning of the turn. If both of you remember to use it, it can create some interesting
Yeah.
scenarios.
So like for me, I use it to like spread my unit out, so that way I don't have to pay for anything, and then I
Yeah.
bunch them up when I need them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's how I've been using them. I imagine that there's also other ways you can do it to like claim more land and like
Early
set
game,
up.
it's really nice just to
Yeah.
move around and take stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Brandon, you have your maneuver.
Alright. So let's maneuver then.
Just gonna spread out.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and just land. Ooh. I see. So I would need 3 for this one, huh? Oh, well, I guess
You
I
can
can
use
use
You
3.
can use a
Sure.
boat.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
You can only use 2. You can use 2 there and take that.
Yeah, so it's,
Yeah.
and then take this.
Yep.
And then it's comic card on the moon.
Nice.
That might be useful.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And then let's go ahead and spend 4 to get this upgrade.
Nice.
So each of these are worth
Okay.
+2.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, that's huge.
I was wondering if he was gonna finally do that on his last turn.
No, yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Alan, how many
Huh?
combat
It's a little
cards
risky
do you
sometimes
have?
waiting
I
till the last turn
have
for that.
none.
Yeah.
Although I will like to point
but
out,
they
at
can't do
Albert,
anything
at
to
this
stop
point,
you.
Right.
I
No, but
only have-
sometimes on the last round you're like, oh, I gotta
I'm
do something
lots
else.
of
he just,
Yeah.
he
I'm
just
look-
got +7.
I'm looking at whichever tile gives me the
That's
most
nine.
points.
Well,
So
Albert can only take 1.
I can take
Yeah.
1 thing. I want the most points possible. 1,
That's-
2, 3, 4,
It's gonna be the
5,
9.
6, 7.
If he can take it. I mean, he probably can,
Yeah.
honestly, because he's got that big charge from all of
Yeah.
these.
Actually, do you wanna
six,
help me
yes, he's
and
defending
declare
at
defend?
8.
You wanna I'll pitch in a coin. You wanna defend me?
No.
That
If-
might actually be
yeah,
worth it
it
because
might-
Alan doesn't have
Alright,
enough
well,
points
let's
to
see.
win. If Albert takes that, it
1,
could put
2.
you to
Yeah.
low.
Yeah.
Points wise, it's really probably between the two of you,
Yeah.
so it may be in your advantage to
It's
1,
actually
2,
back
3,
up.
4,
Yeah.
5.
Hmm.
This is 5.
Oh, those are golems that count as 2.
Yeah, I counted them.
Okay.
So this is 5 here, so I could actually take this very easily. Like hilariously
That would hurt him,
easily. So here's the thing. So this is worth actually
Almost the same number of points.
almost
for
the same. Because it's a 7 plus 2, so it's 9.
Mhm.
you. Right.
This is worth. I mean, it's still 9 plus 2 again, which
Right.
is. But this has a total. Like, this has like 3 more defense. 4
So,
more defense.
Do you go for the guaranteed win for slightly fewer
1,
points.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8,
8.
and then 9 if
9.
he's supporting.
But I'm still attacking with 11? Like I still got this, right?
Yeah, it comes down to
Oh,
cards
but
possibly.
I have to leave a unit here if I want to keep that.
You
though.
do have to leave a unit there, otherwise it reverts back to
Mhm.
Brandon's control.
Yeah.
So I think, like, I don't think I can take this if I don't dedicate everybody. This I can take even if I don't dedicate everybody.
Yeah, so that's 2, 4, 6. 6, that's it.
8, 9, 10.
He gets a bonus from attacking from his
Yeah.
structures. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's no way I can get. I don't have any combat cards, and there's no support
Mm.
units. So yeah, I do lose that. All right, I will lose a scout, and I'll have this dude go back here. Even though
you got
He has a forge, you lose 2 units.
oh, so I do lose one dude.
You can retreat into the desert.
I'm gonna retreat. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you
go-
because there's no
Yeah,
because you have points.
yeah,
at
give me
least.
points at least. Yeah.
And that's it. That's the end.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. Because that was
That's
the
it.
last. That was the last
Alright.
term's thing.
Now we count points. Do you have a pin? Forgot to ask about that earlier.
Yeah, I can grab some.
Have
Oh,
this
wait,
make
is
you look.
sorry, is the pen cup behind you guys, or is it on the counter?
It's on the
right now?
counter over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that the fact that I did lose my king at the end is just the worst.
That's devastating.
Yeah.
That sets you back a lot of points.
Yeah, because the children of the bear, they actually lose 3 points if they're
I
captured.
think that one's out of life.
So
Oh.
We can
yeah,
just give them each one of those and a pen.
Oh,
Yeah.
we could do that.
or we can count it up together. That's normally done, right?
Oh, I see. It's
yeah,
all on
it's
one.
on one
Okay.
sheet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has the most blue balls? I mean,
Yeah.
diamonds.
So we should. What are we counting first? We're counting.
Okay, so now if we count diamonds on territories, so just count up your territory points.
All right, and don't include any structures on it.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
structures,
so-
just territory.
no, no.
Don't-
This doesn't count as a territory. That's your fortress.
Yeah.
It's replaced. So
Mhm.
just count up the diamonds on your
Mhm.
territories.
So once again, I promise this is the last time we're going to say this. The game that we have just finished that we're totaling our points for right now is Fate of Venterra. So this game hasn't even hit Kickstarter yet. It hits Kickstarter on the 29th. You can check them out on that website right there, the Korrosive Games with K.com.
Yep. Leap day
Yeah.
launch.
Leap day launch. Finally updated my computer to Windows 10 from Windows 8. Oh my gosh! Should the zombie/digital outbreak happen while we were apart?
this one.
No, you guys are awesome.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you, Overland Gamer. If you want to catch how many points and who won, we are going to be posting this on YouTube tonight or tomorrow soon, so
Yeah.
you'll be able to check that out once you have successfully made the upgrade, hopefully.
I
And
don't even
hello,
know.
Superfly Todd. How are you doing today,
Huh?
man? I hope
21.
you're doing well.
I was
You got
scratching
us
on it for
right
a
at
while.
the end of this game.
Yeah, we're totaling up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Here, now that we can
It's been a
talk out loud, we can
Yeah,
just
let me
tally
talk
it
about
up.
territory.
So
okay.
territory. Let's. Alan, you have.
I have 21.
Brandon, you have.
25.
And then I have 30.
Okay,
Yeah.
now structures.
I have.
So count up all the points from your
I
structures.
have 18.
18 for the children of the bear.
Don't forget your bonus to that as well, Brandon. Oh wait, is that considered something else? Is his bonus considered a separate category?
Yeah, that would count for this, but we're
Oh.
doing buildings right now.
15 because I got -3
Well,
because I
but he has
forgot.
the
Oh,
bonus.
for
Yeah.
his, yeah.
His building
Oh,
bonus
15,
counts.
yes. So because he lost, that would be part of his building score.
Yeah, it's 15. Yeah.
So 15,
I've got 20.
20.
Um,
And you
Brandon
should
has a
have
lot.
Brandon has a
23.
lot.
Are you including
20.
your boost?
what boost?
He doesn't
Oh,
have a boost for
I didn't
buildings.
include the fortress.
Oh, yeah.
Did
So
you
that,
include the fortress on yours, Alan?
Yeah.
yeah. So that would be
28
28 then.
Yeah.
23.
I thought that
23
the upgrade that you have gives you extra victory points.
For my
for
quest.
quests.
Oh, for
That's
quests.
part of his quest.
Did you
Okay.
include your fortress in yours?
Me, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now for faction upgrades.
I have 4.
So
3.
you
Yeah,
have
3.
3.
I think all. Yeah, me and Brandon have 3.
3, 3, and 4.
Well,
yeah.
he has his one upgrade
Yeah.
gives him a whole bunch of
So,
points.
and Brandon also has to count his. Because he gets one.
Yeah, you could count this either now or with your quests.
We'll do it with the quest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Simple.
So I got 4.
So that means you got 3.
4. Do these count twice?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, does this count?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Damn.
Times 2 is 16, plus 4 is total 20.
Wait, that's how that works? I thought it was just structures.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
It's bonus for controlling territories adjacent to his ships.
Okay, I thought it was just structures.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
that's
if
why I
it-
said that's a huge point swing.
Even
I
if
didn't-
it was structures, I'm losing 2 points.
Yeah. So, okay. Quests.
All right.
So, flip
Oh,
over all your
yeah.
quests.
This is where Brandon makes up a lot of
1, 2,
points.
3,
Yeah.
4,
I don't know
5,
if it'll be
6,
enough, though.
7, 12, and then there's 5 of them, so it's just 22.
Yeah. I got 5.
I got 2.
It might be enough.
2, and you got 5.
Yeah, I got 5.
Tokens.
Money. No tokens.
5. I got 9.
9,
Plus 2.
I have 6.
I have 4.
6, and
I think I missed 1 at the end. I didn't get 1 for this
Oh,
one.
you're right. You're
So
right.
that should have been one more.
Yeah.
So 5 then.
So 5. Okay, and money divided by 3. So for every
1.
3 money, it's a
1.
point.
1.
I got 0.
So 0, and then
I
you
have
had
3.
1 and 1.
Can
Okay,
I
anybody want to
total
add that up?
Yeah, you guys tell me
Yeah.
how the game went.
Yeah, so I feel like I don't know, I kind of feel like I spread my forces too much around, and like I mentioned earlier, I just sort of forgot the Civ aspect of like getting structures to help you snowball.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you guys had already decided to take a pincer move at me, and I focused too much on defending my fortress and not counterattacking with my tower, and like I just sort of the whole thing just kind of got a little bit fuddled, and I kind of like misallocated my actions because of the fact that I was turtling and trying to figure out what to do in that kill zone.
For me, building structures here let me move the scout from that space to here. So building structures for me had the double benefit of not only am I getting points, I'm moving scouts to the front.
Yeah.
One of the things I'll point out that was great about your starting location is you potentially could have knights back here that could move all the way to here in one
Yeah.
move because of your
Yeah.
ships.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I basically did that with the fortress.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's insane. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having to being able to leapfrog like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. The ship aspect of it, these guys only have one ship anyways, and I was like, there's really no benefit for me to get that right away.
You had the opportunity to early game drop a ship here or here before they got to it.
Yeah.
That was probably a huge misplay on your part in terms of controlling that center territories.
Even in Civ, I don't like ships, so I guess that just bleeds over to this. It's really an Allen problem, really. I think I could have had all the opportunities were there for me to like capitalize on it, but I just misplayed. I think it was because my brain was like, oh man, let's try to figure out how to do the quests, and I was doing that a bit too much.
It's something that plagues me whenever I play. Zach can attest to this. Sometimes there's a really fun move that's like, oh hey, it'd be really cool if I do this. Probably not the best strategic move.
You just
and so like jumping back there and building a tower on the mountain behind his fortress feels really good, but it kind of lost you the game.
Yeah.
I mean, like, putting it on one of these back here would have been worse. Because not only is it still in striking distance, it's way more annoying, and it stops me from expanding.
But if he had built up over here first and dropped a ship over here and just controlled that, he would have been in a much better position.
Especially my maneuverability, because even if I have like shrines and stuff and I can build on them, I can kind of just move my units around pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it can really allow me to move. Because if you can imagine, if I had like 3-3-3, I could free maneuver, do my maneuver to move them all here, and then I could do like a charge or something to get them all in one unit, and then do a maneuver to just fucking go in and just yeet everything.
All right, Quantum Jack is correct. Drum roll, please. So in the third place with 59 points,
Brandon.
Alan.
Yeah.
no way.
No.
I
Yeah.
don't think anybody's surprised.
Yeah. No one's surprised.
Now, I'm going to throw this out there. I think you guys don't realize how close of a game this was.
Very
It's
it was very
extraordinarily
close.
close.
Had Alan chosen to play differently?
No, between you guys.
I know.
Oh
but had
no,
he chosen
Alan is 30-something points behind.
No, I mean, had he chosen to attack
If he
Albert,
kept going for
like,
it, then
during that time, it's like, ooh,
Alan's score was 59. Alan had 59
Hey.
points.
Damn it.
Now-
I have 10 more points.
The score
Alright.
between you guys was 80 and 86.
Oh.
It came down to 6 points,
That's
which is,
close.
I'm going to throw out there, a singular territory.
Yeah.
Now-
It's like one space.
Well, that's only.
If Brandon has kept his
Oh, yeah.
temple, he would have won. Albert won at 86, Brandon got second at 80.
Oof.
Yeah.
If you kept that one spot, then you would have been fine.
But too much.
Yeah.
From both, like
Yeah.
4 attacks.
Alan's
one after
attacks
another.
won Albert the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was considering going for his tower at the end, but the problem with that I was having is that even if I was able to take it, he was going to claim one back.
If you
And-
had taken the temple
No, 'cause
or the tower,
The tower.
You were sitting at 8, and I was sitting at 8 on mine, but you had the option. You have more cards in your hand, and unless Brandon supported me on taking that back,
which he was offering to.
it still would have been a 9.
Yeah.
Even if you assassinated one of his
Yeah,
guys.
no, even if I did, because he had a scout on there.
I mean,
that
could
is
have still taken other things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
here's the
Yeah.
thing. Like,
If you had taken that desert from him, even
yeah.
that would have dropped him 6 points right there.
Yeah.
If you had taken that tower back, even if you had gotten that points, Brandon would have won the game.
Yeah, I mean
the thing is, the fact that you had to reinforce and maneuver, and the fact that both of you did it, it basically freed me up to be just like, okay.
Yeah, if you had played a charge maneuver, it would have been way more
Yeah,
intimidating on that last
I
one.
would have had to think way harder on what I had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you both played only one move action, I was like, okay, I can just reinforce.
You just save your move action for last. And
Yeah,
then,
I can just reinforce and do my move action
Yeah.
last.
Yeah, I was considering the charge, but I drew that one fate card, and I was like, this is a good way to like deny someone a bit of points, and
Thanks
it
for
did,
those cards,
and it did
Andrew.
because I lost like 5 points right there.
It's 3 points.
Yeah.
No, because I lost you 3 points right there, and I got myself a little bit
yeah.
extra because. Even if I did claim that was like what worth like
9.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah, what worth 9?
Worth
I got
9 points
I got
plus
9 points
it's
there.
worth 12 actually,
Oh, yeah.
including the
Well,
temple.
I mean,
Yeah, well, I
Or
got
the tower. Sorry.
so just doing that maneuver over there got me 9 points without having to worry about doing the combat because it was iffy that I could get the tower. Very
Yeah.
iffy.
And I will say this in terms of the overall game, for anybody watching, for somebody who's new to the game, totally different game, and would have been way easier to fight over the
Yeah.
middle space
If it had been,
if they had placed it like that, or even spun it
Yeah.
around.
yeah.
Because then. Now, that would have denied blue from having much presence there, but it would have given more. It wouldn't have created such a bottleneck.
Yeah, and I noticed that when we played last time that we did that. Like we ended up letting Brandon do whatever he wanted because of the fact that we made it so big.
Right.
Yeah, and then the bottleneck is an interesting aspect of
sorry.
the game.
yeah, that's fine.
I was able to convince Alan to play a little bit of Kingmaker, and I do apologize for that.
That's fine.
Hey, sometimes that's part of
Yeah,
the.
it's
Well, that's
yeah.
part of any game, right?
Yeah.
Any strategy game,
Yeah.
you can talk especially 3-player games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my personal pet peeve about this is just that I lost my king. That's the only thing I wanted to keep, but Albert went for it, and I'm like, oh, my golems, you didn't do shit.
Yeah.
If Albert hadn't taken that also would have won Brandon the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Albert taking a single territory at the end is what won him the game.
yeah.
I mean, like, and to be fair, I only attacked Brandon like once.
Yeah.
I was just like, I have time to kind of sit back and like build up some units, and I have so much mobility.
So you achieved
Yeah.
your goal of redeeming yourself
Yeah,
playing
I
the
did.
Watchers.
Yeah,
played them right for once.
Nice.
The box, please.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
I continue.
So we
So
are.
continue your discussion of the game. If
Yeah.
you don't mind. Well,
There's what the current box art looks like. It's not going to change much. Probably brighten it up just a little bit for the final version, but that's what our game will look like. Please look for it. We should have our Board Game Geek page updated sometime this next week. We've got our website, korrosivegames.com. Come check us out. Launch on Leap Day.
Launch on Leap Day. Yeah, and we can have your anniversary once every 4 years. Man.
Oh, I'm hidden.
Hopefully we have a few expansions by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep, this has been Fate of Venterra. Again, upcoming strategy game. It's going to be launched on Kickstarter on the 29th. We're very excited for it.
I am. You guys should put it on your
Very
calendar.
neat game, very pretty. Probably won't be in a position to back it, but I might nudge a friend. That is fair. That's
Yeah.
absolutely fair. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, though.
Yeah.
If you've hung out with us, if you're new to the channel, we're Blanket Term. We're a group stream. We do a lot of board games. We do variety stuff, but it's a lot of board games.
Yeah.
We love doing stuff like this and backing, the community.
Oh yeah, actually local creators. You guys are local, and
Yes.
that was something that like we wanted to do whenever we worked with other creators.
Yeah.
So like it's really nice, especially down here in Phoenix. You get a lot of people that do a lot of board games.
Also, anybody that's viewing right now, we are going to set up games at some of the local game stores and things, Game Depot,
down in Phoenix.
Maple Cafe, different places, over the next month or two, before and during our Kickstarter. So if you want to follow us on Facebook.
Is Game On going to be during the Kickstarter, or is it going to be after the Kickstarter is done?
What day is Game On? AZ Game Fair, I believe.
AZ Game Fair is the one.
AZ Game Fair will be during the Kickstarter, I believe. I'll have to double check the dates on that.
So if you guys happen to be there and you guys want to check out this game, get a chance to play it, and you're probably going to be demoing a copy down there.
We will have a booth at AZ Game Fair this year.
Ooh,
So
Right.
that is exciting.
Yeah, it was a little over 3 hours on stream, so probably less than 2 if you played it without talking to the
Yeah. Also, if you choose to go with the recommended setup, it probably would go a lot smoother.
Yeah, the early turns took longer than they usually would.
Yeah. So.
And real fast, again, for those of you guys who might be new, if you guys wouldn't mind, if you want to pop a follow, we would really appreciate it. It would get us closer to our goal.
Yeah. And if you missed the beginning of the stream, this will be going up on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Quick clarification. Zach said he was checking the dates. It's not during, but we will have late backer options.
Gotcha.
There we go. Yeah. But we would appreciate it if you hung out with us more. We like doing stuff like this. We like debuting indie games and just hanging out and chilling.
And some degree of Blanket Term will also be at AZ Game Fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some degree.
Some degree.
Yeah.
At least one of us.
At least 25%. That's a much.
Basically, what I'm saying is at least me.
Albert's going for sure. I'd like to go.
Yeah, I'd like to go too, but like days off and stuff.
Yeah.
I can get the time off pretty easily. It's just a matter of remembering.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I need to remember to look into how much the tickets cost.
Yeah.
I know the
So yeah. I guess we start talking about what next stream. We don't actually really plan for Wednesday. Do you guys want to? We missed.
The calendar is fine.
Yeah, but there was nothing on today's notice
for
upcoming
Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yeah,
Dead of Winter.
Yeah, we did miss Dead of Winter, so
Dead of Winter
we'll just slot it down.
Yeah, we're gonna do Dead of Winter on this coming Wednesday. This coming Friday is Astroneer. This coming Sunday is going to be Scythe, which is our final game on the poll that you guys did that you guys wanted to see us do.
Yeah, so we're gonna be playing Scythe. This is a beautiful, beautiful game.
Cover on the table.
We're gonna be doing some Scythe then. And then the next big event that we got going on, again, we are going to be doing an extended stream. It's gonna be on Sunday, February 9th.
Yeah.
Sunday, February 9th. I am blocked by chat, but that's okay. Sunday, February 9th is going to be our 6-hour stream. We're going to be starting at 3 p.m. Thanks for the follow, Jacob. We really appreciate it. We are going to be starting Pandemic Season 2.
Oh my god.
Pandemic Legacy Season 2.
Yeah, we played like the Season 1. We crushed
demolished.
it. We got the best ending by 1 point.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was
By the
so
way, no, it
close.
wasn't 1 point.
It was like
no, I thought it was like 3.
Yeah, it was close. It was
close. It was very close.
Yeah.
So we're just hoping that we don't get super wrecked because we've heard that
Karma's
season.
just gonna destroy us.
Yeah, we've heard Season 2's a bit harsher.
So we are kicking that off a little bit earlier. We're going to be doing a long stream, playing as many games as we possibly can get in on that Sunday, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, whatever Pacific West Coast time is in California.
Time is
an illusion.
Yeah, time is an illusion.
So yeah, that's the plan. That's the next big event. We are very excited about that. And we are going to be doing Pandemic Legacy Season 2 every Sunday from then on out for the foreseeable future.
It's going to be a regular.
It's very timely, considering the fact that the world is dying to the Wuhan coronavirus.
We planned it. We
did not plan
it.
It's not
I
planned.
don't know if I would say that.
This is not a blanket term.
I'm not sure if you've heard this, but as of this morning, as of about 3 hours before you're supposed to come over, we found out that there has been the first case in Arizona at ASU.
It's confirmed, and that's just terrifying.
It's absolutely terrifying. I'm honestly really nervous because the place that I work is rather close to there,
Right.
and we get a lot of ASU students. A lot of ASU students work there. So I'm a little nervous about that, and my manager will not let me wear a face mask.
So, you know, late stage capitalism, expletive there, but whatever. So yeah, you guys be safe.
Please be safe.
Yeah, this is no joke. This can
Keep
be
safe
very
hygiene
bad.
practices, please.
Yeah.
As of last I had heard, there have been no deadly cases in actively healthy actively healthy 20 healthy adults. Most of the cases have been people who had already had health issues or elderly or children.
Yeah. So but keep using your safe, healthy practices. Wash your damn hands.
Yeah, wash your hands. The biggest thing is wash your hands. Don't touch your face at all unless you've immediately washed your hands. That's a big thing.
I mean, if anyone in this room had it, you'd already have it.
Yeah.
So you don't want to touch your hand.
Yeah.
For us in this room, you can touch your face.
Yeah, people don't know this, but Blanket's room just collectively shares all things.
Oh no.
Including being sick.
Yeah.
No, actually, we don't usually get
No,
each other
yeah,
sick.
we
If one
don't.
of us gets a cold, it doesn't
Pretty good
usually
about it.
spread. Yeah,
I'm pretty good about it, but that's because we practice safe hygiene practices.
Yes.
this is true. For the most part.
Like a
Yeah.
term, practicing safe hygiene practices, so you should too.
Yeah, not so you don't have to, so you should too.
Again, I want to thank you, Nate, for coming on.
Well, thank you guys for having me. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, yeah.
I
Yeah.
really love this game, and I can't wait to see if we can get a hand on a copy, because I do think that this is one of the sort of games that fits that niche of complicated and enough lore to keep me so fired up while I play, even though I'm not winning.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you guys will really enjoy the team mode and then also some of the scenarios that we hope to do
Yeah,
on the expansion.
I'm
Hell
excited
yeah.
by the campaign aspect
So.
that you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the teams.
Yeah.
That's really. I would like to try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Hope you
Heck yeah.
guys
We
have a
gotta
good day.
find somebody to rate.
We do. Do we have anyone that is streaming board games?
We always
now?
forget. Oh no! Don't search for Twitch / We're trying to get Twitch.
Hold on. Did it go anywhere, though? Hold on.
No, it didn't
Right.
go anywhere. Board games. All right, who we got? We got not many live things. This one's not a board game.
Yeah.
That one's a tabletop.
Yeah, one person's podcasting about X-Wing. The other one is a digital version of Scythe.
And then there's a rerun.
Yeah.
Not all good options is late in the day, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, a lot of people stream board games.
Yeah. So, what do we want to do? Do you want to shoot it to someone else, or do you want to say go support your friends?
Oh, who among our friends is live?
Not many.
I'm not seeing anyone either.
Yeah. So.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, in that case, friends, we much like Kickstarters, there are a lot of creators out there that are amazing. Go support them, show them that you love them, and show them that you appreciate the work that they do day in, day out to give you content that you both enjoy making. So, yeah, that at the end of the day, that's kind of what makes the world go round for a lot of creatives. And I just hope that everyone out there go support the people that they love.
It's really hard self-publishing. I don't know why I decided again.
Alrighty, guys. So once again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. Again, if you're new here, we're Blank Term Group Stream. We do a lot of stuff. Give us a follow if you like, or not. I mean, sure, you can do whatever you want. I
Yeah,
don't
or you
care.
can follow, you can stalk us on social
I
media.
don't care if you do podcast.
Don't unplug the site. Oh, you just
Oh,
did.
So yeah, I already did it.
Okay.
Yeah. Love you
Goodbye,
guys.
friends.
Oh,
Loud.
why is it playing on the TV?
I don't know.
I think the volume's on. It probably just hooked up to the
I'm
TV.
trying to pull up music for the things.
Alright.
Yeah, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Wow, that's just
Bye,
not going through.
everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Is the mic mute?
No.
Wait, the
The
mic.
mic mute.
Is the mic mute? Mute the mic. Dawn.
Bye, I love you guys.
Love you.